Oh, my God, I can't get enough of this guy. That's X's and O's by Leo we can't say his name, though. Moracoli? Moracoli, you would go with?
Marchioli.
Well, what do you think, Vic Henley?
I think it's Moracoli.
Really?
Moracoli.
No, he's from Norway.
Well, you know.
Now I want beefaroni.
I'm going more Choli. I think that double C makes it a Choli.
I think it make a Choli, yeah.
I think it makes it a Choli, but it's Leapfrog. Go back to that page. I'm still plugging this motherfucker. It's Frog Leap Studios on YouTube. This guy does a ton of covers. Somebody out there turned me onto this YouTube page a while ago, and we've played 3 or 4 of his covers.
And
now.
he's from where? Where's this dude from?
I think he's from Norway. He barely speaks English, but man, he can fucking do a cover.
Norway, a lot of good music coming out of Europe secretly.
You think?
Oh yeah,
secretly. You don't want to
go up on you can find. I'm telling you, a lot of bands, and a lot of sounds, a lot of producers,
right,
coming out of fucking the whitest countries in Europe.
Yeah, the DJs. There's a lot of DJs from very white places.
Yeah, they're being a little sneaky about it, are you?
Yeah, they've been real sneaky. They've taken over the pop charts.
Yeah.
All of them. I'm telling you.
All right.
I got my eye on them.
They're about X's and O's. It's Rob Schneider's kid there.
Elle King.
Elle King. Right. There's.
Wait, what?
Not to be confused with Elle Golding. There's an Elle Golding.
Rob Schneider's.
That's his daughter. His X's and O's is Elle King. That's Rob Schneider's daughter.
Yeah. You didn't
I think
know
they're
that.
estranged. I think they might not be.
Wait, Rob Schneider?
Rob Schneider. That's his daughter. This thing's X's and O's.
I don't think they're estranged.
Okay, I didn't know that.
We had Rob Schneider in here, and he went to her show when she was in New York.
Okay, they're nice.
I think they're good.
You can do it, Rob Schneider?
Yes.
I had no idea.
I love that we turned you on to something.
She's great.
Finally.
Oh, she's great.
She's wonderful, yeah.
She got some fucking pipes on her.
She can bring it.
So she got a little taste of Filipino. That's what you're telling me? Because Schneider's Filipino.
A little tace.
I knew it was something ethnic in that voice.
Little taste. She's got that in her.
I was married to a quarter Filipino woman.
Were you really?
Yeah, her dad was half.
Could she box or dance?
No, neither one. But she could speak Tagalog, which is the ethnic language.
Oh, the Tagalog. I thought that was their god.
No, Tagalog. Yeah, it's their god. They worship. They put a piece of lava.
What's up with Manny Pacquiao? His anti-gay stuff. Speaking of Philippines,
and he's from the Philippines,
and he didn't go back. He didn't retract it. He fucking went harder.
He's all in with that shit. Isn't that a country that has a lot of lady boys?
Oh yes,
tons.
Yes, they're known for it.
What the fuck is he doing?
I mean, and he's back there. I mean, it's really Christian too. It's a big Christian country, and they do those mass.
The weddings?
The weddings.
You talking about that? You mean the big giant?
But even their churches, their church service is like some huge
$1 million
mass.
people?
Yes.
They do like the 100,000 seaters and stuff
every week.
Probably, I don't know. I would assume maybe the people in the Philippines sort of lean toward what he's saying.
I think they do. It's kind of like Jamaica over there. Jamaica and the Philippines will boom bye-bye in a Bati boy's head. Boom, bye-bye.
I just learned that Vic Henley's never done the show with Sherrod Small. That's crazy to me.
We did the show before.
I don't think so.
That's crazy.
That's why it's no heavy lifting for me today. I just get to sit here and giggle at you.
Both of you guys are my go-to guys.
We had to.
My short list of go-to guys
when
Jimmy's out, and I can't believe you both haven't done the show at the same time. Don Wickland's head's going to explode. He's got to pay 2 guys today.
He's not even going to come in from his mansion in D.C.
He's out there feeding the swans right now. He's feeding the swans, riding lawnmower.
Oh, shit. Is his yard like the Godfather's yard?
It is. It's a big giant. He's got like a John Deere.
The old tomato squirrel.
He's roaming around, right, with a hat.
He's going to have to oil up that wallet and open that shit up today.
He got that money in his fucking couch cushions.
He's got to pay 2 guys today. I like that.
I haven't seen him.
That makes me very happy.
I haven't seen him. You didn't come the second day for your own television show.
Yeah, I had to do other shit.
Your own television project.
You didn't go to your own television show?
Second day 2. He comes day 1. He doesn't come day 2.
That wasn't day 1. That was day 1,000, first of all.
Okay. He's right.
But we had 2 writing sessions just to get some segments and shit together. But the first day I was there, but the second day I couldn't do it because I had some other prior shit.
Right. So you had to pull off your own TV
show. The white man's pulling me from each end.
It's not as much fun when he's not there.
I would imagine.
If you just got Finnegan. Finnegan's funny. I like Christian. He's funny, but it's a whole
He's all
different
structure.
Thing. Right. It's not as much fun if you were there.
Hey, we got the girl that she's back from yesterday, the one that wants to see your cock that hung up.
Okay.
What? That's not a bad way to start a radio show.
Okay.
That's not a bad way to start.
Get her on. Let's get her on a goddamn line.
All right.
Shit.
What's up, Leslie in Jersey?
Hi.
We were going to go to you yesterday, and then you hung up on us.
Yeah, I had to go into work. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it. Now, how do you want to see my penis? Inside your vagina?
Oh, my God. Well, that would be like a dream come true.
No, it wouldn't.
For her attorney, it would be.
Do we have
I've heard stories. Oh, I'm sorry, Opie. I've heard stories of its glory, and it's like I want to see it. Like I want to see Rome. I want to see your cock.
Wow, it's legendary. I officially have not seen it, but a bunch of the boys have.
I've heard stories.
We've all heard the stories.
I know some things from back in the day in various basements and underground caverns.
Yeah, we did some things.
I feel like I don't have to see it to understand it.
No, you don't. No, have you ever seen a Civil War cannon?
I've never seen one live, but I understand.
Never been to Fort Sumter?
Right. All right.
That sums it up right there.
Leslie, you got a Facebook page so we can take a look at you?
You make history fun.
Oh, hell no.
You're not going to let us take a look at you?
No.
See?
Uh-oh.
What's that about?
Give us the quick stats.
At least show me a pic of the cooch, so I'm going to show a picture of my penis.
Holla.
Well, you're absolutely right. And I just know you guys are going to think I'm ugly, so I'm not even going to bother.
Why are you all in your head like that,
Yeah,
Bo?
what's up,
Why
man?
are you doing that?
We tend to we could grade on a curve every once in a while.
Why are you doing it to yourself, girl?
We could grade on a curve.
We're very favorable.
You want to see my dick? You already a 10.
Exactly.
Oh, thank
You're at least a 6.5 for just wanting to.
We can push that C to a B minus.
Yeah, absolutely. All day long.
This is an easy class.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is an easy class.
Yes.
We're a cool teach.
We're the cool teachers. We're gonna teach outside today. It's gonna be a nice day.
That's true. It is nice. But you know what? Today I'm feeling like shit, and I know if I tell you guys about my Facebook page, I'm going to get some of your followers.
No, we do that. We do it on the fucking private side. We put you on hold. You give one of my guys your Facebook page, and we take a look for ourselves.
Yeah, otherwise they get loaded up with dick pics. Everybody would send dick pics to a fucking Facebook page.
We understand the animals that we talk to. we wouldn't release these fuckers on you.
Exactly.
Oh, thank you.
I wouldn't release these fuckers on my worst enemy.
Oh, release the Kraken.
These guys are fucking brutal.
Also another nickname for your dick, the Kraken. Release the Kraken.
Well, that works as long as, I'm open to be made fun of because, I think it's hilarious because I'll tell you right now, I'm 52 and I'm fat.
Nice.
Oh, Jesus.
So it's my dick, but inches.
Would you go 52 and fat, Sherrod?
I go 52 and fat.
Sherrod would go 52 and fat. How about that?
Oh,
I hate to
really?
Yes, of course. You know what we used? I hate to say what we used to call it when we went after fat girls back in college and high school.
Oh, no. Go for it.
What?
But we called it hogging.
Oh, yeah. We all had this very similar name. We called it pagan.
Yeah, big girls got to some good. Come on, be honest now. Some of the best sex you ever had was with a biggins.
I openly admit that.
Yes.
They try harder.
Yeah.
They go hard.
My friends, if it was a big blonde girl, they called it haystacking.
Haystacking.
Big girls, they know how to work it in the bed, though.
Right. Hell, yeah, absolutely. You kidding me?
And blowjobs, not even get me started.
Yeah.
I think we're looking at you right now, Leslie.
Yeah, she's a good-looking woman. I see you, Leslie. Who's the dude in the pic?
That's her.
Oh, that's...
He's on fire today. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's Leslie. That's Leslie. That's Leslie.
It's too common a name. You're not going to find it, but it's a picture of me and my mother in my Facebook profile.
I see. Well, no, we got you. We got you.
There you go.
I'm trying to think who you look like. Who do you look like? Who do they say?
Like, you mean like what? Famous person?
You don't even know who this is, but Alison Moyet.
Ooh.
Vic knows.
For upstairs, yeah, the singer, Alison Moyet.
Alison Moyet.
Yeah,
let me
Situation, yes.
Let me look at this Alison Moyet.
Moyet. M-O-Y. Yeah.
M-O-Y-E.
In the face, they said back in the day. But,
Oh, you're fucking high.
Come on, dude. God damn it, Opie. Oh, shit. He came in swinging his mouth.
All right.
What, having both of you guys in here? I knew I had to bring my A game. Are you kidding me?
Fine.
This is a fucking challenge.
Alison Moyet. Wow.
That's a give out.
All right.
that's all I ever heard. Besides, that's it.
All right.
Nice. Now, where do you live?
I live in Bergen County, New Jersey.
Oh, Jersey.
Look at this.
That's right off the train.
Look at this.
I can get some train stop head and get right back on.
What do you think, Sherrod? What are you thinking?
I can get a blowjob right there in the train stop.
Boom.
Would you go train stop? Would you when you meet Sherrod at the train stop? He's not joking, by the way.
No, he's not. He's totally serious.
I can meet him by 3:30.
He would. Yeah. He's pulling up schedules right now
3:30
on his phone. He's pulling up New Jersey Transit.
I think he's only doing another 20 minutes of radio with us.
That's it. He's on his way to see you, Leslie.
Where's Sherrod go?
I let my job know I'll be
He's catching the
late.
742. Fucking Sherrod out to catch the 742.
I just remember I got something to do in Bergen.
He's hoping to be back for Dave Navarro a little later on.
Oh, that's right. Navarro's coming in, and he, you know the story with his mother. And
Yeah, he told me. Yeah,
the documentary is heavy.
I saw. Yeah,
It is heavy.
It's like,
I mean, he opens
holy
up though.
shit.
He gets some of that shit out of his system though by making this movie. I think.
Well, you have to.
Right.
I
would
know
think.
that affect him sexually. That's why he's such a sexual deviant that I enjoy.
I think he basically says it did, and he became a drug addict immediately after his mom's murder.
Plus, she had all the stuff in the house he found.
Mom,
You won't be needing this.
You can ask him that.
He found his mother's stash.
Right. That's
the
what
mom and the aunt murdered.
Yeah,
and Dave was supposed to be there that day.
Crazy.
And what
He
happened?
would have been
to
in
him?
the house. His dad usually takes him on, let's say, Wednesdays.
All right.
But his dad couldn't take him that Wednesday, so he took him the next day instead. And the next day was the day his mom was murdered. So he was supposed to be in the house that day. Yeah, a little luck there. A little luck.
Yeah, the ex-husband, Dave Navarro's real father, was either really lucky or really lucky.
Right.
Because he got his son to live and an ex is gone.
Right. Jesus.
I'm just doing the math. I ain't saying he should be questioned, but who got the most out of this?
It kind of worked out for him, is what you're saying.
Who got the most out of this?
Dude, that shit is rough. But, you know, with tragedies, there are some people that are like,
Oh, yeah. It just depends. I don't ever feel bad. If somebody shitty dies, I never really feel bad about it. I mean, I'm not saying his mom was shitty.
You got to be really careful how you say this shit. Right. But like 9/11, there might have been one dude in there
who, like,
might have been a real horrible fucking person where someone is like, well, I got to act sad in public, but holy fuck, look at my luck on this one.
I've said it before.
And that's a shitty thing to say. You got to be careful because people can't wrap their head around that stuff. But when these tragedies hit, you know, a couple are being taken out that are just horrible human beings. You got to think.
You have to.
The odds are, right?
You think it's probably one Hitler per floor?
That's what I'm saying. Hitler's dead. How's that ever bad? How's Hitler's dead? Hitler's dead. How's that ever bad?
I don't have a specific case, but maybe somebody that was just really bad to his kids. His wife.
I do. Right. I know. I got plenty
where
of people.
Someone's life got way better because someone died in a horrific tragedy.
Yeah.
That's just life. You got to think there is some of that in there, right?
Yeah. And maybe it's a good thing for the person who was if you were an abuser or something, and you got to go out and hero. Right. Little did we know. Right. You can wait to get home to choke your wife.
All of a sudden, your name's on a wall. And you're like, oh, wow.
I didn't
you
know
mean
that.
Earl, who used to choke Shirley?
Yes.
Right. He's on the wall?
He's on the wall.
Nigga made the wall.
That guy was going to be indicted. Now he's on a wall.
Sure. He's on probation.
Now he's on a hero's wall.
Right.
They'll always be remembered.
Just saying.
Yeah.
But you go down that road, people will fucking get pissed. But I mean, that's just human nature. You got to think.
Yeah.
You got to think there's a few. Oh, Leslie, we forgot about you.
Oh, that's okay. I was enjoying the conversation.
All right.
Thank you. Leslie's a nice woman. She's sweet.
What do you want to do with this, Sharon?
I mean,
just let it.
What can I do?
Just let her float out there.
In another lifetime, Leslie.
In another life.
Like Erykah Badu said.
my first ex-wife.
Call us back when you drop the 30.
Come on.
Oh.
God damn it, Opie.
He goes back to it.
Holy shit,
There's a weird bird on her page, though, and that's not a euphemism.
Yeah, what's that
that's
bird?
Some sort of condor. Or
what is that? I don't think that's turkey.
That's a turkey vulture.
Turkey vulture.
What's a turkey vulture?
Yeah.
Shit, look how big that motherfucker is.
What is a turkey vulture?
80 pounds?
Half a turkey, half a vulture.
Oh, come on, man. It's got to be a better explanation than that.
Is it Testosterone?
I don't know.
Can you eat the turkey vulture?
Oh, you probably eat any bird, but I don't know if it'd be tasty.
Leslie, this is your turn. You got it on your fucking page. What's a turkey vulture?
It's they used to fly by my office in Parsippany. They used to land there, and they would scare the shit out of people.
No kidding.
Now, they eat turkeys, though, right?
No, it's like a buzzard, kind of.
Yeah, it'll eat anything. It's a scavenger.
Yeah.
Now, can they digest bone? I think they're one of those kind of birds.
Really?
Eat the bone and all.
I think so, yeah. But one time there's
stomach acids.
A couple of them were chasing on foot after a woman that was running into the office.
Yeah.
She must have been ragging. They can smell that blood now. Come on now.
Literally, the turkey vulture attacked a coworker.
Well, she didn't know. She did was she panicked and started to run, so they ran after her.
Right.
And she was screaming, bitch, they have wings. They don't have a gun or anything. What are you doing?
Well, Leslie, you got to be careful because you're good eats.
You can last the turkey vulture's family for the whole winter.
Oh, my God. They would drag you into the woods.
I know.
They would be full until spring.
Start pecking. Peck.
That's the way to go, making birds happy.
She said that's a good way to go, making birds.
It's the cycle of life.
It's the cycle of life.
All right, Leslie.
Good God.
You guys have a good day, and Sherrod, I'll just imagine it.
Yes.
And I know you call from time to time, Leslie. I recognize your voice.
Yeah, that's me.
So you have a good day, Leslie. I'm a Rain Man with some of these voices. I just pick up on them. I don't know why. Thanks, Leslie.
You love these people.
I do love the good ones. I love them.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
I even love the bad ones. What the hell?
You have to. Got to love them more.
The bad ones keep us going, too.
They need the attention.
You didn't know turkey vulture. You learned something today. That's always good.
I've never heard of a turkey. Do you really know?
I've heard the name, but I just see some sort of buzzard-looking thing. Like
I know all buzzards are fucking condors. They got those stomach acids. Right. And they eat the bone.
They're motherfuckers, huh?
And their wingspan got to be illmatic, though.
Now, they're a big-ass bird. Yeah, it's not a little tiny thing.
Yeah.
Right? You know.
We're going to get the proper name of the guy that opened the show with that cover of X's and O's. Let's say hi to Garrison in Wisconsin. What's up?
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Yeah, and well, I'm Norwegian by proxy, so his proper pronunciation would be Mariachioli.
Oh, forget that.
You just kind of put a Y in there.
And marbles in your mouth.
Well, the guy's talented. He's got to come up with a rock name that's nice and easy.
Yeah, you can't.
Go Leo Star or something with a couple R's in there.
I like
something.
That. Right?
Because, I mean, this guy is talented as all hell. On his page, he has at least 50 covers.
Damn, but that name's not going to do it in America.
No, man. Huh?
His cover of Beat It rules.
Really?
Yeah.
Can we hear a little Beat It by this guy?
All right, so
once again, his YouTube page is Frog Leap Studios.
It's like 1 o'clock over there. Why don't you just give him a call? I'm sure he'd be on the show.
There's only 3 phone numbers in the whole country. We're bound to get it.
No, his phone number is on his website.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he started following me on Twitter, so I got to set something up with this guy because we've played 3 or 4 songs by him. He's really fucking good, man.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Beat It rules, dude.
All right, let me hear a little Beat It. Let me hear a little of this. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, that'll get you going in the morning.
Oh, wow. Wow. Go to his YouTube page, Frog Leap Studios.
He looks like he's just having a great time.
Yes, absolutely.
This is all my stoner friends if they could actually play things. If they could actually have any musical ability.
Yes,
this is what they're doing in their head, in their rooms when they're really not doing that.
What else does he have to do in Norway?
Everything.
Everything.
And he just shot it with a GoPro. He just put a GoPro on a guitar. And right. GoPros everywhere, and that's it.
They're shot beautifully. I like it. I like everything about it.
Wow.
I usually don't like that throaty stuff. But it's not too throaty. It's just enough, right?
Beat It is still a great song. This is a great song.
Absolutely.
By itself.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Most Michael stands up.
Damn.
It does, whether you like Michael or not. Most of it stands up.
Yeah, he fucked that guitar up, boy. This guitar that was fucking impressive.
And now he's just licking it in this picture we're looking at. I forgot, maybe tweet out his Twitter, too, for the people.
He's a married dude, apparently. I saw a wedding ring.
He's got the wedding ring.
That's a lot of alone time in a room by yourself, playing all the instruments and tape. Where's your wife during all this?
Working.
Somewhere hating you?
Working.
Working.
Bringing home the lutefisk.
In one of his playlists, he has 110 covers, so that means he's got a bad marriage.
Oh, that marriage is falling apart.
You got a good marriage. You're squeezing out 5 covers.
Not 110. 110. Things are on the rocks.
What the fuck?
Ain't no way that wife is not hating this motherfucker.
A lot of free time.
Let's try to get him on the show. Reach out to this guy. Maybe we get him on today. All right. I got to tell Sherrod, yesterday he turned me on to the Showgirls pool sex scene.
We were discussing that earlier, right? Classic.
And then I realized I probably haven't seen Showgirls in about 20 years.
Right.
So there was a time I saw that scene and didn't really think anything of it, I guess. Because I got caught up in the fact that she was so hot in this movie.
Right.
But that scene, I went home and I watched it 10 times. And I was laughing to myself like a fucking idiot.
No, you did not. You watched it 10 times?
At least.
That's
over and over
fun.
again. Over and over again.
It's addictive. It's fucking...
Because it starts out, it's supposed to be a hot scene in the pool, and then it becomes ridiculously funny.
No, it's hilarious. It's really,
you
really
remember
funny.
it?
Oh, yeah, totally. When you said that to me, when we were in the lobby this morning and this came up, we were talking about it, and we were coming up, I'm like, it is so goddamn funny.
It's like, who okayed that take?
Right, right.
And I guess she doesn't know what sexy is.
And she has no idea what sexy or sex.
Right. She has no fucking idea, I would imagine.
And she's just guessing.
Because I don't think it was written this way, do you?
No. They said, do what you think feels right.
Fuck, man.
No, it was the director. He was the what's her name? Showing the pussy.
Basic Instinct.
Yeah, Basic Instinct. It's him. That's whoever the dude is. And he just kind of turned on the camera and told him, do whatever you want. You're not on Saved by the Bell anymore.
Look at this bitch.
Look at this like that.
I mean,
water.
so far so good. so far so good. I'm still in. And then she's just flopping back into the water.
It is hilarious. Good. That's waterboarding.
Oh, it's always good.
There's no way we were supposed to be turned on by this, right?
No.
Were they fucking with us, the director? Saying, oh, you expected this really sexy scene and I'm going to give you this?
I think she was just trying so hard, and she knew that this was the Basic Instinct director. And she was like, they think I'm still a high school girl.
Yep.
So I'm going to show them that I know how to fuck.
Right.
It's like if you ask an 8-year-old, show me what fuck it is.
Right. There you go.
No.
And they'll go like this.
You get kind of that.
Right.
You get that.
It's like the little girl dancing Little Miss Sunshine when she does Abigail Breslin when she does the stripper dance.
Yes, right.
It's exactly something like that. You know, it's just not even right on any level.
That's a good
idiotic.
pickup. That's a good pickup.
She like the worst lay ever.
Man, I would love to know the backstory of that scene.
And see the cuts they didn't take.
Or maybe they said, no, this is good in another way now. I don't know. There's something weird about that.
It makes me, I start choking. I can't even, it makes me, I feel like all the water's going in my mouth. I'm like, I just want to make that sound through the whole goddamn scene.
The dude should have been like, will you fucking stop?
Like, really? This is how we're going to do this? When he's slamming her backwards into the water over and over again. Oh, dude, no joke. You gave me a whole afternoon of
funny.
joy.
It's funny. Glad. It is very, very funny.
I mean, you pump things up when you do a radio show, but I think it was about 10 times. I really do.
I believe you.
I showed my wife. Me and my wife were laughing. So we saw it at least 2 or 3 times together. And then at one point, I'm thinking maybe I could get a little turned on by this if I watch it by myself.
No,
that didn't happen.
Not a chance.
Then I just started laughing again. Look at her, the flopping. That's the best.
It's
like she's getting murdered.
Yeah.
Like, is that what he was going for?
Like
Make it look like you're
FIFA.
It's dolphin CPR. it's just dolphin out of water needs CPR. Somebody put your mouth on the blowhole. I don't know.
The joy.
It's hilarious.
The fucking
girl.
joy.
And she thought this was going to blow her up. This was supposed to be her launching pad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. She was going to be Sharon Stone. She thought she was going to be Sharon Stone after this. Yeah.
The new Sharon Stone.
She was still Jesse Spanos.
Addicted to those caffeine pills.
Yeah.
We did all that yesterday. We probably shouldn't repeat ourselves, but I could easily watch that clip again too.
Great.
You guys watched the basketball games last night? I wanted to stay up, but
I was in and out.
In and out.
At 70, I told him at 70 to 50, I gave up. I figured they
Golden
got this.
State blew out Memphis. I thought Memphis would do better.
I thought they wanted to be the spoilers.
I thought so too, and they only lost to Golden State by 1 point a couple days ago.
I know, that was a really good game. That was last weekend.
Yeah, they were down by 10 with 6 minutes to go and came back and won. Golden State did.
Yeah.
In
were they
Memphis.
resting starters, Memphis, or any of that shit?
I don't know. I didn't,
No, I think everybody played.
At 70 to 50, I turned it off. I figured they got this. They're going to do it 73-9. That's awesome.
I come from the Jordan era, so But I love how I love how he plays. Though.
Over 400 threes in a season?
That's crazy.
I think nobody had done 300 threes.
Really?
And he,
that's unbelievable.
He set the record last year maybe at like 289 or something, and now this year he's upped it by 100.
That's unbelievable.
He's got 400 threes. Nobody had done 300 threes, and he's done 400 threes. I'm pretty sure.
He's one of the first guys that said, really, that's the three-point line? Well, I could shoot it from out fucking here.
Yeah.
And the defense on these teams, that they're not used to having to play past the three-point line. Most of the guys set up on the line itself for their shot, right?
Yeah.
But this guy's like, fuck that. I could hit this 7 feet beyond this.
When you play Golden State, you got to play full court D. You got to play D the whole court, the whole length.
You got to get inside his shorts.
Yeah,
you have to be inside his shorts with him, right? Or they're going to whip your ass every goddamn time, it looks like.
At the buzzer, every buzzer shot he hits, it's like, and he just turns away and walks down the tunnel back in the locker room.
No problem, I got that.
And it's in.
I'm going to go hug my adorable daughter.
So the new record is 73-9.
At least people are hating his wife, huh? That evens the universe out, right?
Oh, yeah, really?
Okay, of course, she, remember she said that thing about, young women shouldn't, have to put, like, naked pictures of themselves on Instagram, and then people backlash over that.
Really?
And said, don't slut shame women, you whore.
Oh, no.
And it's a huge thing.
No.
Yes, Black Twitter blew up on her.
Black Twitter?
Black Twitter is Batman's
how do we
worst
find
enemy.
How do we find Black Twitter?
What is Blitter? What is Black Twitter?
Black Twitter is just Black Twitter.
That sounds like fun. Where's Black Twitter?
Oh, they get heated on there, man.
They get heated, huh?
You think Twitter's bad? Shit. Black Twitter? Shit.
What's the logo for Black Twitter?
I don't know.
That's a different bird.
It's a black fist holding a bird.
It's a pick. It's the pick. It's the Afro pick from the 70s.
It's two black hands holding a fried bird.
They got a picture of a turkey vulture as their logo.
There it is. There's Black Twitter.
Oh, there's Black Twitter. They actually got it.
There you go.
With the gold chains.
Boom.
Cigarette
and the sunglasses.
You can pull it up about Steph Curry's wife.
Really?
Oh, they went at her. Oh, they still going at her.
Because you said you shouldn't put naked pictures of yourself.
Because you shouldn't have to be a girl who have to put it's different things.
Don't slut shame. That's a great, slut shame.
Oh, naked pictures?
She was saying, hey, do other things, young ladies.
Yeah, you don't need to put naked stuff.
Have we talked about the slut shaming yet?
And they went after her. I don't...
These broads that have these pictures where they're completely titillating, and then you call them out on that, like you're fucking slut shaming me. No, you're putting these pictures out on purpose to get fucking followers.
Yeah. And you can't. That's the new thing. You can't say nothing about it.
But the one broad that we did a story on a couple months ago, the model. I was looking at her Instagram again because she has ridiculously hot pictures, but they're all titillating. And there's a video of her running with that no bra and a tiny little shirt on. I'm like, oh really?
Who is this?
I'm like, that video is on your Instagram to get everyone to click follow.
Right. And she's saying, don't, what?
Well, then you can't slut shame and say you're just doing it to get followers. You're not.
Yeah, if you say that,
you're not sticking up for women's rights by showing a 15-second video of you running without a bra on, where your nipples are popping out of the white.
Don't you remember Gloria Steinem doing that?
I was going to say that. That's a classic redo of a Gloria Steinem from 1974.
What the fuck? I mean, we got to wake up a little bit with this shit.
It's worse than ever, my brother. It's worse than ever. Here it is.
Because everyone knows there's a whole bunch of women out there that they do their exercise videos and these pictures to get you to follow.
She talked about, and this was her thoughts from what she saw in a fashion magazine.
All right, so what is she saying there, Sherrod?
So right there, she said, everyone into barely wearing clothes these days, huh? Not my style. I like to keep the good stuff covered up for the ones who matter. That's what she put on Twitter.
Okay.
She tweeted with a few cry laugh emojis. Just looking at these latest fashion trends, it takes classy over trendy. I'll take classy over trendy any day of the week.
Right.
Saturday night's insight.
What's wrong with that?
But then they fucking attacked her.
Yeah, because she started. That was
they
slut shaming.
went at her.
Yeah, why? That's not.
And they said, right fashion observation, huh? Shaking my head. Twitter must be bored.
Right.
Okay, it was more fiery shit like this because they called her all kinds of sluts and whores.
Oh, come on. But
they called her slut and whore for fucking slut shaming her.
That's how you get back at them. See?
Yo, Black Twitter.
You flip it on Black Twitter. That's what they do.
Look, yeah, I mean, we all know why those pictures are up on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, these girls are just looking for followers.
Yes, and they get it. They get me every time. I'm all booty on Instagram. And I don't care what your baby look like. Turn around, show me that ass. Waste of my time.
Yeah, they show the ass and the tits and then.
And if one person call them out on it.
Look, I mean,
they're like, everybody can't be like you married to Steph Curry. We got to show our titties and get us a Curry.
Oh, God.
I mean, come on. Give me a fucking break.
It's just disturbing. It's disturbing that you can't.
I got to show you the video. This I think she's the Australian model out there in L.A.
Let's see it.
I forgot her fucking name.
Wait, I think I know the blonde chick.
Yeah.
She's hot. I think I know.
What?
Nina Agdal?
Not Nina. We've had Nina in.
What?
We had Nina in.
Oh.
She's in the paper today.
What?
She's modeling hats in the Bronx.
Oh, my God.
Hats?
Yeah, some new hat, I think.
Yeah, I got a hat for a Jimmy hat.
You know what? I couldn't read the article because she was. I couldn't read the articles because she was so hot in the picture.
Jimmy hat.
They got me to read a dumb article because she's so hot. That's how that shit works.
Where?
Who are you kidding?
How many hats could she be possibly? I mean, how long does
It's
that take?
some new line of a fucking hat. I don't know. Give me the
couldn't take
paper.
that
I'll
long.
find it fast. But she was in here, and she was giggling when we were making fun of the fat Sports Illustrated model. She was giggling.
Sure.
Because it's not for everybody.
It isn't.
You can't just say all women are beautiful. All women are beautiful on the inside,
Yeah,
right?
They try to compare, what's the name's wife? Here's one to Samuel L. Jackson's character in the Django. Because of what she said about girls don't have to show their shit on.
Oh, give me a break.
They saying that she's the house nigga.
Give me a fucking
Because she's
break.
saying...
Because she said you don't have to show your titties in public.
I think she makes a pretty good point.
No, I like it. Right. It makes perfect
I
sense.
mean, even if you don't agree with her point, how is that her, closing opportunities for you to be a whore?
Right. It makes no. You really have too much free goddamn time to
Or
sit
just
around
to
and
show your
create
tits.
something.
Yeah,
Look, I have no problem with them showing their tits and ass on Instagram and Twitter, but let's call it what it is.
yeah,
You're
just
titillating people because you want them to follow you. You want your numbers up like any one of us.
Right.
We all want numbers.
Right. Not saying you're going to have sex with these guys or have sex with people, but
No,
you're
you
doing
don't-
it to show off tit and ass because that's what gets you clicks.
That's what gets you the clicks, and then you're
all
trying to
about the
say
clicks.
that you're sticking up for women's rights or some horse shit.
It's like you think you
What are
Susan B.
talking
Anthony
about?
because you fucking
Right.
got your butt cheek spread.
Right.
Suffragette.
Paul, give me the papers. I'll find it.
I saw a picture of Susan B. Anthony recently too. This is randomly with her getting beat up by police.
Oh, wow. No kidding.
She's on the ground holding her face, and a cop's over her with a billy club.
Oh, really?
And it's plain black
Old
and white.
school.
Old school shit. Keystone Cop shit.
Man.
All right, here you go. Danish
And she was
beauty.
trying to vote. That's what she was going
Of
to
course.
vote.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Danish beauty Nina Agdal gave a shout-out to the Bronx by strutting through Brooklyn in a Yankees cap. The Sports Illustrated beauty sported a Bronx Bombers lid for a photo shoot, touting the new era cap MLB campaign.
Let's see it. Where is it?
She's all hot and shit, right?
I was
there.
guessing. When you said in the Bronx, I thought, is it Yankee hats? I really thought for a second.
Yeah, I guess.
Is she modeling Yankee hats? And she is.
I started reading and then I got
Fine.
distracted.
It's all right. No.
Wow. She's been in here?
Yeah, she's lovely. And
Let me see that for a second.
and Mark Norman was making fun of the fat broad in Sports Illustrated, as well as we should.
I was here that day.
You were here.
I was here that day, yeah.
And
Right.
remember,
What
she was
happened?
giggling all around.
Yeah, she didn't mind.
And my point to her was like, look, if you allow all these fat broads to be as beautiful as you, you're out of a job.
Remember that?
Are you kidding me?
Just made perfect.
You better eat something.
Perfectly logical argument.
And then the Sports Illustrated people, they put the heat on us and made us
Apologize?
They made us,
Take it down?
take the video down for a while, and I wimped out because they were bringing the fat one around.
I'll go at this. I'll go
The
at it.
fat one lost a few pounds. She's all right. She's
Not the fat one, Opie. She's healthy.
I liked her. I was with Mark
I would
Norman.
tear her ass.
You know.
Oh,
wow. Wait.
Oh, no.
What is that from?
What is this?
She's got a dark crack too.
Oh, it's going to get dark if I get near it.
What's that picture
Good
from?
God
Wow.
almighty.
She does nudes?
Who is this?
That's
That's Nina?
That's
Oh,
Nina.
I hate y'all.
She was laughing. But then we put the Sports Illustrated video back up because Mark Norman was hilarious that day.
Oh, she looks so good.
Yeah. Emily Sears? I don't think it was Emily Sears that
Oh, my God.
Yeah, look at that.
Man.
Oh, boy.
Oh, the next time this girl is in here, if I ain't in here.
All right.
You got to put it on speed dial.
I'll make a note.
Yes.
I don't think she's coming back, unfortunately. Although she had a good time, man. I know she had a good time.
This girl's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Nina Agdal.
Oh, how old is she?
Like 21, 22, somewhere around there.
What the fuck? Where's she from? Like, what is she?
I didn't know you could sit on a fucking lounge chair like that.
Upside down?
Upside down.
With your pussy pointing to the fucking sun?
Right.
How bad do you need your pussy lips fucking tanned?
That's right.
God almighty.
Vitamin D is good for you.
If I saw this on the beach, man, I would be arrested because I would dive headfirst right into her fucking body cavity.
Well, that's legal. If you actually walk up on somebody on the beach on the chair like that, it's totally allowed.
Okay,
right,
good.
exactly. It's
So
not any kind of sexual assault at all.
So
International
go back
waters.
to that other picture. So explain that picture to me. Explain that to me, really. How is this sticking up for women's rights? I think Stephen Curry's wife has a point here.
I mean, when I see this, I think the woman should have a right to do anything she wants.
Yep, I agree.
Sexy as all hell. You obviously would click follow immediately if you saw a picture like that on social media.
No question.
But then, you comment about this or that, and now you're slut shaming? That doesn't make sense.
This bitch is incredible.
Isn't that
I would
ridiculous?
fake to be gay just to be like a makeup artist. Just so I'd be like, you need more makeup on your butt.
on your butt.
Let me lighten that butt crack for you a little bit.
She is the
she's
truth.
It's a very pretty girl.
This is fucking timeless beauty.
Yeah, she's one of the big ones these days.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That like from Married to the Mob.
Everybody loves it. It's the old school wet t-shirt thing. It takes you back to your youth.
Remember when Michelle Pfeiffer was in Married to the Mob and had the dark hair?
Yeah.
You like the dark hair.
I liked it on her in that movie.
Right.
But she got a little of that in there when she's coming out that water.
Oh,
God!
wow.
Is that really her completely naked with a surfboard?
That's not her.
I guess she has no problem doing the nudes.
Yeah, she got, full
It looks like hecklerspray.com. Heckler Spray. Oh.
What?
Hecklerspray.com has some of these nudes of her.
She was younger in these pictures.
Nina Agdal. Agdal. So.
Wow.
She has every right to be doing this, but let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
This is all supposed to be titillating.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, it's artistic. That's art.
She's like 18 in that
That's
picture.
black and white art.
It's barely
shaved vagina
artistic.
picture.
That's 18.
That's 18.
That's 18 right there.
Son.
It's 18 6 months.
You can tell he has the gift to look at someone's shaved vagina and tell how old they are. He has a skill.
21. You was a Sagittarius.
Or
look at her, the sneakers.
yeah, she just has sneakers on.
Totally naked with some Nikes
Ma'am, you're going to be a little cold today if you walk outside like that.
You know, in the face, she reminds me a little bit of who's the tennis dude's wife? Brooklyn Decker.
Yeah. She's been in here too.
Yeah. You bastard.
Brooklyn's all right.
She's a married woman now, so I can't say what I want to say about her.
She's all right.
But good God.
Brooklyn Decker's all right. Yeah,
She looks like Carrie Russell, I think, a little bit. This girl here. Little Carrie
She's
Russell.
got a lot of nudes online.
Yeah.
All right. So Stephen Curry's wife should have been able to say that without the heat, Sherrod.
Yes. You would think that you can have different opinions and people not call you Hitler.
Right.
But no, that's not how it works. Definitely not when it comes to that black twizzy.
Where did that slut shaming start? Where did that start?
The whole thing?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Where did all that shit start?
That's a good, maybe with strippers? Maybe strippers are on the front lines of that. We got to get some strippers in here to talk about it.
Oh, they're a disaster.
We got to get them in here. Go, Hope.
They changed their tune too.
It's for research, though.
You ever done a stripper a party for strippers?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I remember we used to do the club 10s right there.
Oh, right. I never did that. I never did that. Yeah.
Yeah. It was connected to the strip club right there. Boy, I took full advantage.
Now, there's down through the years, there's been many a correlation between the titty bar and the comedy club.
My job's just like your job, but just no pole. We got a lot in common. Jokes and splits, it don't matter.
Well, there was a split because back in the day, that's where you guys performed.
Oh, yeah.
At strip clubs
Yeah.
in between the dancers.
Yeah.
They
And
had
musicians.
My first year in
Lenny
stand-up.
Bruce had a little of that action when he was coming up.
Yeah.
I was making like $300 a week to work at the Punchline in Atlanta, Georgia, and they came to me and they're like, "Do you want to go down and make $1,500? You got to work from 2 to 4 in the afternoon at the Titty Bar. You got to go up 3 times in 2 hours and do 15 minutes
and get $1,500.
And get $1,500.
And this was back in the day.
It was back in the day when I was
a lot of money.
I was making $300 to host, and they're like, "Do you want?" Because nobody wanted it. It's a horrible gig because nobody's in the Titty Bar at 3:00 in the afternoon. There's 5 drunks and a bunch of strippers doing blow and doing shots of tequila, and then hey, wacky boy for 15 minutes.
That's reason to go.
But it was 5 times the money because it was such a horrible gig. And they're like, nobody takes this. I'm like, every comic that's a first-year comic should automatically take this.
It's in the daytime.
It's in the daytime.
You make money.
Yeah, and you get to hang out with strippers who are doing blow.
Who got blow. And you know they're going to share with you.
And they're vulnerable.
It's a perfect gig.
All you got to do is listen to them talk about their kids a little bit. Everything's fine.
Yeah. And the kids are there.
And it's Atlanta. It's Atlanta, so there's good titty bars there.
Right. All right. Well, that Stephen Curry's wife thing is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
And Black Twitter really went after her, huh?
Yeah, they went after her. I mean, maybe women see it differently than what we see it.
Well, explain it to me.
Maybe have a woman.
When I see those pictures,
have a woman call in and explain. Maybe she sees a woman saying that about another woman in public as attacking the Shield.
I have no problem. Call us up. Explain that to me, because when I see those pictures and those videos, it's all about titillating the viewer, and they're hoping you click on their shit.
Yeah, and just to say that, hey, I think you don't have to do that, or maybe you should try to, broaden your horizons.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, how's she the bad person for saying that?
Yeah,
how's she the bad person?
Take it or leave it.
But let's not make it more than it is.
Yeah.
It's all about...
it's all about this.
I've said it a million fucking times.
It's about flesh.
Right.
And clicks.
Right.
I know people who got fake accounts on Instagram, and it's just dudes' accounts, but they got girl pictures on there just so they can get followers.
Right.
Oh, wow.
And just dudes. Just dudes.
Just dudes.
I'm like, man, your Instagram, why is it say fucking, why is it like Puerto Rican girl or something?
You're right.
It's like, oh yeah, that's my shit. If you keep clicking past the pictures of the girls, you see my pictures.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like a trap.
9 rows down.
It's like a trap.
Yes.
Instagram dude chick trap.
That motherfucker's numbers as extraordinary numbers.
Wow.
100,000.
I didn't know any of this. I learn so much every time I come down here.
Yeah. And then there was another basketball game. Kobe Bryant's last fucking game last night.
Yeah.
And they let him score 60 points.
60 points, baby, on the way out.
That's
selfish motherfucker. He stayed selfish. Nah, I like Kobe.
So they turned him into how do I say this?
Uh-oh.
They turned him into that kid that you see at the high school football games where they let him in.
Oh, the autistic kid that makes 9 3-pointers because they let him or that kind of stuff.
Well, no, usually those kids can shoot the lights out of the ball.
You're saying
I'm talking about the football thing.
The full-on lay down, let him score a touchdown.
They lay down, or it's a kid in a wheelchair and they want to give him his moment. So they turned Kobe into a wheelchair kid
last night? Turned him into a wheelchair kid last night.
There's no way he scored 60 without them looking the other way for a bunch of those shots.
He was the only one wearing the uniform last night. The rest of them played in jean shorts because they knew they wasn't playing defense.
Black Rudy.
That's him.
Black Rudy.
He's Black Rudy.
Kobe.
They Black Rudy them?
They Black Rudy him. That's E-Rock.
That's kind of embarrassing. There's not a person alive that thinks Kobe had a real 60-point game last night. There's no fucking way.
Well, he's playing Utah, too, so nobody cares. It doesn't really matter.
It was the biggest thing in the city.
It doesn't matter.
They loved him though. He went out in style. They showed some love. Jay-Z and everybody in the front row.
Right.
They won the game.
They did
win the game.
Because if he's scoring 60 for real, then he's got another year in him.
Yeah, and
you know what I'm saying?
And he does not.
They turned him into that kid.
They really did.
Where they make believe, like, I can't catch up to the wheelchair kid.
He's like, can we get ice cream after this? Yeah, you can have ice cream,
that's
stupid.
Right.
Yeah, dumb. You can have some ice cream.
That shit used to bother me. We used to get a few of those a year, and then Jimmy woke me up. It's like, it's just one fucking play for the kid. I'm like, all right, you know what? You're right.
We had the guy in our hometown.
That kid will never fucking forget that moment.
Yes, you gotta give it to him.
And I'm yelling and screaming like an idiot about it. You're right.
They picked some kid up and let him score a layup in the basketball.
He's like, God damn him.
Who does it hurt?
Watch it, Joy. Right. Smack that. Bring that weak shit out of here.
Play some D on that fucking cancer kid. I hear the word.
Jimmy woke me up on that one. I was like, you're right. I don't know why it bothered me. It did for a while. It doesn't bother me anymore.
Yeah,
I've changed my tune on that whole thing.
That is too funny.
One fucking play, all right.
No.
He gets to, across the field.
Oh, Robo Boy.
Working the straw with your mouth.
And I'm having a problem with this.
Yeah,
Really?
you're upset about it. You're upset
Have
about
a good life. What's wrong with you?
Right.
Let him have the moment, man. Dub, score, mommy.
Could someone get him another battery so he can go the last 30 yards?
Can somebody give us cheer and jump?
Right. Everybody's running out of cell phone battery. He's just going down. Can you get him off get him back on the grass. Get him back on the grass.
But they did that shit to Kobe last night.
Yeah.
Well,
That I'm not going to accept. That's kind of stupid.
What now, though? That's the question.
What
now,
For
Kobe?
Kobe?
Yeah.
Got all the money in the world. That's what's weird about being an athlete, man. Yeah,
I mean, after that,
he's still got his whole life ahead of him. What is he, 38, I think?
Yeah, he's a young man.
He might have pushed 40. Didn't he do over?
No, he's about 38, 39.
Came out of high school, yes. He's probably
39.
He started at 18.
Yeah.
I think he did
20.
A good 20, maybe a little more. Yeah, he's 38-ish. That's your whole life ahead of you.
The whole life. But is it, though?
Well, what do you do?
Will he go into broadcasting? He usually,
I doubt it.
No, he's kind of reticent.
He said he want to do something big, something more.
What?
That's what he's talking about.
What
I
do you
don't know.
do? That's a big drop off after that.
know.
You just going to turn into the Jordan meme, crying me?
I was going to say you got to.
Jordan, that is the best one ever.
He's going to buy the Padres with Magic.
Did you see them put that on Jordan Spieth over the weekend after his collapse?
Yeah, he collapsed.
You watch a little golf?
I did the whole coverage for the golf, me and Big J on Ramble TV.
I meant to tell you, I tuned into that a little bit. It was nice.
We had fun on
it
that,
was pretty
man.
entertaining.
It was.
But then I had to get some real shit, so I apologize. I was going
How
back and forth.
dare you turn back to the white
I was
man?
going back and forth.
All right.
I was going back and forth.
But yeah, Jordan Spieth fucking collapsed.
What the fuck, dude?
He was kicking ass. This motherfucker was like 7 under.
It was his to lose.
And that one hole on the 12th.
Yeah, I went
That's
to
a
pee.
tough. That's a tough hole, though, for real.
He went in a drink 3 times.
I got up to go pee and came back literally in a minute and a half later. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
I never saw anything like that in my life.
Yeah.
But he should have played that hole conservatively. Just fucking get it on the green.
Calm down. Yeah,
Just get it on the fucking green. Don't try to do anything spectacular there.
But he pushed it. That's what he said. He said that was the only time he didn't take the deep breath and totally reset himself. He just he was mad.
Yeah.
He just walked right up there and dropped it and hit it.
And flopped it.
That's the only time he always takes a deep breath and exhales.
But
and
that
he didn't
second
do
shot,
it.
that drop zone, if we're going to get a little technical here, that's not an easy shot.
It's not an easy
A lot of
shot.
the guys bring it back to the tee because I think you have that option.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys will they would rather go and hit it again instead of go to that drop zone because it's kind of an in-between shot there.
Yeah.
I was trying to call
But
my
he still flopped the fuck out of it. He chunked it, as they like to say.
I was trying to call my friends because I think
So
the
bad.
English guy that won. Yeah, I think he played at Jacksonville State University, which is the small college in my hometown in Alabama.
Oh, really?
And I was trying to call my friends who are JSU alumni to find out, because I can't imagine the British guy in Boogerville, where I'm from. I would love to know.
Yeah, Willard, he was good. We attacked his wife a little, me and Big J.
Whose?
Because we was looking up spouses. We was looking up golf spouses while we
really?
were doing
Usually
the coverage.
usually they have hot ones.
Yeah, it was a lot of hot golf women. We did find a lot of those.
Right.
But they did, some of the fans call Willard's wife a little birdie. She's kind of bird.
Yeah.
She got a little bird in her face.
Did anyone turn you on to Willard's brother's Twitter account during that thing?
No.
Oh,
What did he say?
God. Oh, it was great.
He was what,
He was
talking
making
shit?
fun of Jordan Spieth.
Oh.
Yeah. He was talking shit.
Like he choked? He was talking about he's choked?
Well, can we find his Twitter account? I don't even know how we do that.
While it was going on, he was smack talking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
One of the tweets was like, if this guy gets 2 birdies, I'll eat my pants. Not the greatest tweet, obviously. There were better ones.
But he
than
was
that.
talking shit about him.
Oh, yeah. He was calling him a slowpoke and, stop your crying. You have one of these green jackets. It's my brother's turn now.
Yeah.
That type of shit. Where is it?
It was the worst collapse, I'm telling you. He collapsed.
And then he had to give the green jacket.
Yeah, he had to stand there and put it on him.
Put him on.
I love it.
The tradition is the last winner gives it to the new winner. And he had to sit there and fucking do that, knowing that was his.
That was a beating.
That was
a beating.
It wasn't Jordan Spieth's brother. It was
Willard's brother.
Willard's brother. Yeah, Willard's brother.
He had some good tweets when all that shit was going down. If you can find it real fast before we go to break here.
Willard's brother.
I think it's Willet, I think.
It was exciting, though. I gotta admit, the Masters was exciting this year. Because you had that fucking, that collapse. The collapse made it exciting.
Right.
Because at first it was going to be boring because Jordan was just whipping everybody's ass.
Yeah. Yeah, he had
he's
commanding lead.
Yes, he did.
Commanding.
I don't know if Danny Willett's going to retweet his brother, but you could look. Try to find his brother's.
You saw the wife?
There's a wife.
She's got a little bird in the face. Little bird.
What? She's
a good-looking girl. But
she looks like Paris Hilton a little bit.
I was going to say, that's just a hot blonde chick.
She got a little bird. I mean, I saw a couple. Me and Big J looked at a couple pictures now. I said she's a good-looking girl. She's a good-looking girl.
You're getting jaded.
She's a good-looking girl. She's got a little bit of a beak.
Oh, you're going beak.
She got a little beaky. I'm not saying I would not kick out the bed. No.
I got to see the side shot of
but
that.
The bed would be a nest.
Some twigs.
Right brother. Yeah, there you go. All right, we're almost there.
He just had a kid too, so I like this dude. He seemed like a good dude, Danny Willett.
Well, that was the cool story. His
brother just.
They only had to tell us 20 times during the broadcast that Danny Willett wasn't even supposed to be here. The due date on his kid was today, and then the baby came early, so he said, "Well, I guess I'm good. I'm going to go play the Masters."
Yeah.
I think they did.
And he showed up on a Monday, which I guess is kind of late for that whole thing.
I thought they,
as far as
induced labor,
rounds
and
and
I
all
thought
that.
they had the
right.
C-section early so he could play.
I didn't know that.
I thought they induced labor, so I might be wrong.
Maybe.
I was. Whenever I watch golf, I'm asleep. I'm awake. I'm asleep. I'm awake.
While he was in a clubhouse, he was on the phone though. You did see him on the phone while he was in a clubhouse, waiting for the results, waiting for Spieth to fucking.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Buy the bucket.
Here's some of P.J. Willett, who's the brother of the winner of the Masters, Danny. Spieth is lining up his putt. If I'm quick, I could get a beer, go to the toilet, and paint the spare room before he hits it.
That's good. That's a little golf shit talking.
He did take his time on some of those.
It's a slow play joke. I like it.
Oh, he was calling it a slow poke.
He got slower the more he started dipping.
Right.
He started taking too much time and thinking about it.
Right.
And crumbled.
Let's see. My boy has. All right, keep going. Trying to find the.
No, I like how he started talking about his brother. He goes, "If my boy does what he says he do, I get to say I shared a bath with the Masters champion."
Brilliant.
But then he's making fun of his brother. He goes, 3-putt this, and you might as well stay in America.
Okay, I sit up there.
And then he writes, "Is this really his brother?" He goes, "Green makes you look fat. Refuse the jacket."
That's got to be only good family members talk shit perfectly like that.
Yes.
That's absolutely wonderful.
He goes, "Just down in one. Work will understand. Behave yourself, Spieth." So he downed a bottle. 2 birdies from slow poke, and I'll eat my pants. He wrote. Well done, Dan. All right. There were a few others in there, but he was definitely having a good time
a good
over
old
there
time.
in England while his brother was winning the Masters.
You know he was having a drink or two.
Well, it was nighttime. It would be, but it's 7:00 here. It was well after midnight, maybe, when it was over. So,
right.
Yeah, he'd probably been partying all day.
Night. Yes. Started early afternoon.
All right. Why don't we take a break? We got a busy show. D.L. Hughley might even come back too.
True that.
So we got Vic Henley. Where are you?
I'm in Magoobies in North Baltimore. The 21st, 22nd, 23rd next week. Next week. What?
Baltimore.
I'm going to go to, my favorite thing is to go to Andy Nelson's barbecue. It's in Cockyville.
Oh, Cockyville. I know Cockyville.
I love Cockyville.
I know Cockyville very well. Cockyville, Maryland.
Yeah, it's a town in Maryland near North.
Someone had a sense of humor back in the day.
I love it. And Andy Nelson's barbecue is in Cockyville.
It's some good food in Maryland, man.
It's delicious, man.
I'm telling you, some good food down there.
Why Cockyville?
I don't know. He's an ex-Baltimore Colt guy, but he's from Alabama originally. So whenever I would go there and work the club, I found it. I always sniff out my barbecue.
You love his barbecue.
Yeah, it's damn tasty.
All right, so you'll be Magoobies and then eating some ribs in Cockyville.
Delish.
And then Sherrod Small.
Yes.
Got the TV show on A&E. That's popping.
Yes. That's coming down. It's going to come down hard. Starting in July. First week in July 4th week.
That's exciting.
And it's going to be weekly. It's a weekly show.
When we get closer, we'll obviously push the hell out of it.
Yes.
Next weekend, we're at the Moon Tower Festival.
Austin, Texas.
Doing a couple live radio shows next Friday and Saturday. Special times, too. Doing a little afternoon action.
That'll be fun.
Little afternoon action on Friday and Saturday. I think all the tickets are gone. Maybe we should go hang out at a bar or something, too, because people are like, hey, man, let's all hang. So we'll figure some shit out when we're in Austin next weekend.
Nice.
Still to come today, we got Chris D'Elia. Matt Pinfield wants to come by and say goodbye. We just met him. I love Matt Pinfield, but he's moving to L.A., so you want to just come in and...
San Francisco.
Oh, I thought it was L.A. San Francisco.
That's a better move.
That's a way better move.
Way better move.
San Francisco's a good city.
Good town,
Yeah. Even if you're homeless, you find something to eat.
Even if you're homeless.
Pinfield had this. He used to have.
Actually, it looks like it's fun to be homeless in San Francisco.
Yeah, it's like Montreal. It seems like
Have you
it'd
ever
be
walked
fun.
through that park and see the packs of homeless people hanging out as a group?
Yes.
Having a good old time?
That's how Central Park used to look at the fucking turn of the 19th century.
I would imagine it was the same type of vibe.
Yeah.
But they cleaned up Central Park. Now, if you're homeless, you got to go solo. If you're a group of homeless, man, they're going to fucking kick you out of there.
Yeah.
But not San Francisco. Not the last time I was there.
They got like laws and shit protecting the homeless in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah, they do. And they're all over the sidewalks, too.
Wow.
They seem to have a pretty good time.
And Montreal is like that too, but they're bilingual.
It makes it more interesting.
Yeah, it does.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Montreal's all about the pot in the parks.
Oh, the pot, yeah.
You just walk around, that's all you smell.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? All right, so Pinfield's going to San Francisco, and he's coming in to say hi, and then we got Dave Navarro coming in. His documentary is ridiculous.
We're going to get to the bottom of it.
Did you get to watch it, or no?
I saw it already. I saw it before.
That's right.
Yeah.
Morning Sun is what it's called.
Morning Sun.
And it's MOURNING.
He was a cute kid, too. A cute little kid.
He was on America's Most Wanted.
What, as a child?
Yeah, because that whole case went down before he was famous.
Before he was famous, right.
And then his mom's killer. His mom was murdered. His mom and his aunt. That's what this whole thing is about, and really fucked up Dave Navarro's life. Fucked it up. And then the killer was on the lam or whatever for 8 years.
Yeah.
So when he was famous in Jane's Addiction and he's traveling all over the place, he's like, I was a little freaked out. I didn't know where this fucking guy was.
The guy's still out there. Wow.
Yeah.
That's scary shit.
Then they finally got him, and he's doing life. And Dave Navarro went and actually talked to him in prison. But they have strict laws about filming shit, so unfortunately that's not part of the documentary.
Right.
He says,
God.
I saw in some interviews, he says it kind of works that you don't get to see that because he didn't really want to.
But did he talk about what happened with the conversation with him and the guy?
Not a lot in the movie.
Because what if he walked in and the guy was like this? You know I was going to kill you too if you was there.
Oh shit. That's
some chilling shit right there. That is chilling.
You know, he would have though.
That's why yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah.
Like
I
said earlier, he was supposed to be in the house that day, but his dad couldn't take him. You know, like I said, his dad took him every Wednesday, whatever the day was, and that particular week he couldn't take him. So the next day he said, "Well, we'll do this day instead," and that would have been the day he would have been with his mom in that house.
Did the mother have like a restraining order on him or something, or he was arrested before?
He was a scary musclehead dude.
Yeah, he was a bodybuilder.
It was somebody. It was somebody she had a relationship with.
Yeah. Everyone was aware that this guy was not right.
Oh God.
He was a bodybuilder. When are you a bodybuilder in the 70s and 80s, nigga? You're a drug addict.
Yes, you are.
Right.
Bodybuilder. And what are you taking?
Right.
That's making you crazy.
Right.
No kidding. Yeah.
And those times?
Yeah.
I took notes on this too. The other thing is, Navarro was very suicidal. He used to send pictures to his friends with his toe on a fucking on the trigger of shotguns and shit. He would send that around.
I mean, if you're gonna go though,
that's the way to go.
Like musically, that's the way you do it.
Shotgun in mouth.
Shotgun in mouth.
Kurt Cobain.
You gotta Cobain it.
That's badass.
That's the way you do it
badass.
Now. Don't be some pussy fucking.
Don't pop pills and wait for something to happen.
That's Mother Nature. Yeah.
That was an old Norton joke. Norton used to have that joke in his act. Jim Norton years ago had a joke in his act about the girl blindfolding him and doing all this sexy stuff. And she's like, put your fingers here, put your toe here, put your fingers here, put your mouth here. And all of a sudden he opened up one eye and it was a shotgun. And it's an old Norton joke from like,
that's
18,
awesome.
That I'm ruining, that I'm totally ruining his act. But yeah. Sorry, Jimmy.
It feels like he's here.
No, but I used to crack me up every single time I saw him do it. Yeah. I was walking by the doorway in the cellar one night. And I just heard that little snippet of that, and I'm like, "Oh goddamn, Jim Norton, I love you. That is funnier than shit."
That's hilarious.
My God.
We got to get Navarro to tell the story of him being handcuffed to the toilet by this guy.
By the dude who killed his...
Yeah.
The roid rage guy.
Obviously, that was before the...
Why did he handcuff him to the toilet?
Because he needed him to stay right there.
Oh.
At that particular moment. That's
usually works.
He wanted him to stay right there.
I thought he maybe like bent him over and did stuff to him. I mean, if you got a little boy handcuffed to the toilet, are you not going to fondle him? Are you not? I'm just saying.
Maybe we could get him to tell the story because I'm trying to remember the exact details about that. I think he's surprised that. I think it was after the restraining order or whatever. This guy was in the house, and Navarro happened to be there. Like came home. So the guy's like, was teaching him a lesson and handcuffed him to a fucking toilet, scared the fuck out of him. I believe. I'm trying to remember the details.
Well, he'll show up. Hopefully he can fill us in.
Maybe someone can help me out.
He saw
with
him
that.
breaking in, and then he played it off like he didn't know that it was him.
Oh, right. Okay.
Remember?
Now I remember, yes.
He said, look, someone was trying to get in.
Right.
And then, what's his name, John or something? I don't know. The guy.
Yeah.
Criminal.
Showed him a gun underneath the bed and then brought him in to the bathroom and handcuffed him.
Right.
And then he denied it at trial, but...
Who he denied that at trial?
That he did that, yeah.
But he did say he killed the mother.
But why would
he didn't say he killed,
Why didn't they call the cops on that?
He didn't plead guilty. I'm sorry.
Why didn't they call the cops on that whole incident?
I don't know. I don't think Dave ever told anybody.
And plus, back in the 80s, handcuffing a kid wasn't a crime.
Oh my God!
Don't you remember the Atlanta child murders? That was all misdemeanors.
That was the 70s. That was the late 70s.
And early 80s.
I know. I went to the concert.
Remember that dude when they caught the motherfucker with the afro? I was
Wayne Williams, I think was his name. Wayne Williams. But the Jacksons came to Atlanta and did a benefit concert to keep the awareness up and to raise money because they still hadn't found him yet.
Right.
And I went to the Jacksons concert. I'm like,
did you?
Yeah, I didn't. I was not concerned. I was more concerned about seeing the Jacksons.
That was when it's still the Jackson 5.
The original Jacksons, yeah.
That's like the Victory Tour time.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's crazy.
They just did a free show to support to shine light on this and to keep it going because they needed to find out who was killing all these kids in Atlanta.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, the Atlanta was a big thing. Wayne Williams. Yeah.
All right. And I might get Stumper to call the show. He checked out a Bernie Sanders rally yesterday in Washington Square Park.
That was yesterday?
Yeah.
That was huge.
They got quite the crowd down there.
Speaking of weed.
There must have been a lot of weed. All right, we're going to take a break. The podcasts, what do we got this week, E-Rock?
Yes.
We got John Popper action from Blues Traveler.
Right.
A girl bowls using her butthole. Oh, we're throwing that on the podcast.
Yeah, that's up on there.
Did you see that video?
What? No.
I wonder if it's slut shaming. Fuck.
What's she doing with a butthole?
She could pop fucking balls out of her butthole and do a little bowling action. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I got to see that.
That's some shit we would have done back in the day on the radio.
Yes.
Some of that shock jock shit.
My friend was in the Philippines. He was a Marine, and the lady took one of those plastic Easter eggs and had it in her pussy, and then she popped it out, and
open it up?
When she popped it out, it popped open, and a dove flew out.
Wow!
She put a dove inside the Easter egg and put that in her pussy, and then popped them both out and had it timed where when the egg popped out, it would also pop open, and the dove would fly away, and that was her closer. Right. That was good night, everybody.
Asians know how to add that spice to it.
And don't say that's slut shaming. That's a talent right there.
That's a gift.
That is a gift. That should be on America's Got Talent.
No.
That was called the number 3, and it came with fried rice.
Jim Brewer at Mets Fantasy Camp. That'll be on the podcast this week as well. Subscribe, review on iTunes. Opie Radio Podcast. All right. We're gonna have Chris D'Elia join the show next. Stay there. Getting busy in here. Sherrod Small.
Yes, sir.
Vic Henley.
That's right.
You guys working together for the first time in the show, which is very strange to me.
I find that shocking, but okay.
I felt like we did that. We've done this before, but I guess not.
He's at my house a lot, but
All the time.
Oh shit! What's that
neighbors.
about?
We're neighbors.
Oh, you guys are pretty.
Yeah, we don't live that far
You live
apart.
pretty close.
Yeah.
Yes.
I still haven't checked out his deck.
I was an amazing deck. Seamus actually built this deck.
Yeah, my friend.
A friend of ours,
Seamus,
Seamus. Yeah.
I get the empty invite from Vic. Oh, no, man, come on over. All right, I need a date and a time.
Anytime you want.
Opie ain't coming to the east side. He ain't want no pause of the east.
I'll go east, but he goes, come over any time, that type of shit.
Right.
Oh,
It's kind of like when you say you're always telling me you're going to take me to lunch, and you don't do that either.
That's true.
It's the same exact thing.
And we want to say good morning to Chris D'Elia. What's up, Chris?
You guys never invite me anywhere.
Oh, that's not true. Whatever you hold, then I want you around.
Does he cook for you over there?
Yeah, he grills it. This motherfucker is amazing.
Vic is legendary on the grill.
Wait, where do you live? What area?
I live on the Upper East.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's got a barbecue. You know how rare that is in Manhattan?
That's
I bought the apartment because it had a deck. It came with a backyard space. That was one of the reasons I bought it.
Well, that's
deck
awesome.
is unbelievable.
That's really cool. My friend redid it.
You made it
really
then.
nice.
You're done.
Yeah, but the barbecue, you're not really allowed to have a barbecue in Manhattan.
I know.
I got one too. You're supposed to. Yeah,
it's still some weird law that you're not allowed to carry a canister of propane through a hallway in a building in New York City.
I got a heat
like
lamp.
That.
I got that big heat lamp in the back that's illegal as shit with propane in it.
And
they still deliver. They don't care.
They bring it to you. They'll bring it to you.
You got a backyard.
Yeah, it's a small one, but it's fucking great.
That's rare in Manhattan, too.
Yeah.
And how high up are you?
I'm right on the ground. Right up. Second level, actually. It's actually second level.
Okay.
Got some ground action.
Yeah, speaking of barbecue, ain't you doing something with Bobby Flay, you said?
Yeah.
What's that about?
I'm shooting it tomorrow, Friday. Beat Bobby Flay.
I like that show.
Oh, yeah, you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I know. No, I love the Food Network. I just, I'm in town to do that.
So first you're going to go up against somebody else, and then the winner of you two.
It's not.
Goes to celebrity, you go straight up.
It's, I guess every episode he has a co-host or something.
Right.
And that's me this time. But I'm not cooking because I was like, dude, I don't cook.
You were like one of the guys on the side. You're gonna judge the first round.
And
then it's a blind taste for the judges.
I think
for the second.
Yeah.
I don't know this show.
I watch every show. Definitely like Bobby Flay. I like his style.
You like his style.
I don't know the show, but I just know that I like Bobby Flay, so I just said yeah.
I like how he is with the women.
He's always been comedy friendly.
Yeah.
He's very comedy.
Girls like him.
For 20-something years, he's involved comedians. He likes comics.
Yeah.
He's a known supporter.
Judah did a couple of things with him.
He's a known supporter. Yeah. He's a known supporter of comedy.
Apparently, he was at the Comedy Store, recently, so.
There you go.
But he know how to get those ladies too. Let's not divert over that.
Well, he's a cool dude, yeah.
The girls like him.
He was with that super hot one from Law and Order, Stephanie March.
Yeah,
that's one of his from a long time ago.
Well, he's cool because he looks like he's got wisdom, but he doesn't look too old, but you know he's older.
He look Irish,
but he looks young. Yeah, he does.
Really?
Regular dumb, but Irish smart.
And he does well with the ladies.
Yeah, I think he was
right.
he was touching that little tasty on the Food Network. What's the little shorty rock name?
Oh, Giada.
Oh, Giada De Laurentiis?
You know what I'm talking about now. Come on, Chris. You know the story. What's up?
No, I don't know the story. He dated her or something?
That was the rumor.
Wait, is she the one with the big head?
That somebody broke up somebody's marriage.
Her head's a little big.
Oh, really? There's a scandal?
I think it's alleged, but somebody broke up somebody's marriage.
There's a scandal.
Wasn't she the one that she makes all the dishes for the men as they're just being men watching TV? That's her fucking gig.
A little small shit?
I don't know.
Show me her picture.
Yeah, pull her up.
By the way, you know how
I think her head's a little too big.
She has it's sort of almond shape.
But you know how stressful it is when you guys have 7 computers Googling me right now?
What's going to pop up, Chris?
Yeah, I'm like, Jesus.
Why don't you just tell us? Save us some time. Save us some time.
This one time in Reno, I killed a girl.
Just save us. We're going to get there eventually.
Do you know what?
Let me say, yeah, she's the one. Her head's a little too big. It used to drive me nuts. Look.
Yeah, she got kind of like a Steve Madden.
No, go to the one
back in the day.
The
Steve
one right
Madden
next to this one right here. Look at that. Come on, that's a little big.
But she's sexy,
fucking
though.
sexy.
Yeah.
Her marriage got broken up. You're right.
But it was rumored. It's rumored.
That was Bobby Flay?
I'm just saying.
It's so weird when you see these people like on TV and they're so nice and accommodating, and then you realize that they break up someone's marriage. That kind of messes me up.
They just like
I don't like to know that they're real people I know. Comedians, you get it.
That messes with your head.
We seem like we would mess up our marriages.
Yes, we would.
We're supposed to get Stumper in a call real fast because.
Do you know what you're going to be cooking? You have any idea?
No, he's not cooking. He's just
I'm not cooking.
I know, but what's Bobby? They usually find someone has a specialty and he goes against them. Is what they usually do.
Oh, okay.
So like they'll find the person that makes the best enchiladas in Chicago, and then Bobby goes there and tries to beat them on the enchilada challenge or whatever, something like that. But you don't know.
I don't know. I literally just like him and said yes, and then I found out yesterday what the show is all about. So I just know there's a secret ingredient that I don't know what it is yet.
Love. It's love.
That's what they always say.
It's always LOVE.
They always cook with
A little love.
Yes.
What happened to Stump Brain? He was at the Bernie Sanders rally yesterday. You want to check in real fast.
Oh, in Washington Square?
Did anybody see that?
I saw some of it on the news.
What?
I didn't go down there.
Bernie Sanders had a rally in Washington Square.
I know that.
It was a lot of people, and he's catching up to Hillary in New York. He's only 10 points behind.
I don't trust the polls. I think he's probably already beating her.
Really?
What's the polls based on?
300 people, something stupid.
Nonsense.
Yep.
Let me go right to Stump Brain. We only have him for a couple minutes.
Exit polls the only thing that I trust more than, and you can't get that today.
Yeah. Stump Brain, what's up, buddy?
A busy day yesterday, from Hillary to Bernie, from midday till almost midnight last night. I was on the trail.
Yeah, he works for the Blaze, Chris, and
gotcha.
I think he's a cruise guy, but he can't officially announce who he likes.
Yeah, as I like to say, I'm voting for my country.
Oh my God!
This guy.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my God!
Oh, I wish Jimmy was there to get douche chills.
Don't worry, there's plenty of them without him.
That was
Good
gross.
guy. No, that's wrong.
You're
That's
supporting.
completely awful.
I think you're supporting the worst guy out of all of them.
Did you watch his town hall last night?
Why would you do that?
Why would I do that?
I didn't. I caught the replay of it. We have the moment that his daughters made everything wonderful and family-like for him. He got some nice press last night. But yesterday really belonged to Sanders and Hillary. She had a big speech in front of Sharpton's convention.
Yes, the Rainbow Coalition people.
She had to go kiss Sharpton's ass
National
again?
Action Network.
How do you feel when they have to kiss Sharpton's ass?
I love it because they all talk shit about him, and now you got to, because they all part of the same game.
You got to kiss the ring.
So they be like, "This Sharpton, fuck, he's the problem," and then later on, y'all all together sitting down. It's like, shut up.
Right.
It's all the same machine, and you talk about him over here, then you meet him down here, then you talk about him over here, then you meet him down here. It's like, we getting played.
Bernie's taking the blacks, though.
Huh?
He's taking some of the blacks.
Yeah, he's taking some of the blacks. Good.
He's doing what Obama did last time Hillary was going for this.
Yeah,
Obama ended up taking all the blacks, and now they're saying Bernie's taking the blacks.
Hillary didn't have a leg to stand on last time.
I just like saying that in front of you.
I know, I see it. Are you Merle Haggard? Stop that.
But I speak the truth, Stump Rain.
You do, and
he's getting the minorities. He's pulling them away from Hillary, and that could be a problem.
And it seems like it, but she still has big numbers in New York. You know, he had 27,000 people in the park, which is 5,000 more than Obama had when he did the same rally in his first convention push.
Wow.
But it was massive.
Yeah.
And there was 3.5 hours of wait time just to get in, and those people didn't care. Tim Robbins spoke.
Boo.
Rosario Dawson spoke, and Spike Lee.
Yum is right.
So it was pretty cool. And then
that was a bunch of church groups. I know who filled it out. Church groups.
Yeah.
All the hair salons was empty. I got my beef patty right away at my beef patty spot on Flatbush. Thank you, Hillary Clinton, for taking all the grandmas out of the neighborhood for one afternoon,
so
bitch.
you can get around and get some things done.
And there was it sounded like church when Hillary was speaking. There was a lot of, go ahead, tell your story.
I wish somebody said, get your hand in my pocket, nigga. And then gunfire.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
There we go.
Really good. I like
Very
that.
nice.
Malcolm X line.
So I was reading the paper this morning, and it looks like Bernie's only 10 points behind Hillary now in New York, in the New York primary, right?
Yeah, but that may be an overwhelming win for her. I don't know if he can bridge that gap. They were out in force last night, but again, she's got people organizing and setting up for Tuesday that they're going to get the vote out.
So let me get this straight. It'll be a huge win for Hillary Clinton if she wins in her home state.
Yeah.
It's not her home state, that
but
garbage.
She's the senator of New York, though.
She was.
I understand that. She's from Arkansas and a little Chicago before New York.
You would think the place where you were the senator, you would win automatically if people really liked you.
Well, it's very important you win your home state.
Yeah, that's what Dum Dum had to found Rubio in Florida when he got spanked.
He didn't win his home state.
It's like your neighbors ain't vote for you, stupid.
That's embarrassing.
Yep.
Well, she did get kind of a lukewarm reception at the Sharpton thing, and he's speaking today at the same time, so I'll check that out and see what happens there. He just gets this emotional response. She seems to get, okay, we know you, we like you.
You know why? Because Sharpton goes with a band and she uses a DJ. So you don't know. You got to have the live music there. You got to have the live music.
Bernie's got live music. He had Vampire Weekend again performing last night.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a party whenever he's out there. So it was very interesting. I still think it's hers to lose. She's got to screw up something pretty big to not get to the threshold and have the nomination.
Did you get pushed around a little bit yesterday? Because, man, do you stand out.
Yeah, no.
He stands out.
They could smell the Republican in him.
Oh, yeah.
They could smell it in this stunt brain.
Who brought Alex P. Keaton?
Well, interestingly
they must have pointed at you like, what are you doing here, man? You're not one of us.
They had, the press corps is pretty white, most of all. So, it's
so you felt safe in that group?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of the pack there.
Right.
Like a tuna just trying to stay away from the dolphin edges.
But Ben Carson's guy was on the panel before Hillary, and he said, hey, if you don't achieve something in life, don't blame it on race. And they almost threw him out of the room.
Who said that?
Armstrong Williams. He was one of Ben Carson's guys months ago. And when he said that, they started booing and hissing, and the moderator had to go up and go, hold on a second here.
Hold on. Then Sandman came out like the Apollo?
Yeah, that would have been perfect.
No kidding.
Brutal.
Yeah. Hey, you see the Daily News? They're going for Kasich.
Yeah,
the Daily News hates Trump. Hates.
Yeah, of course, the Daily News
hates Trump.
It's Fox News.
Yeah, they've been going at
the Post is
but the Post is Fox News, right?
But Daily News is openly hating on Trump this whole time, and they just endorsed Kasich today.
But I think Trump's going to win New York.
Oh, handily.
And you can say what you want, and this is his home state.
Oh, yeah, it's not even
That's
close.
what you're supposed to do at your home state.
Yeah,
mop everybody.
Yeah, it's not even close. Trump's going to destroy.
Yeah, he might get over 50%, which means he'll get all the delegates.
Kasich ain't got a chance in hell in New York City. Just his abortion record alone is like money.
Right.
What?
Well, I mean, he's hanging in there because he thinks maybe they could pull some shit at the convention. That's
He's
why
a nice
Kasich
guy.
is still in this thing.
If you know nothing about him.
What? Right, exactly.
What's his number one flaw?
Abortion.
Yeah, that's a biggie.
Women's rights. It's like let women be. You gotta stay away from women's rights.
He plays too much to the middle so that he doesn't get the base of either side. And that's going to hurt him. If you're just in that squishy middle, the real conservatives don't like you and the real liberals won't vote for you. So he'll get a bunch of votes, but he'll never get that full push in the majority.
Right. I got one more question because I know you got to go.
You got to admit, though, Ted Cruz is the craziest out of all of them.
That's where I'm going. There's a story out today. Ted Cruz once defended a ban on dildos, saying Americans had no right to stimulate their genitals. How true is this fucking thing?
Well, if it's in there, if it's in print, it must be true.
Well,
I believe that.
What do you know? Yeah, Chris DeLay believes it to be true.
By the way, I don't know anything about what you guys are talking about. Such an idiot.
No, don't worry about it.
Nah, that's the thing I should know about is what the fuck's going on in the world.
Do what I do. You watch cable news for an hour and then you repeat.
Really? All right.
You repeat what you hear.
Do what I do and just say you hate Whitey.
Yeah. No, I do that. That's my act.
I'll study up on the dildo assertion and get back to you.
What do you mean? You don't know? It's your guy. Even though officially you're not saying it, I know Cruz is your guy.
Well, who do you think is going to be president? You can ask it that way secretly.
Yeah. Who do you think is going to be president? That's right.
I think Cruz has as good a chance.
There you go.
Hillary looks like she was very presidential.
Oh, you like that fucking...
I like that. Looks presidential.
Yeah, she got presidential timber is the term they use.
Yeah.
All right, let me read this. Further proof Ted Cruz is the ultimate buzzkill. That one time he tried to ban sex toys. The GOP presidential second runner once poured over an impassioned plea to cease sex toys in Texas. And his 76-page screed against self-pleasure resurfaced Wednesday thanks to an expose from Mother Jones.
Oh, Mother Jones.
It's a Mother Jones article, Stunt Brain.
Yeah, that's David Corn probably writing that, and he's a big-time Hillary, big-time leftist supporter, but I'll dig into it. I'll read all 7.
I'll dig into the dildo story. Do you hear yourself?
Dig in. Lower court's decision to criminalize the sale of dildos and other sex toys or obscene devices, as Cruz called them on paper.
Yeah, what's an obscene device?
Well,
Dildo.
Houston used to have a ban on owning more than 5.
Five
dildos?
dildos?
Yeah.
Wait, well, Houston, you said?
Houston used to. I don't know if it's still in.
There's only 3 holes.
Yeah, but just like drugs, if you got more than 5, you distribute it.
Okay, all right.
Right.
Because I can't think like someone had to sit down and go, 5 is all right, but 6 is, that's crazy.
That's where
You're
it
in
goes
the
off.
market.
Yeah.
You're a sick fuck
You're
if
a
you have
pusher.
6.
And the evidence locker at the HPD headquarters reportedly had over 40,000 confiscated dildo.
Come on. That's
So
not
there
true.
it is.
That room must have smelled terrific.
Oh, they're getting cute with this article as part of the master debate against sex toys. I see what they did there. Cruz and his legal staff argue dildos are not deeply rooted in the nation's history and traditions.
What?
And that selling them violates public morals.
You joking?
Elsewhere,
He's the worst.
This is elsewhere in the whopping brief. Get it? Whopping brief. Cruz argued sex toys show no liberty interests relating to procreation.
What's that from?
Some
publication?
Mother Jones. And he defended the government's right to discourage this type of behavior. There's no substantive due process right to stimulate one's genitals for non-medical purposes. You could do it for medical purposes?
I didn't know about that.
Nice.
That's how it was originally. That's what they used to. Women were hysterical.
I did it for medical purposes. I was clearing up my acne.
Boys, I got to punch out. I got a break here.
Fucking stunt brain.
Sorry. See ya.
Who you got to talk to next?
He's gone.
just hung
He's
up.
gone.
Ah,
He didn't even say
boss
bye.
came in there.
All right.
Somebody whiter than him was like, "What are you doing?"
All right. He's got to talk to a real outlet. Really get into it.
Real news
the ins and
people.
outs of what the New York primary. Matt Pinfield is here, too. We got a very busy day, Chris.
I know.
Very busy
Matt
day.
Pinfield.
So I hear. I saw the tweet.
We got
Bunch of people.
and then we got Dave Navarro coming in.
I saw that as well.
Are you a fan of Dave Navarro?
Yeah, I see that dude everywhere in L.A.
Really?
Everywhere I go, I see him. I'm talking about diner, party, wherever.
Who's he usually with? Like, what's his crew?
Yeah, it's I don't know, because I just see him and I'm like, whoa, that's him again.
Right, and you never notice the people like
I
around.
don't really know.
Yeah.
I try not to stare, but I see him all the time.
Yeah.
Is he a beautiful man?
Yeah, he look. I was just thinking.
He look like a real beautiful man.
And he looks younger than me. Like he, at least when I glance at him. Do you know? I don't know.
How old is he?
I don't know how old he. He's got to be
40.
Yeah, got to
Yeah.
be.
Well, I mean, Chris brings up a really good point because, he's OD'd a bunch of times. He's a rock star. He's a
bunch of times?
A bunch of times, and he looks fucking better than all of us.
He really
That's
does.
good.
What's that about?
He really does
Yeah.
look. At least whenever I see him, it is nighttime.
You would
But
think that shit.
Hey, what's up, man?
You would think that shit would
Hold
be
on, man. Good to see you. Yes.
What's up, man?
Hey, man. How you doing?
Wait, so he OD'd a bunch of times?
bunch of times, and he looks.
That's probably a safe bet.
I think in the documentary they talk about how he OD'd at least 3 times. I think.
Who's that, David, you said?
Yeah.
Dave Navarro's OD'd a bunch, right, Matt Pinfield? You know music.
Yeah, I know Dave for a long time, yeah.
Yeah, get on, Mike. What is your first time doing this shit?
You think he's talking to you at a bus stop?
Yeah.
We don't talk to each other unless these things are on.
Yeah, exactly.
Pull one in front of
I
your
know,
face
it's
and
so
get
funny.
involved.
I know. Hey, what's up?
He's OD'd a few times, right, Dave Navarro?
Are we actually on?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
son of a
I have
bitch.
no headphones here. Let me just check it out. We're on live right now?
What do you think?
I just thought I was walking in like on a pre-break or something.
No, that's how
That's
we
how
do
they
it.
get you. So you seem relaxed, and then you say a bunch
Yeah.
of shit.
That's how we
There
do
you
it.
go.
Just walk in and
He
start
came in here and said,
talking.
"These fucking Jews. When are we on? When do we go hot? When do we go hot?"
What do you,
Hey, guys.
you need the big intro?
No, not for
All
you,
right.
Opie. I'm cool.
Okay, all right.
You know?
You're going to be the new
But Dave's got to be older than 40. I've known he's
Older
gotta
than 40.
be. He's
Got
got
at
to be.
least. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Minimum.
gotta
I'm
be like
36.
40.
I'm 36. If he's, he's got
I'm
to
gonna
be.
be 48.
I'm looking this.
It's gotta
shit
be,
up.
right? Yeah.
I'm going to go 45.
I said 40.
I don't think he's pushing 50.
There we go.
yet.
Let's take a look.
I'm looking it up right
48. You got it.
Yes! Santa Monica, California. There you go, my friend.
There's something to be said about drugs.
Boom.
I know.
Keeps that body nice.
Plus, it gives him good shit. He probably had good coke. He was shitting all over the place.
Who was that?
Dave Navarro.
Navarro.
But he never. He's not on drugs now. Every time
No,
I see him,
not
he
now,
looks
no.
really.
No, he's in great shape, and
Yeah.
he's been.
He's on
sober for a long
tattoos
time.
now.
Yeah.
Did you see that documentary? Morning
Yeah, I did
Sun?
watch it. I did watch it last night.
Heavy, right?
Incredibly heavy. I mean, I knew the
Heavy.
story behind it, but to see that,
Right.
I think people are going to be fascinated by it.
His mom's killer is on the loose for 8 years, and he becomes huge in Jane's Addiction, wondering where the fuck is this guy?
Like, he could be staring in the crowd,
Is
looking
he in
at
the
him.
crowd right now?
So crazy.
Yeah, and just just have to deal with that kind of stress too, and see that as a kid.
He didn't see the murders.
You know what?
He didn't see the murders?
No, but I
he
mean, just to
knew
see
it,
him
yeah.
go through it. You know
Oh,
what
yeah,
I mean?
of course.
Yeah, you know what I
He
mean.
was on America's Most Wanted.
It's incredible.
Before
I mean,
he was famous, he was in the courtroom during that whole case, obviously, and then some of that footage made the show.
I mean, it had such an effect on the fact that that's why he used other things for escape. You know,
that's what he said. He became a drug addict almost immediately after that.
Yeah.
Wow. I had no idea about that.
Yeah, this documentary's wow.
What's it called?
It's called Morning Sun.
Yeah, it's called Morning Sun.
His mother and his mother's sister got killed by the guy.
Sun.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty.
And he just happened not to be there because his father picked him up a different day that week because he couldn't make it one day, and him switched days. And
was it a random killing?
No, it was the mother's ex-boyfriend.
Mother's new boyfriend, whatever.
Yeah, a bodybuilder.
That's
I'm
right.
telling you,
It's like a roid ragey.
And everyone was pretty much scared of this dude, and you know, they knew he was coming back because he was hanging around in the neighborhood, and then he came back and took out Dave's mom and aunt. And Dave should have been in the house that day, like Sherrod said, but the father couldn't. So he switched his days, whatever.
You know, my first ex-wife, her mother was murdered, and she was supposed to be there as a young toddler and was staying at someone else's house.
Wow. Now, since she's your ex-wife, do you wish she was there too?
No, not necessarily. No. Dad, you know what? No matter how much you have issues with ex-wives, here's the thing: you still have the kids, and the kids, will love their parents.
Right.
Yeah. You don't want them to experience that.
Okay.
You know,
but if you didn't
it's
have
heavy,
kids,
but it's true.
If you didn't have the kids,
well,
Wait,
I don't know. You'd have to ask me to go assets, liabilities. No, I don't mean that. I'm just...
Dude, an elevator... this is breaking news. An elevator almost took out Dave Navarro from Dave's publicist. Our elevator just fell a few flights, so we're currently stuck waiting in the elevator for a mechanic. Should
This is
be
a
up in
text?
A few.
Wow.
In this building?
Right now.
Oh my God!
He's stuck in the elevator right now.
But it fell a few flights.
I would have shit myself.
I would have shit myself.
a few
Hey, guys, by the way, you do get that feeling, but you can imagine Dave has felt that kind of drop in gravity before.
Oh, wow, to bring it back.
Question about it. He certainly has.
Good point, Matt Pinfield.
So there we go. I love Dave. Dave actually gave me his icon award for they gave the CBGB's award out, and I was part of giving it to him with the Devo guys here in the city. He turned to me and said, "Matt, I think you deserve it." So I'm like, "Dave, no, it's your award. It's a plaque for James and for you."
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "No, you can have it." I already have my gold records from James.
Yeah.
Right. But that was pretty cool. So
you got some good rock memory.
Well, it's funny. My daughter loves them, so I put. It's on my daughter's wall. That one in particular.
Nice.
Gave it to my kid. But guys, I've been packing to move from Jersey to California. So
San Francisco, huh?
Yeah, San Francisco. Do mornings on K-Fog, which is cool. It's a station that's been around for a long time.
Yeah, it's been around. Yeah, it's legendary.
Yeah, so
Bay Area,
which is cool. So I'm going to do that, and I have a book coming out in September, but I'll come back and talk more about that stuff as well, which is great. So there's a bunch of you'll love it because there's YouTube stories in there.
We didn't ask you about any of this.
Yeah. No, but I'm just busy.
It's a fucking Matt Pinfield show.
No, Hey, let me just tell you something.
I didn't realize we were guests on your show.
Hey, that's
Rich Foster.
Opie.
Rich Foster.
Yeah. You know what? You are today, Opie. No,
what happened?
Yeah.
We love Matt Pinfield.
What's going on? I thought about you because one of the.
What's going on? We're doing a radio show and Dave Navarro's stuck in an elevator. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
I want to know what's going.
That's nuts.
What floor is he stuck on, Eric?
I don't know.
Fuck.
All the information we have. Right
and how many flights did the elevator fall?
And does he have snacks?
Did you say it was like 3 or 4?
Does he have snacks?
No, we just ordered him something. That we went out and got him some scrambled eggs and some stuff.
And by the way, Dennis Falcone, who works here, he's not happy about you.
Who?
And your move to K-Fog.
Dennis Falcone.
He's not happy.
He works here.
Maybe we could bring him in for a second. I don't know. He's got a problem with you now.
Yeah.
He's running down the fucking hall.
Speaking of Rudy.
Look how he runs.
He's a Rudy.
No, look how he runs.
You got to see what it is.
He can't run because he got fucking hit by a car as a kid.
Dennis Falcone.
Yeah, he can't run.
60s on 6.
Hello, Matt. How are you?
Oh, we got to make sure you're on the air. What's going on, Dennis?
How's everything?
Dennis,
I love Matt.
Wait. That's how you run, though?
I was doing it for fun.
Okay.
It was like funny running.
That's
funny running.
Broke both legs as a kid.
Yeah.
Car hit him?
Car hit him in winter, right?
Yes. Pearl Harbor Day, December 7th.
Oh, man.
Pearl Harbor
Is that what
You got
A day that will live in infamy?
That's it, man. That's it. Yeah.
That's amazing. So, Dennis, did that mean
kind of got overshadowed by that
you listen to radio all the time?
All the time. Sure. That's all I did.
And that's all I did. Why you wanted to be in it.
You're upset with him leaving?
I'm upset with him leaving, but also the fact that Opie is promoting your leave.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you've been in radio a long time. You know when somebody leaves a radio station, goes to another station.
No, but I'm staying.
What's that?
I'm still going to be on Sirius, too.
And they don't mind about that.
They don't mind. No, it's worked out. I'm still
you see, we didn't know that. You didn't know that, did you?
No, I don't know. I didn't even know he worked here.
Yeah, he didn't. He just really was Pinfield walking around the hallways for. Pinfield looks lost.
That's what I figured, right?
I just assumed
thought he was like a mascot.
Yeah.
He's like a mascot. He's just roaming around.
Yeah, I just roam around. I mean, just so people can ask me questions about music.
You would be a great mascot for this place.
Yeah.
You'd be an amazing mascot.
I used to wear a mascot uniform when I worked at a radio station.
Yeah.
I did.
What was the mascot?
It was a duck.
Oh, God, why would you do that to yourself?
What's that?
Why would you do
to
that?
break into radio, remember?
Nobody knew it was him.
I was in a promotion department. You got to do something, right? You're the promotion guy. You come up with the idea. They go, well, then you got to do it. I said, oh, okay.
You could say no.
What's that?
You could say no to some of the
also
stuff.
got to remember, guys, there weren't, like you didn't have that variety that's great about Sirius, where you have all those channels that you could listen to. Back then, if you lived in a market and you had 5 stations,
that's a lot.
To break in was,
right.
It was really. I mean, for me, I was driving down the Jersey Shore to do 106.3 after Rutgers radio,
right?
And you'd do anything, drive through snowstorms. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure, I did. I used to work in an electronics store during the day, and then drive out and do overnights at a radio station.
Yeah,
I'd be selling 8-tracks and stereos and VCRs.
Yeah,
dated yourself.
Wow. One of my friends' first jobs was inflating the giant inflatable ass that they would put up. It was like Sir Mix-a-Lot. They would go to various.
The Sir Mix-a-Lot ass. I tell you, that was one of my favorite ever promotional things. I saw it. I saw it on the. It was actually, guys, it was strapped to the back of a yacht. Okay?
What?
Yeah, at a radio convention.
Really?
Seriously, Radio and Records convention in L.A. So they would do those. They do the Gavin in San Francisco. You'd have different ones everywhere. But it was actually, I think it was for the competing trade radio magazine for the people listening. It's the thing that would have the charts. Decided to have their own party. It was maybe Album Network. I can't remember what it was. It was during whatever. The point was, they had their own picnic on the Malibu beach with all these radio programmers. And the best thing in the world was you would just look out at the water, and there was that giant, big black ass. It was beautiful.
That is beautiful. That is lovely.
Fantastic.
Floating.
That's floating out there?
Yeah, it's just floating. Oh, man.
Can you find that?
Guys, I will never forget that big strap, because it was
I gotta see this.
Was it just like black dudes zombie-like walking into the water? What are my orders?
It was amazing.
Could you bounce off that thing?
Probably.
I remember meeting Sir Mix-a-Lot and singing one time's Got No Case to him. And I was pretty hammered at the time. It was after I won this Gavin Award in San Francisco, where I'm moving, and I remember walking up the street with him and just rapping back to him, "I'm the brother that you love to hate, coming out of Washington State." And he was so funny.
Yeah. Black people love when white people rap to them.
Yeah, you could tell.
We love that. That's our thing.
I do it all the time. I have a lot of friends.
Dude, especially a short, bald guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's it.
So, what's your point, Dennis?
What's the point is I don't think
when you leave a radio station, they make believe you didn't work there.
Yeah,
right?
like, if I was a PD and you'd walk into the PD's office and say, "Hey, look, I just want to give you 2 weeks notice. I'm going to work for so-and-so." They go, "Hey, that's great. Congratulations. I'll go back to your desk, take care of everything." Then what the PD would do is he'd call the part-timer. He'd have him do your show. And when you walk in there, you go, "You're leaving today." Yeah. So you wouldn't mention it on the air.
And then they make believe you never worked there.
You never existed.
Wow.
No, I mean,
dirty.
The white man is the devil.
Dirty.
Yeah.
Dirty shit.
Yeah. And if you got fired from a radio station, they would just tell all the jocks, don't say anything about him.
Right.
They wipe your name from the history books.
Yes,
I
they
think
do.
Hey, Dennis, you might remember this. You'll appreciate this. Actually, you all will.
What about Chris? Will Chris appreciate this too?
Chris,
I'll let you know after, I guess.
All right.
Well, listen, it has to do with the Beatles and that whole thing about Paul McCartney being dead.
Yes.
And it all started as a rumor at Rutgers University. These students did it, and they put this information out. So the overnight guy on ABC,
Roby Young,
here in New York City, right?
Roby Young.
Yeah, he was doing the overnights. So he decided to dedicate a whole thing to tell everybody Paul McCartney was dead.
Oh,
so he went on all night long, and then eventually they escorted him out of the station in the morning and said, nothing that he just said was true.
Oh, my God.
It's like Paul, he's on the cover of Life magazine. Paul is still alive and with us.
What year is this?
What was it?
Was that late 60s?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
69.
Because
There's
actually
no
what
Twitter.
they did is they called the program director, the late Rick Sklar, at home, and he arrived at the studio with security and a fill-in disc jockey. Yeah. Yes. He called the fill-in disc jockey. Matter of fact, the DJ's name is Les Marshak. Yeah. And Les is a great voiceover guy. Cousin Brucey, who works here at Sirius XM on 60s on 6.
Did he end up working after that?
He did part-time, and actually Les went on to do mornings at WPIX-FM, a radio station that you worked at a different incarnation.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Hey, so the poll is dead start at Rutgers?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Supposedly, it started with a bunch of students that came up with all the ideas for the clues.
Yeah.
But that became big. That became a big thing.
It was a big part of their history.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
It was amazing. It was the whole thing where he's the only barefoot guy on Abbey Road.
Yeah, no shoes.
Yeah. Which wouldn't be. I don't recommend it today because you'll get run over.
And if
people think their pictures there all the time, it's traffic's insane.
It's insane. It's I've been there, and the same thing. Everybody's just dodging cars.
It's like the assholes who try to take pictures on the Kennedy fucking X in Texas.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the road.
I haven't showed you the Abbey Road website.
No,
we can go there now. It's a live cam. It's later in the day. Oh no, it's still afternoon there, and you'll see people almost getting hit.
That's too good.
You watch it for 5 minutes, you'll see some near hits. Yeah, because the people,
really annoying.
The locals have had it, so they don't fucking.
They don't stop for them.
I mean, they barely stop. Let's just put it that way. But we did this a while ago. This is Abbey Road right now.
Yep.
It's abbeyroad.com/crossing.
Oh my God, there it is.
But there's less people there than I would think right now.
Well, they're waiting their turn. You watch.
You guys got to remember, it's 5 hours ahead.
Yeah, they're going to reenact the photo as soon as they have a chance. Somebody's going to walk off the curb and do it.
You'll see the camera.
Yeah,
and that's a lot.
They're waving at the camera. We love you too.
And that's a lot of cars too.
Right.
And by the way, rush hour's passed. It's like
I know. Yeah,
it's lunchtime, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of cars.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for our first one, but every time we turn this thing on,
wow, that's
here you go.
So annoying that's so fucking annoying that tourists do that, though.
Well, you got a choice. Either move.
Right. I see people waiting around like they want to do it.
No, I've done it.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
The people on the left
fucking do it, too.
It's stupid, but
I did my radio show from there at Abbey Road Studios in Studio 2 where the Beatles did most of the recording.
There she is.
There we go.
She's on a handstand.
She's going to get hit by a semi.
Here's this truck.
Oh, my God.
I told you.
Wow.
That was fantastic.
Oh, shit.
I have watched this thing for hours.
The cops got to hate that.
Yeah. But it's a little slow right now. Usually you definitely see a bunch reenacting.
How many people
reenacting it by now?
How near hits have you seen? How many near hits have you seen?
On this? A lot, for real.
I wonder how many people have been hit.
I'm surprised there's these two want to do it bad. You can see on the left.
Yeah.
You can see it on the left. Come on.
Yeah.
We got to do it. How are we going to do it?
Give us one before we move on from this.
The girl was trying to do a handstand in front of a semi-truck.
Right.
Giant dump truck.
She looked like an animal taking a dump, actually, from the angle we're looking at here.
Oh, this is too funny.
But no one's really doing it. This is the first time we've turned this on, and it's not a line of people doing it.
Really?
Usually you see them, and they reenact the album cover. So, all right, we'll keep it on in the background.
That's crazy.
Well, where's Dave Navarro? Still stuck in the elevator?
Is he?
As far as I know.
Who's the elevator operator? His mother's ex?
Yes,
he's laughing the way out. It feels so good coming out.
He really is stuck in the elevator? This is breaking news. Yeah, we got breaking news.
I love it, Opie.
Let's get Kurt Loder. This is Kurt Loder shit right here.
Yeah, we should
Kurt Loder. Kurt Loder.
This is Kurt Loder shit.
Kurt's a good man. He really is.
He is a good dude.
Let's get the MTV News music.
Oh, look at this on the YouTube getting hit.
Somebody getting hit?
Watch shocking moments. Woman hit by car on iconic Abbey Road.
Look at this. Oh, what an idiot. I like how her shoe came off.
Why she lost the shoe?
Why does the shoe always come off?
That is very weird.
Guys, that would be on Faces of Death if it was like 15, 20 years.
Wow. Her legs are all
but she looked like she was aiming for it.
Did that guy take off? Oh, no, he stopped. No, he looks like he's taking off.
What if he ran right past her?
Wow.
I hope he took off.
I'm gonna help her.
She didn't even look where she was running.
Does this give you flashbacks, Dennis?
You're right, though. The shoes do go flying off.
You know, they do for a fact.
Firsthand.
He knows.
Yeah. What happened to my Beatle boots? They just went flying off. Because I guess the impact that hits your leg, like something pushes it off.
Squirts it right off.
Man.
Yeah.
Why did she think she could make that?
Why is she not looking? Yeah.
She didn't look at all.
Is that what that is?
But she didn't even hit the front. It hit like the side. That's how.
But she didn't look to her left.
She had a few bodies.
She lucky she didn't get crushed by that other car.
Right.
She's an idiot.
Yeah.
She's a fucking idiot.
She looks like she's sort of okay though.
I would watch those clips for hours.
Yeah.
Lord.
Right now, I'm like, just play more.
Lord. Oh.
Look at this.
The fascination doesn't end with
Right.
it, you know?
All right.
Is somebody going to get clipped?
Baby, you can.
This clip is 4 minutes long.
No, see,
You hear him, baby, you can hit my car.
yeah. Dennis is a real treat.
Look at these idiots. See,
they so
that?
stupid.
I don't like that. That makes me mad.
See,
This is what get black people angry about white people.
See the arms waving?
It is that's definitely a white thing.
This is a white way to
Absolutely.
They're all imitating. All right. We should take a break before Dave Navarro, no?
Can't we call him on the phone?
I don't know.
I mean, there's no service in elevators.
No.
No,
Break
this one.
Love in the
depends.
elevator. Aerosmith.
No, actually,
This is true breaking news, though. Dave Navarro, according to his publicist, the elevator fell a few flights, and they're stuck in the elevator in this building right now. Still stuck.
At least when I see him in L.A. now, I have something to ask him about.
You finally can go up to him and talk to him now after all this time.
Yeah.
What do we know about Dave? Is he litigious? Will we get sued?
Yeah.
Can I say I was in the elevator with him?
It was the same elevator we all took up. We lucked out.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't.
I might have been the last one who was on a smooth ride.
Right. We lucked out.
Opie, where were you when the last blackout took place? I mean, you
The
were
what?
already, the last blackout. You know, back.
You
in
literally said black guy?
2003.
I heard something else in there, didn't you?
No.
Where were you on the last nigga night? Where were you, Opie? Nigga night.
I thought he said, where were you when there were less black people?
Come on, Opie.
Which blackout?
August 2003.
Yeah,
That was my birthday weekend. Week.
What year?
Yeah.
You were
August
obviously
2003.
It was 2003.
Yeah.
Were you home already?
No, I was traveling the world.
That was the second
I
to
got
last
fired.
one, by the way. The last one was the hurricane or whatever hit us, Sandy.
That was October 12th.
That only took out part of the
13.
city. He's talking about 2003 in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
With the
traveling
grid.
because I got,
Had a
I
threesome
fired
that
and had
week.
to sit out 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So I was just wandering the earth.
It was like the 13th or 14th of August.
Yeah.
It was
Because my
a good time to
birthday
be
was right
out of
there.
here.
Huh?
It was a good time to be out of here. It really was.
Really? You should have lived my life. 2.5 years not being able to do what you love. Yeah, it was
No,
fun.
I understand.
That was fun, Matt.
I've been there. Sorry about that, Opie.
Yeah, that was a blast.
All of a sudden, I'm feeling it, and I'm going, okay. I can feel like I can feel it.
He can't speak firsthand on this, though. He knows this
You
truth.
realize it's really lonely because everyone you want to hang out with, they have jobs.
Yeah.
Makes it a little tough.
Yeah.
To take 2 years off.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely
They
right.
call it being on the beach in radio.
Yeah.
He's on the beach.
I like the fact they call it being on the beach because almost no one is on the beach
No.
during that period.
No.
I mean,
You were at the Jersey Shore. You were at the Jersey Shore. You
yeah,
were close
who's
to
on
the beach.
in the winter? unless you're a surfer and you got a nice wetsuit.
Yeah, no one. When you got fired from radio, you weren't relaxing. You were getting those trade magazines, going, "Where the fuck am I working?"
Yeah,
next?
and stress your ass
Stress
your
your ass
whole
off.
time.
You never had time to fucking hang out on a beach.
Yeah, you were just looking around literally every
Did you
day
have
for the next
other?
day.
So 2.5 years. Did you have other jobs?
No, what was allowed to do? I mean, this is where everyone goes, "Oh," but they paid us because they didn't want us to work for anybody else.
Got it.
So they
Yeah, but still, you don't get to do what you love.
Greatest firing ever.
We were still under contract, but the point is, we could have made that money no matter what. So
Right.
Yeah.
we were fucked.
You wanted to work,
Yeah.
though.
They
Yeah,
would
you
not
wanted-
let us work.
And you love what you do, so
They were trying to destroy our careers, and for the most part, they did.
No, they didn't.
We were on top of the world when all that went down. Still trying to get back to that point all these years
Yeah,
later.
your elevators don't even fucking work.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting since you came in.
Yeah. The reason I asked about the blackout was all the elevators.
The black guy.
The blackout. Sorry,
Blackout.
It does sound like you're saying
I keep
black
hearing black
guy.
guy. Come on, it's not a black guy.
You're going to be great in San Francisco.
There you go.
Matt got punched in the face by a homeless dude.
It's classic.
Here you go. There she's doing it right
Wait,
there.
here we go.
We're back to the live cam.
yeah.
She's in the middle of the fucking road getting her picture at Abbey Road, jumping up and down like a lunatic. You're doing all the dumb moves.
I don't
from
even
the
know if
album
there's
cover.
someone. I don't even know if she has someone taking a picture.
Yeah, that one
Yeah,
didn't look like
somebody
she
was
just
over
looked
there
like
taking
was a
it.
fucking
Somebody was
lunatic.
over there taking it.
because usually it's the picture taker that almost
And
gets hit
guess-
by the cars because they're not looking for the traffic.
That's actually funny. That's
So she
actually
did all
funny.
4 poses in about 3 seconds.
You noticed that, right?
Yeah.
She got them all in.
Yeah. So now she's going to Photoshop that together. And
It'll be a really cute Instagram.
Yeah.
All right. See, that lady just walked across like they did, but no one there to take her picture.
Yeah.
No, she just going to work.
Right. All right.
Shouldn't they put a traffic light there now? Wouldn't that be a thing to do?
Probably.
It's probably worse if they do that.
Yeah.
I would think.
Because then people won't clear out when the light turns.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think they kind of
want.
want.
Then all of them would go when it's red, and then
Yeah.
I think they kind of want someone to get hit every once in a while. Get the word out.
It's good PR.
Get the word out.
Because
It's good PR.
It's good for the album.
Right. It's good PR. Like, all right, maybe you shouldn't try this.
It won't kill anybody, but it'll just give them a little bruise.
The Brits love cruelty humor. They're known for that. They're all on board with cruelty.
We've seen Benny Hill.
Oh, yeah.
They smack that bald dude.
all the time.
They whip his little ass.
By the way, I got teased so much about, like being a bald dude.
Oh, and
Benny Hill jokes.
Yeah.
Years ago. I can get over it.
How long you had a bald head?
Basically, since I've been about 22, 23. I lost my hair real young.
Okay.
An aneurysm when I was 15. I was bald at a time when going into a high school from junior high, when you're in a band singing, to having a bald head.
When you,
you look like an alien, actually.
Yeah.
That's how people looked at it.
That's a big jump.
It is.
Usually you have sometimes you have a phase period between that. It's like, he went to flat top, and then he went to...
Yeah. Did you wear a hat all the time?
No, I tried that. It just wasn't.
You should
cool.
wear like a top hat. You would look like Odd Job.
It just felt very unnatural to wear a hat, except, it was...
What's our number? Because Dave's now tweeting pictures from the elevator. He's really fucking stuck.
Holy shit.
And he's not out of there yet. How do we get him to call us? I don't know if he follows me. Let me see if he follows me. That'd be...
I'll have Roland give the publicist the info.
That he's still stuck in the elevator.
He doesn't follow me. Get him to call the hotline at least. Yeah. He's still stuck in an elevator here at Sirius XM.
What if he does one of those numbers where you try to pull the doors open and he's like, it's only halfway, I can sneak out of there. And then he goes, and then it starts.
Split in half.
And then cut Dave Navarro
and then we
in
have
half.
to walk by his head to leave the building
and
today?
interview half his torso.
Oh, fuck.
Be good PR.
That
be
shit
great.
happens about once, twice a year here in New York.
They'll interview on every channel.
Seriously. People think they could squeeze out, and then all of a sudden the elevator decides it works again.
Yeah. It's not fun. I've tried
like
to do it myself. I mean, here, and depending on what part of town you're in, if you're like in the 20s, where all the elevators are old and the buildings really haven't replaced them, I mean, seriously, you'll lose
It's
a
a little
limb.
scary.
Yeah.
Did you have an aneurysm, you said?
Yeah, when I was 15.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
What, you work down the docks?
No, seriously.
What, your mom get bit by a mosquito?
No, I mean, like any other kid at that period of time, you get in fistfights,
I wasn't
over girls or whatever.
brave enough to go all in with that joke.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Hey,
talking
look.
about. You do, right?
I'm still here. That's the good news.
He's got a little Zika in him.
He said you got that Zika in you.
I said a little. I got him
yeah.
and Dennis. Look at Dennis. He's got a little Zika.
You talking about that virus?
Tiny head. He's saying you have a small head. He's saying you have sort of a small head.
Dennis got a little Zika. Dennis got a little Zika.
Okay.
I said a little taste. A little taste.
Just a little bit. Shade.
He took a little off the top.
It certainly took a lot off the top here.
Yeah.
I got a haircut yesterday.
Yes.
You look wonderful. All right, we should take a break
Like new money.
and we'll check in with Dave Navarro, I guess.
We should go to break with some elevator songs. How about Heaven on the 7th Floor? Paul Nicholas. That's a good one.
Heaven on the 7th floor.
Going up.
You know that one?
Yeah. Wow. Heaven on the 7th floor.
That's a good
Going
one.
up, going up. Yeah.
Vic knows every song. Vic knows everything.
From the soundtrack of the movie, Thank God It's Friday.
Yes, very good.
I think it's...
on RSO Records.
See, look at that.
Wow.
Very good.
Robert Stigwood is
Yes.
what RSO
Yes.
stands for.
Dude, Dave Navarro, 2 seconds ago, he's still in the elevator.
Yeah, I think the union guys are on break right now for the to
Put that
fix the
pick up
elevator.
on a site. He's still a handsome man, at Dave Navarro.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, the things I would do to him in the elevator if I was in there with him.
Yeah.
I would slow stroke him.
Yeah. Would you?
Slow stroke that low drummer butt.
Yeah. Hey.
All right.
But that's just me.
He's still there?
Here's a
Yeah, we gave them the hotline number. They're trying to get it to work from the elevator. We can just text them right now.
Wow.
Well,
Does he need water or snacks? Does he want Capri Suns? Maybe some Lunchables?
There was a guy who was stuck over the weekend years ago in this building.
Look at him. That's hilarious.
Throw down some Uncrustables. Just a little peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with the crust off already.
Yeah.
That's a treat. Anywho.
That's hilarious.
Look at him. He's a good-looking man. All the drugs he's... Look
Hey,
at
Matt, look, though, on the if you follow Dave Navarro, look on the Who to Follow. That's you right there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it says follow Matt Pinfield.
Yeah, look at that.
You're
You
like,
got
pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
Pretty
Dave's
fucking
great.
cool.
He's been a great friend of mine for a long time.
Are there other people in the elevator with him, or just him as
That's
publicist?
PR person, I think.
That's her.
all his people.
Yeah.
People in there.
We got to get Dave.
People
up
going
here.
to work taking selfies with
Yeah.
him.
It'd be funny for the
Dave.
other people to get
Dennis.
stuck in an elevator with Dave Navarro.
Dennis, you should squeeze your head through the elevator door, see if he needs anything. Pop your head in, see what he needs.
We like fucking Final Destination.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Tap move.
Yes,
You know, it really, that's why I asked you, because thank God you were out of here, but I'm sorry about the 2.5 years, and I've been.
Oh, I don't give a fuck anymore. I was just fucking around. But
honestly,
the blackout in New York.
No, I mean,
think it was officially a brownout, right?
Well,
Sherrod?
Brown out.
yeah. Well, the truth was,
It was African American out, motherfucker.
Oh, you guys were out too.
Out and about.
Oh, you guys were out and about.
Oh, man.
Take a look for yourselves.
yeah.
Do a little shopping. Just do a little shopping. That's all. Nothing wrong with
A
that.
couple things, so what?
Nothing wrong with that.
A couple things I neneeded.
It was his birthday. It was his birthday.
I had a threesome that night, too. I had the best threesome.
Did you really?
Yes. This was because all the bars were open, giving out beers and stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody was hanging out, so it was like a block party every block.
Every block.
Every block.
And then boom boxes outside.
Giving out
and it
beers.
was, and playing radio.
Because they didn't want them to go bad, so
All the beer
everything
was
was-
free. and
all
then,
the beer was free.
And, you drink
And
the
it has
wine,
that
you
end
know.
of the world feel, even though it's
Yeah.
not,
yes,
right?
we had
Yeah.
lights around. I had a flashlight around my neck, and I had a miner's hat with a light on it.
But during
I had
the
a
day,
girl
it was
with
How the hell did you get a miner's hat, man? What I would have done for that?
Yeah, I got it from. I think I got it.
You want to make sure everything was okay down there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but this was out in the street. Everybody had this kind of shit on, singing and dancing.
I heard the stories. It was one big fucking party because, like I said, it was a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Gorgeous
and
day.
all the bars like, fuck, this shit's going away, so they just threw it on the sidewalk.
Outside partying, and then I
Yeah.
just had two chicks, and we went back to my crib, nigga.
Yeah.
And it was great.
First and 21st Street, there was a pub there right by where I lived on First Avenue at the time.
Yeah.
And at first I went into the apartment. I'd just gotten back from Florida. I was out there doing some scouting for a record company gig. So I landed. I went, why are the lights out? I go, F this shit. I'm just going to walk up. And I look down at First Avenue. I'm like, oh, every light's out. Something's wrong. I go in. I got a battery powered one radio. Every radio station during anything like Sandy or during that, all they talk about is the disaster. Nobody wants to sit in their house with no power.
It's like playing the music,
talking about that.
Yeah.
You know, you want to like forget it for a few minutes. So I just said, "This, I'm going to go to a bar," and I went to a bar in the corner and literally sat in that.
It was one of the best. I think we should do that every year. Just turn the fucking lights out and let's fucking party like we did that year.
So we could get to know each other.
It was the best. People were talking
No, I
and
know.
fucking hugging.
How
and
long
getting
did it
to know your
last?
neighbors.
So
The whole night.
I need
Till
to
the
ask you
morning.
though, your threesome though. It looked different once the light came on because
No, I knew the girls that before it happened. It was like one girl I wanted
There's
to
no
bang.
lights. You know what I mean? So you can go home with anything.
And I have done those nights.
Yes.
the balls on this guy.
I've done those nights though. He's right. No, he's definitely right.
And they were both girls, too, right?
Yeah. Sometimes I had a one-man blackout where I pretended like the lights were out.
Do you
So I
remember
could just fuck
A
up
one-man
three.
wrecking crew.
Yeah, there it is.
Do you remember the blackout of 1977?
Yes, I remember that one. That was the dangerous one because I was a kid.
That was
then. I was
dangerous.
like fucking 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
But people weren't playing.
Oh, it
No.
was not a
They
game.
weren't playing.
They
on
were
that
stealing
one.
TVs.
It was not a game.
Yeah.
That was a scary one.
Everybody was out. Yeah,
I've
that
seen
was
them.
dangerous.
I was a Long Island kid back then. That was. I remember the footage though.
That's burnt
Yeah.
into my memory.
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
Coolest thing was going across the Verrazano Bridge. You didn't have to pay the toll.
That destroyed New York. That,
But why was that one so different?
Because it was so violent and it was so. it was like
shit.
the city was going through a different kind of
'Cause it was the
economic
70s.
time.
Was that 77?
77.
That was the year. That was
Son of Sam.
Yep.
Yeah.
Son of
Right.
Sam and the year of Gerald Ford saying "Drop Dead" New York.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
whole
a
thing.
terrible
That's right.
time.
Yeah.
You know, there was actually audio of WABC, the AM
That's
radio
right.
station. Their thing, I think it might have been Cousin Bruce.
That was the
actually on
60s.
air.
No, that was the 60s one. That was 1965. Dan Ingram was on the air playing Everyone's Gone
No,
to the
but-
Moon by Jonathan
Listen to
King.
these two nerds.
And the record would just start getting
He knows everything and he relates it to
I may
music.
be a nerd, but no, seriously, there is audio of the one in 77 of the thing. There is audio of it powering down, and it's really weird when you hear the thing powered down and then back up again on the auxiliary power.
Didn't Scott Muni climb to the top of the Empire State Building to continue broadcasting
with Fay Ray.
with Fay Ray? With Fay Ray. I think he actually.
That's hilarious. Is that right, Dennis? Circa 1976.
I'll give you one from 77, though. The Tramps. Where were you when the lights went out in New York City? They had that song. Don't you remember that one?
All I know is Disco Inferno by the Tramps.
No, that was a good one.
I don't know this one.
Where were you when the lights went out in New York City?
2003 was the best one, man. It was just fun. That was
That was, you know.
It was a party.
You were old enough to enjoy it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And nobody was violent. I don't think anything like violent happened that night anywhere in the city in 5 boroughs.
Yeah. No, nothing did, which was pretty amazing.
It was because it caught everybody by surprise. Everybody got family. Even if you're a crook, you got family.
Yeah.
So you got to take care of your fucking family during
right,
this time.
exactly.
Make sure they all right.
Everybody was cool with each other. They were helping each other. Yeah. Just like after 9/11, people were. You talk about New York City.
Right. It was close enough after 9/11 that we still had that vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And after 9/11, I got to say, I mean, it was amazing. I lost my apartment down on John Street because I'd moved there on the 1st, and on the 11th, we're walking out of there. I swear,
you were there for 10 days.
10 days I moved in, which reminds me right now, packing all my bags. It's a beautiful thing. You're moving for 10 days. Look, I was one of the lucky ones. Obviously, I lost friends who were there, but you know, my immediate family weren't hurt, and we were living 2 blocks away on John Street.
Al Qaeda hates you.
Yeah, they're like, you're still here.
Damn you, Matt Pinfield. Damn you, Matt Pinfield.
Were you in your apartment that day?
Yes, I was. It was in the morning. Here's the crazy thing. I was working at Columbia Records doing A&R, and I was going to go in. I just started working there.
Yeah.
You know, about 2 months before, I had a 2-month relocation apartment on 2nd and 38th. Yeah. And then I moved down there because I thought, man, there's more room for your money, and I got a lot of music stuff. So I just gotten in. Literally, we've been unloading stuff on the 1st, and then I swear to God, on the night of the 10th, I went, you know, I can kind of relax now. Most of the boxes are empty.
Ah, that's a beating.
You know, and so
oh my God.
Next morning, but the thing was, my daughter was now 16, but was a baby then, kept holding her ear, crying all night, and I look at my wife and go, she's got an earache. We should take her to the doctor in the morning. Let's not take her to the Battery Park daycare. So the Battery Park daycare, where the kids, the parents didn't know if their kids were alive or dead for 8 hours because they couldn't. Can you imagine what you feel like as a parent, man? Oh, man. So she was with us, luckily, and we were about to take her to the doctor, and I literally felt the first plane's aftershock hit in the shower, like bang. I was in the shower. I was like, I didn't get wasted last night. What's that from? You don't know, but honestly, it was seriously.
So you have no doubt that actual planes hit the buildings.
I knew it. When
these conspiracy idiots out there.
No, I knew.
You knew right away.
Yeah, I knew right away. I knew when the first one hit, that's what it was all about. And when the second was coming, I'm like, I literally was looking out the window because my kid was watching Barney at that point. We're about to take her to the doctor. But we would have been walking between the 2 towers to get her to Battery Park daycare literally that morning. She'd only been there a week, guys.
Wow.
And then, you know, those poor parents, like I said, they didn't know.
Yeah, that's brutal.
They didn't know for 8 hours, you know, so.
God, you're a real downer.
Yeah.
But here's the good news.
Opie, you gotta
Maybe you should just promote your book.
So you're on the road to San Francisco.
The good news is all the kids were okay in that daycare.
Well, they were. That's amazing.
And they're teenagers now, and they're assholes.
Yeah.
So,
And you know what?
Full circle.
And they never felt any of it because what they did was they took them all, they put them on a boat and brought them to Jersey City.
Oh, that's what
the ladies are
right. Why don't we got to take a break just in case Dave Navarro gets out of the elevator. He's still in there though, huh?
Yeah.
So he's been in there about 20 minutes already.
Jesus.
He was on his way to do our show and he
I'll
got
be
stuck
damned.
in an elevator here at Sirius XM.
Could you imagine if that was you in there?
I have a deal.
I would hate that.
No, it wouldn't be fun. We had a lady in our building get stuck in the elevator, and we were all laughing because she's screaming like a lunatic. And they had to calm her down. She was probably 6 inches. I think she might have been only 6 inches off the ground floor. So we were all there. We were laughing.
What's the
A lot of people have
claustrophobic?
anxiety about having to pee.
She's like, please help me, help me. I'm a dad.
I would shit and piss all over the elevator like, y'all should have came and got me.
Even in a crowd? Even in a crowd.
Definitely in a crowd.
Yeah, that's when you do it.
That's when you know.
Who needs
Chris
plugs?
knows.
You got your
Chris
plugs
gets it.
in. You're a book and K-Fog from Matt Pinfield.
Yeah.
Out there in San Francisco. So make sure you listen to him doing mornings out there, right?
Yeah.
And then we got Magoobies for Vic Henley.
Magoobies next weekend in North Baltimore.
And that Cockyville thing.
I'm having barbecue in Cockyville.
Cockyville.
That's
He's
true.
promoting
Cockyville, Maryland.
Andy Nelson's barbecues in Cockyville.
What's the name of the place?
Magoobies is the club.
No, fuck that.
Andy Nelson's barbecue.
Yeah, get the free barbecue
Andy
from
Nelson's
the guy.
barbecue.
They should send us some up here.
Right.
It's delicious.
If he makes
it's good barbecue.
Yeah.
If he makes you pay, make sure you let us know.
All right, I'll let you know.
That's bullshit.
All right, he's getting a free plug here.
That's what I'm saying. You should get free ribs.
It's got to be on the arm.
And Chris, you got the Bobby Flay show?
Yeah, I got that, but I'm going to be playing the Wilbur
Boston.
Boston.
May 12th,
May 12th, 13th. Yeah.
2 nights?
So, 2, yeah.
Ooh. Someone's doing
That's
it.
right. 2 nights at the Wilbur. That's pretty damn good.
3 shows. 2 nights, yeah.
Very good.
You.
There'll be 0 people there, but
It don't matter. They still got to pay you.
And then we got Sherrod. He's got his A&E show.
Yes, starting in July, first week in July, man.
When it gets closer, we're going to push the hell out of that for
Just
you.
hiring writers and getting offices and shit now.
All right, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, if he gets out of the elevator, we're going to have Dave Navarro. He's really stuck in the elevator. That's unbelievable. Yeah, no, he looks weird. We're back. Sherrod Small.
In the building.
Chris D'Elia, Vic Henley, and Matt Pinfield just completely fucking taking over.
Yes!
Let's change the logos.
He has
Jesus
experience.
Christ.
Oh, yes, right.
Yeah, it looks good in that lettering, though, by the way.
He's going out with a bang. Oh, that's new, huh?
Yeah, we might finally have a real logo. The other one was horseshit.
Yeah, that
Make
is
it look like it was a female fucking station or something. Right? It was horrible.
That looks good right now.
Thank you, Matt Pinfield, who's going to be doing mornings at K-Fog in San Francisco.
K-Fog?
A legendary station.
Yeah.
And continuing to work here, too, you said.
That's tracking bullshit.
He's double whoring.
Well, that's tracking crap. You can't be a fan of the tracking.
No, I love doing live radio, so I'm excited to go out there and do live radio. It'll be great. Doing what you do, we love it. We thrive on that.
The business really fucked themselves because the music shifts, they're done in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes for a 4-hour shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good that you actually get to feel what's going on and you're there at the moment in the day. What you do.
In the moment. Nice. Yeah. Dave Navarro, if you're just tuning in, he was on his way up to do our show here, and he got stuck in the elevator, and he's been in there 45 minutes.
he's still there.
Okay,
Unbelievable.
That's the last update I got. Because I'm sure he would walk right in. Because
it's got and his thing has 888 likes on Instagram. So
yeah, they like the fact that he's stuck in an elevator. I guess
now it's got 900.
Have you interviewed him before, Opie? He's actually such a cool guy.
I interviewed him many moons ago in Boston.
Yeah.
So what is that? 18 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a long time live.
Yeah.
He's got 4 more tattoos since he's been in an elevator.
Well, as long as I'm in here.
Might as well.
Give me an elevator on my shoulder.
There we go. There's a camera crew in there filming it.
I would assume this is big news that he got a big rock star stuck in an elevator.
Yes,
in New York City, right?
Yep.
I think that the word's probably spreading. He's still there.
Let's check a hashtag or something.
Yeah, he told he told our people that the elevator actually fell a few floors.
Yeah,
fell a few floors.
That's
You
scary.
could feel that shit.
People pay for that, like carnivals and this crap.
Well, as long as you know you're going to hit the bottom, I guess it'd be fun.
Exactly.
Why don't he just movie it and fucking go out through the top, the hatch?
You always think there's a hatch. Is there a hatch?
What if he
officially?
did that and then Harrison Ford was out there?
Tell me, is there a woman? Get off my plane! Did we just see a woman stuck in an elevator who's pregnant?
That'd be the worst.
Oh, my God. Look!
Oh, that's real.
Oh, wow.
Wait, is that real?
No, come on.
But not
I'm a sucker.
This is all just under the. This is all under the hashtag stuck in an elevator that Dave Navarro started up. Stuck in an elevator. Dave Navarro. Okay, I think I know what hell is like. Yeah, he's not happy. It was fun
He's
at first.
definitely not happy.
Now he's like, what the fuck?
This long? When it's this long, it's like, come on, man. What is this? The fucking projects?
And we're trying to get him.
It takes that long to get a pass to get in the building. I mean, I have passes because I worked here. But,
it takes a minute.
Yeah.
Then they be like, I can't find your name. Let me try it again. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It's like, so it's always been this stupid?
I got an apostrophe in my name, so it never shows up.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh, yeah.
How do you live with that shit?
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you.
Those apostrophe names are.
I know,
what
right?
The fuck.
That's a handful. Even when you try to hashtag it and shit, it throws
I know you can't
off.
do it.
You can't
and
do
then
it.
when you try to do it on the it turns into that ampersand 9. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, that thing pops up.
Yeah, what the fuck? What is that?
And then it blinks off sometimes.
Some autocorrect or some kind of other
I don't know.
function.
I remember asking my dad when I was younger. I'd be like, "Yo, Dad, when I become an adult, can we get rid of the apostrophe?"
What is that?
He was like, "No, you'll be proud of it one day." I'm waiting.
That's funny.
I don't really feel like you need it.
Those are good. People add letters: Delilah, Delia, you know what I mean? It's just Delia.
Yeah. Hey, while we have Matt in here, what do you know about Steve Miller all bitter and shit with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Are you up on that?
Just in general, tell me what he said.
Is he not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
He is. He was criticizing everybody, the industry, and you didn't hear about this?
What?
Well, I heard about look, that's like
now the Black Keys are regretting inducting him.
Oh, because of what he said, you mean?
What'd he say?
I got to get the story up. Where's some of the quotes from this thing?
Yeah.
He goes. He went off on a nice little rant. We're looking at it right now. I thought you knew there.
No. Here's the thing.
Yes.
About that.
Let me find the story.
Every other day, there's something going on, like the whole Richie Blackmore thing with Deep Purple, and how they didn't want him to be there, and the thing they did. I remember when Axl wouldn't go on with the guys, and now of course he's back with Duff and Slash, which is cool. But I think the thing with Steve Miller is, the guys, he started playing guitar when he was 5, taking lessons from Les Paul. All right, so
Jesus, who's his father? Joe Jackson?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Start him early.
Yeah, let's start him really
Start him early. Dancing in the living
Les
room.
Paul was actually gave him lessons when he was 5.
I didn't know that.
And you know what else? When he wrote the Joker, the reason why, what happened was he got a car accident. It was the same thing with Dennis. He broke both legs, so he basically was laid up for a long time. He wasn't having success, but back then, of course, record companies didn't drop you after 2 albums. He had like 5 albums out. So did Bob Seger on Capitol. Those guys had so many records out.
Oh, he was already successful when he broke his legs?
Yeah, when he broke his legs, but he was only regionally successful, So what happened was he had a party and he wrote the Joker more just as a joke. The song was... and then he looked at him and went, dude, you should record that song. And that became his first #1 record. He was literally entertaining friends.
Just fooling around.
Yeah, just fooling around.
He said everybody is kind of a dick and an asshole, Miller told Rolling Stone about the Hall organizers in an interview. And every artist you talk to will tell you that. You're lucky that everybody didn't fucking walk out. It was very, very close.
This is about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
In general, yeah.
That's
he
so
looks pretty
weird
good, though.
he does. That's so weird when guys... do that, and when they were honored and shit, and then they
shit on.
What was
the whole
that one thing where they you would know that
I would have more respect if he never showed up.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
What was the thing when they went to the Grammys? What band? And then they showed up, and then they got the award, and then the only thing they said was, "This award means absolutely nothing to me." Do you know? It was like in the 90s.
Oh,
do you remember that?
Is it the dude from Rush went up there and said blah 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 blah
yeah,
blah blah.
No, it wasn't that. That's way better, by the way.
Yeah,
that's the good version.
That's great. I really like that.
That's hilarious. Who was that though?
I vaguely remember.
Yeah, I think that was Alex Lifeson from Rush at the time who did that.
Yeah,
who did the blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But no, who did the other thing that? Said this means nothing.
Was it Slipknot? Was it?
No,
Corey?
it wasn't Slipknot
because he did it too. Slipknot's Corey Taylor.
Well, you would
Grammy
think
Awards.
Slipknot would
it
do that.
It doesn't mean anything. What he was quoted.
This means absolutely nothing to me. It was somebody that was respected. That was like where you're like, whoa, why would he say that?
Was it Pearl Jam?
Was it Bobby?
It might have been.
I think it was Pearl Jam.
It might have been Pearl Jam.
It
might have been Pearl Jam. Yeah, this is it.
This is it.
Yep. Let me hear this.
This is it.
Thank you.
Love the Pearl Jam.
Eddie's wonderful.
Eddie's walking to the stage. Spin the Black Circle. I wasn't a fan of Spin the Black Circle as much.
You like what album's your favorite?
You got
Jacket.
Well, we just came to relax. I just wanted to watch the show. I hate to start off with a bang. I'm going to say something typically me on behalf of all of us. I don't know what this means. I don't think it means anything.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel. There's too many bands, and you've heard it all before, but my dad would have liked it. My dad died before I got to know him. He would have liked it, so that's why I'm here.
How would you know? You didn't know.
Thanks, I guess. Thanks a lot. We'd like to
thank
I
Dave
guess. Abergris, too, and all our families and friends. Hi, Mom.
These guys
Hi,
are
Dad.
happy, though.
This is very interesting. like to thank the other Seattle factions, like the Mighty Alice in Chains, that are here tonight.
Wow, they're looking at Eddie like you just fucked this whole thing up for all of us.
I know.
We were kind of a little excited about this.
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, I understand awards are, a lot of it is a popularity contest or it's political, but like that's just why go?
Well, yeah, the move would be not to go.
Why would he say, I speak for the rest of us, too, if he didn't speak?
He said that?
Yeah, he said, I speak for me and the rest of the band when I say this don't really mean.
Well, maybe they were discussing that.
And then they was like, whoa, hey, Mom.
Well, now that we're up here.
Yeah.
Now that we're up here.
And sometimes, they'll do something, an award will be political as opposed to really about the music itself.
Right.
Like the year that Not Ready to Make Nice by the Dixie Chicks won, but it was clearly obvious that Gnarls Barkley's Crazy was the biggest record of the year in every format.
Right.
It should have been the song of the year, too. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So that was the thing.
So what'd they say when they went up? They just did a thank you. They just did a thank you, a regular thank you.
I'm not sure. I think they won at least one of those two.
Well, that was like when Kendrick Lamar didn't win or something with who the white guy won. What was
Macklemore.
it? Yes. Everyone made a big stink about that.
Right. As they should.
Well, I mean, what do you think? I'm on Macklemore's side?
No.
No, fuck that. I love Macklemore.
I love them both.
No.
But Kendrick, come on. Kendrick
I like Macklemore and I like Kendrick. I just, I don't know. I'm not hip to music though. I'm the opposite of Matt Pinfield.
Well, you have to exist so he can exist. It works that way. It works that way.
Too, you love what you do. You do comedy.
Yes, I love comedy. Yeah.
And that's. I think
you're going to get me my picture with you too.
I'm going to get that done. I promise you, I would do that.
You said that.
I will when they come back and do the stadium tour.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I haven't forgotten that. I was
in the last time when you. That's right.
I got a boss that doesn't give a fuck.
Well, I do.
You two did a town hall, and they've always been one of my. Number.
They
pretty
played
much,
a town hall.
They did a little town
hall. It was more of an interview thing. They did
Gotcha.
And they got me in. Which was nice. There was about 50 or 60 of us in a room, and the whole band was there and stuff. And I never ask, and I asked. I'm like, I don't ask for much. I want a picture with the band.
Yeah, and they're
well, why are you grunting about that? Why is that bad?
Huh?
Why is that bad? Why are you saying like I asked?
Because it didn't happen.
Oh, it didn't happen. Got it.
Bono said absolutely not. Get him out of here.
It wouldn't have been a problem whatsoever. The main guy, he was in there in the fishbowl, taking his picture with the band. I mean, he's a big deal around here. And then a couple other people. All he had to do was go, "Hey, could you take one more?" He knew how important it was to me.
Yeah, exactly.
And it didn't happen.
We'll
and then I watched the band that I've loved my entire life walk out to the freight elevator
and get stuck.
I got stuck like
They did put me in a group shot with a whole bunch of listeners, but it looks like I was photoshopped. It doesn't even look like I'm in that fucking photo.
Yeah.
Not like a special needs picture.
Dude, it was the only time I ever asked, too. I don't ask. Because most of the time I don't care.
It's always extra bad when you do ask and then get, like when you never ask and then no. When you finally do, they're like, no.
People are like, well,
you want to feel appreciated because, what you do.
It was the whole band together. And they're like, we'll get it next time.
Don't worry,
next time when the whole band is here.
I got an end for you. My good friend Amy Schumer's friends with Bono. You read the thing.
Is she now friends with Bono, too? Bono, mentioned her.
He mentioned her the other day.
Yeah, he has a way of taking out ISIS with jokes, right?
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the article?
He said something like, send Amy after.
And Jews or something. Send in the Jews and jokes or something. It was a weird little article that popped up. But it said, send in Amy, send in Chrissy, as you like to call him. Chris Rock?
Yeah.
And who was the third guy? Oh, and Borat. That were the three he mentioned. Is this it right here yet?
Look at the title.
And it's funny, you're going to... don't laugh. But I think comedy should be deployed because if you look at National Socialism and Daesh and ISIL, this is the same thing. We've seen this before. They're very vain. They've got all the signs up. They're really it's show business. And the first people
is this South Park?
The Weimar, the Adolf Hitler threw out of Germany were the Dadists and the Surrealists. It's like you speak violence, you speak their language, but you laugh at them when they're goose-stepping down the street, and it takes away their power. So I'm suggesting that the Senate send in Amy Schumer and Chris Rock and Sacha Baron Cohen. Thank you.
Holy shit.
How gangsta is that?
I like it.
That was cool.
That is gangster.
Look at Chris, don't even know how to take it. Like, what just happened?
That's weird as shit.
What's even weirder, I got an update on Dave Navarro. They have now shut down all the elevators in the building.
Are you for real?
Come on.
I'm for real. They're trying to get them the fuck out.
This is the witching hour.
What, Eric? Oh, Paul, what's up?
He just posted a video.
Oh, he posted a video.
That's video of Dave Navarro stuck in an elevator.
And had the FDNY come and axe down the door. So that was after an hour and a half because like the manager wasn't there. I told you, the fire department's like the only one. And had the
Oh man, I feel for him, guys.
I do.
I couldn't have lasted that long with, like you
How
said.
come they can't-
You talked about shitting and peeing everywhere. I would have had to give it.
why can't they say
I'd
that it's
be
been
out
an
that
hour?
water bottle. I would be,
Wow.
I wouldn't even try to hide it. I would smear it on my ass on the walls like it was locked up NBC. Like I'm in fucking solitaire and lock up. Art, man.
Yeah,
right.
Brutal.
I think Ozzy used to do that once in a while, and then
all the time.
Yeah,
Ozzy would poop and smear it on the wall.
that's what he.
That was his
stories
story.
have been told
One
by
time-
Tommy Lee. Was talking about that.
One time I was here. I got to New York. And it was early. I was jet lagged, and I was like, let's get up early. You know, comedians, we don't get up early. And then I went to take a walk, and I got a little donut or a croissant thing with an egg thing. And the second I fucking bit into it, my stomach was like, and I was like, is that from it can't be from what I just ate. I was like, I'll be fine. I took a few more steps, and then I had to run back to the Soho Grand. I ran back. I got there, and it was like when I was in the elevator, I was like, come on, baby, please, I got this. I got this, man. I got this. I was just talking to myself. The elevator doors open. I was like, okay, come on. I'm running. As I'm running down the hallway, I'm unbuckling my pants. Right. I get my key. I open up the door, and in my hotel room there was the door, and then beyond that was the bathroom door. So it was like the door, and then you were looking at the bathroom door. So I open up the hotel room door, and my bathroom door was open. Okay, and the second you see the toilet,
it's on.
You're fucked. You know what I mean? It's like a 3-second countdown, right? So my pants are already coming down, right? And I did this move where I shouldn't even have looked at the toilet. I should have just kept my eyes closed and just hope for the best. But I ran in, and as I ran in, you're not going to be able to, it's hard to explain, but you guys can see this. So the toilet was here, and I walked in, I ran in, and I did this spin move to try and get on the toilet like this, right?
Right.
So as I'm doing it, it's out. Like as I spin, as I'm spinning, it's just unloading, and it went all over the wall.
Projectile.
It went all over the wall, and the rest of it got in the toilet. But it was the worst shitting story that I had. It was unbelievable.
So did you put those pants in that like the little garment like plastic bag?
It didn't hit me. It didn't hit my pants at all.
The wall.
It hit the wall, and then I had to clean it up a little bit. But
like a Pollock painting.
That explains that shit, though. Every once in a while, you see it spraying on a wall somewhere.
That was me.
And you can't imagine how that is possible.
It rockets out sometimes.
Right. Yeah, I understand now.
Explosive.
Butch in California is mad. We didn't get the Steve Miller story right. We're leaving out so much shit, I guess. Butch in California, go ahead.
Hey guys. You could listen to a minute or two of Steve Miller, saying what he was pissed off about on there's a YouTube clip, but I'll tell you, he mentioned that they wanted him, the Hall of Fame people wanted him to sign several waivers, which included HBO waivers, signing away rights for viewings and shit. Oh. And then and so on top of that, when Steve Miller said, "How many guests can I bring?" they said, "Well, you just get one plus one, you, and you can bring your wife." And he said, "Well, what about my daughter or somebody else?" And they said, "Well, a third seat is $10,000."
Wow.
So if he wanted to bring 2 other people, $20,000. and then they're hitting them up for waivers and shit.
They're assholes.
Oh, well, that's...
Can you believe that? Telling your kids they can't come is not... I don't get that one at all.
If you're going in,
it's your kids, right?
You should get a whole group of seats.
Yeah, exactly.
If they're honoring you...
I agree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're all there because of that.
Shit.
It's like...
Because people were paying for tickets to be in the upper rafters of that.
What if his parent was alive, like a mother, so he can bring his mother or his wife and Steve Miller?
And he even talked about his band. It sounded like that they were not giving him tickets for his band to come up and accept.
Now they're assholes. If that's the case,
then I'm on his side. Yeah, 100%.
We're looking for the clip. Did we find it, Paul?
No, what's that?
Right.
That's gross if they do that.
Yeah.
That's gross.
And it must have been a rep. They were trying to stop him at about 55 seconds. You know, he was only talking about that stuff for about like less than a minute, and you hear somebody from the side say, "Oh, we could rap now."
Oh, that's funny.
So, anyway, just those few basic facts.
Well, let's get the...
Well, you definitely filled in the blanks.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good, informative call. Thank you.
Very informative.
Okay, guys.
Yes.
Enjoying the show.
You can be so lucky when you go to K-Fog, Matt Pinfield. You get such an informative phone call.
That was a great call.
Thanks to the elevator getting stuck. I got
we're just filling in now. This was supposed to be our Dave Navarro time.
He's still in the elevator. That's unbelievable.
I think so. You got it, Paul? Let's try this out. Paul might have found the video. It's quick.
The whole process needs to be changed from the top to the bottom. Doesn't need to be this hard. There's nothing fancy going on out there that requires all of this stuff. They need to get their legal work straight. They need to respect the artists they say they're honoring, which they don't. I don't have any of my paperwork is signed. I have no licensing agreements with these people. They're trying to steal footage. They're trying to make me indemnify them. When they told me I was inducted, they said you can have 2 tickets, one for your wife and one for yourself. Want another one? It's $10,000. Sorry, that's the way it goes. He said, I'm playing here. What about my band? What about their wives? What about... They make this so unpleasant.
Wow.
That they came this close. We're not going to wrap this one up. I'm going to wrap you up.
Good for you, Steve.
You go sit down over there and learn something. So here's what you need to know. Okay. This is how close this whole show came to not happening because of the way the artists were actually being treated right now.
Well, good for him.
So I'll wrap it up right now.
No, you know what though? Not good for him. He should have just walked. That would have made a huge statement.
But this will go viral, no?
I think it's good that what he did too. I shed some light on it.
Did he perform with a house band or something?
Oh, yeah, no, he
should have said, "Fuck you guys, I'm not performing now."
Because if he just did that and didn't do that, then he would have looked like the asshole.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
exactly. Because you got to hear his side too.
You're right.
Coverage. You know, that's the reason why.
I think it's good for him to shine light on it. What do we know? We don't know that's going on behind his head.
Right,
He just look an asshole because he's attacking him.
Right.
Great. I'm glad he talked.
10 grand. 10 grand. Seriously, that would burn my ass right.
And he's performing.
Yeah.
That's just not. I mean, that's ridiculous.
His wives can't. It's like, come on, that's gross shit.
That's bad.
And you can hit a publicist, cunt, bitch, whoever is on the side saying, "Wrap it up."
Really, wrap it up and fuck you.
I want her to die.
This is the real shit. They always want you to wrap up when you're giving them the real shit.
Yes. Yes.
It's true.
Anyone could do the blah, 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 like what's his name? But, you know.
Because they're trying to hijack the fucking rock and roll or hijack music. It's like, I don't know who's running this fucking institution, but you're not music.
Right.
Music made you. You ain't make them. So if you shit on Steve Miller, you shitting on what you supposed to be honoring.
Of course.
And that pisses me off.
Yeah.
One of the Doobie Brothers blasted the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Well, which Doobie
Yeah, which one?
They ain't related, but they Doobie Brothers. Yeah. Scott of Virginia.
Hey, what's going on, O?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, earlier this week I heard a clip about the Doobie Brothers. The guy wanted to bring his grandmother or something, and he was blasting the Hall of Fame real good.
Wow. Why don't they get a bigger venue? I mean, obviously you want to bring a fucking family.
Coliseum in Greece.
Whatever.
I mean, gross. No, seriously, I agree. It's your family. It's the people you love. You want them to experience you being honored for the thing you've dedicated your life to.
Yes. But can't you just tell your grandma she was there?
But your kids, tell your kids that.
You can't.
You
tell
could
your
just
kid-
say,
You
"Look."
can tell your grandma, wasn't that a great night last night?
Yep.
She'll be confused for a second, but she'll go with it.
No, you know,
She'll be all right.
It was fun.
you can tell her it looks much better on TV.
I might have an update. Hold on. Let me see. I'm distracted by the state of Navarro. Dave is calling. Oh, Dave is calling. I got to go.
All right, bye.
All right.
What do you think you're dealing with?
Mr. Navarro, is this you?
This is me. I'm calling from your building.
I got a full house here.
Wow.
But I got a lot of people in studio. We were all excited to.
Is Matt still in there?
Yeah, I'm still here,
Matt
Dave.
Pinfield's still here.
I was looking forward to running into you.
Man, I was
Doesn't
so.
look like it's going to happen.
I hope it's going to happen, Dave.
No,
2000.
Yeah, go ahead,
Dave.
Oh no, we losing you?
Man on the moon.
Yeah.
2016 can't get an elevator.
I have a feeling he's
Yeah.
saying we can get a man to the moon,
Yeah.
but we can't get someone out of an elevator. I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
It is what I said. It's insane.
Yeah.
Man, Dave, I'm so sorry you're dealing with it.
Is that the firefighters downstairs right now?
Yeah.
All firefighters downstairs, and I'm feeling the elevator move right now. So either I'm coming out soon or I'm dying.
Hey, we're waiting for you, man. I really can't wait to see you.
Elevator up or highway to heaven?
Well, how do you think we feel? We can't get down.
Yeah, we might have to walk
Yeah,
down. That's
fuck
going to be an
that.
inconvenience for us.
That's right.
Stairs?
We might have to do the
I'm
stairs.
not doing that. I'm not doing that. No way. So anyway, guys, if I don't get... Hold on. Yep. When the doors open, step out. Thanks for the instructions.
Yes. Oh, that was wonderful.
That was the biggest laugh all show, man. Good job from the elevator.
Yeah, you get the biggest laugh today.
We're moving.
All right,
Right here.
Okay.
All right, they seem like they're moving now, finally.
That's great.
It's fucking hilarious.
It's been about an hour, though.
That's unbelievable.
Right.
That's a good story for him, though.
Dave?
Yeah.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
He's still there, but we might have lost his phone. They actually gave him that instruction when the doors open. Step out.
That's
Step
like
out.
his first day on the elevator.
All right, he's gone. I wish the phone was a little better, but he got that line in.
He got it in.
Those pictures of the fire department downstairs, though.
That's pretty wild.
That's
Yeah.
9/11.
That surprises me that it's so hard to get that to
Just come down.
stop happening. Yeah.
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 I tweeted out the picture of the people down the lobby trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Elevator's not a perfect science, fellas.
It's not.
It's still a mystery to us, like, you know,
Call Mr. Otis.
women's orgasms and
Unicorn.
Dave.
All right, guys, listen.
Yeah.
It looks like we are getting mobilized as we speak. I'm stuck in here
Yeah.
with two hot ladies. I got to tell you.
Yeah.
It has not been the worst morning.
It's like a music video
exactly.
for you.
Okay.
Another half an hour, I'm going to get lucky. But, okay, so am I running out of time? Should I still come up there? Or
Yes.
Oh, no, we'll see. No,
Yeah, come up.
No, come on up. We'll go late.
I'm telling you, this has been a pretty eventful day. But yeah, what I was saying earlier was that in 1969 we put two men on the moon while Mike Collins orbited the moon.
Right.
Yet in 2016, stuck in the elevator.
Stuck in an
Yeah.
elevator.
Unbelievable, Dave.
And how do you guys work in a building like this?
Well, we're just happy it didn't happen to us on the way in today.
Yeah, Opie helicopters in, so he comes down anyway.
I will say this. The City Fire Department has been awesome, and they have been communicating with us. And these guys are the real deal, man.
Not to mention so fuckable.
Real heroes. Let's not forget who the real heroes are.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'll see you in a little bit. We're coming out.
All right, good.
Dude, how often do you guys have breaking news as the source? You know,
That's hopefully we
Yeah.
get a little action for this, right, man?
Yeah.
You think we'll get a little action?
Yeah, there'll be some
A
action.
little action on this one?
Yes.
Dave
I know
Navarro
you
stuck
will.
in an elevator on his way
come
up to
on,
our show?
yeah, it's an incredible, it's a great story. You
It
never
is a
hear
great
of it.
story.
All the artists that have come through Sirius XM, all the guests you've had, all the comedians,
Right.
everybody else, actors, and This is the first time I've ever heard of this
Yeah,
happening.
Dave Navarro gets stuck in an elevator, but Rich Voss right in. He just comes right through the building.
Every time. Every time.
Strolls right in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just got a text from some friends.
Who's that?
On the way to the Keys to swim at the Dolphins. Hope on the radio. Hope Navarro gets out of the elevator.
That's great.
Showing me a video of them swimming with
Aren't they
dolphins.
glad that they're driving right now down to the Keys?
Nice.
Now they swim with dolphins, or they just swim with the girl from Showgirls.
Bring it back.
A little play. Right. Have you seen that scene yet, Chris?
With the
sex scene
Showgirls?
from the pool.
I saw the movie.
The sex scene from the pool.
Oh, yeah,
That's
where
just
she does the... That's
Yeah.
very weird.
It's the weirdest.
Is that what you guys were talking about?
Yeah,
or something? Why did she do that? Was that like
she
a...
thought that's what she thought in her mind was sex and sexy.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't really sure.
You think for real that's what she thought? I mean...
I'm sure.
We don't know.
I'm sure of it.
We can't figure it out.
But
'cause it looks
what
so
brought that up?
ridiculous.
That's hilarious.
I just brought it up in conversation yesterday. Then I had to open the video because he didn't remember the video.
Yep, I totally remember that. That part is actually stuck in my head because it's so weird.
Well,
yeah.
we get to see it again. So far, this is good. This is good.
But this is bad.
Right?
But this
So far,
at
it's
this
soft
point,
porn.
I'd be like, okay, I'm not going to come. You know what I mean? It's too weird.
It's too weird. Then it gets weirder.
Yeah.
When she has her head being slammed back into the pool over and over again, with a waterfall hitting her in the face. Here we go.
It makes me happy.
That's weird.
Here we go.
Who fucks like that?
Yeah, nah.
That's what a child would say. Hey, what do you think fucking is?
Yeah. I don't like that as like a white person.
Yeah, I think
I
you're
feel
right.
like people will think that aren't white will look at it and be like, oh, is that how white people do it?
Yeah, I think we got to shut down SeaWorld. I think they're right.
But the end is nice, the
And the
sensuous
end's
kiss.
nice. Yeah, a little kiss.
That medal was nonsense.
That's funny. I knew exactly what you were talking about. Yeah.
His birthday's on my fucking skull. I can't.
All right. Yeah, we'll do that. We're going to break really fast, and when we come back, I think Dave Navarro will be here.
Okay.
Squeeze in one more break. Stay there. We are back. Dave Navarro making his way into the studio.
I made it.
Yeah. Amazing. What's up, brother?
Hey, guys. Dave Navarro. What's up, buddy?
Oh, my God. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You know, the best part is, I sit in the elevator for an hour and a half.
It wasn't an hour and a half?
finally get up here, and the guy's like, just hang back outside for a few minutes. I stayed out in the hallway for a few minutes. Just hope they're not quite ready for you. I'm like, what?
It was, we went to commercials. No,
Just hang tight, buddy.
It'll just be a few more minutes.
Yeah.
That elevator's bigger than my apartment. You were fine.
It really was like sitting in a closet for an hour. It wasn't really that bad. It was just the idea. It was the not knowing.
Yeah. Did you really feel like you guys fell?
Yeah, we
before?
actually, because it was flying up. We're on 36, right?
Yeah.
So I would say around the 30s, it just stopped and dropped, I think, down to about 26. So we dropped about 10 floors. Oh, yeah, it was gnarly.
Shit? I mean, were you like
Actually
so...
shit?
No, I mean...
Like get scared?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like being on a roller coaster, a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
But I was with two other women, and they were, obviously shaking. We were all shaking.
Girls, am I right?
You said it, man.
It's never happened to me before, so.
That's
there you go.
crazy.
Yeah.
Did you feel like it wasn't going to slow down for a second or two there?
It had stopped by the time I was even aware that
Right.
something was going on. And then by that point, you're like, I should be afraid now, but it's done. So I'm not really afraid
At some
anymore.
point, you thought movies and looked up and was like, look for the hatch? Did you all look for the hatch?
No, I did, but you want to know
There you go.
the worst part is because you guys mentioned it, so then it got into my Twitter stream.
Oh, right.
And the worst part about being stuck in an elevator in 2016 is how many not funny comments people come up with.
Yes.
Well, I hope you saw the movie Devil.
Devil.
Like, oh my God. I'm like, come on.
It's the old lady.
That is just, it was so annoying. That was the most annoying part of it, to be honest with you. I just stopped looking at my tweets.
We fucked Dave Navarro over today.
God, you guys are really not funny. Oh, that's my worst fear. I sure hope you're okay.
Were the ladies babbling the whole time? Were they just babbling?
I think they were just kind of getting to know each other. It was one of those, like,
Okay.
like at the end of the thing, like, we're all going to exchange numbers and, like, get together on the anniversary of this every time. And, remember that time
Every Thursday we'll meet.
I just feel in 2016 you could get someone out of an elevator a lot faster.
Yeah,
than
an
now.
hour. That was my point. I was like, how are we at this station? You know what I mean? This building has thousands and thousands of people coming in and out every day.
They redid the elevators in the whole lobby, right?
Yeah, it's the kind where you can't push the button from the inside.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You
That's
can only do it
bullshit.
from the outside. So you have to let go of it, and it's all technology based. And, you know, you got the guy downstairs, the security guy, trying to explain to you something that he doesn't understand.
Right. And you know what's funny? If you look at the covers, they're actually Velcroed on. You can pull them off in the elevator.
I didn't know that.
They're Velcroed on.
It was
sorry,
crazy, but it was. Oh, look at you!
Now you got some coffee.
Yeah, the security guy downstairs, he don't know how to work that elevator.
No, he's like, my friend, they are going to go to engineering, and they are going to, I'm like,
holy shit.
You don't know what they're doing.
2 weeks ago, he was working at Popeye's Chicken.
He was.
Now he's in charge of
people to
security.
sign off on it.
But it's good to be here. Thanks for having me, you guys.
No worries. We were talking about elevators in New York. Every year we lose 2 or 3. The old elevators, they actually...
Yeah, the ones in the 20s. They're like all those old buildings.
Look, there was there's the sliding door and the guy who operates it for you.
Yeah.
I have more faith in those.
Me too.
Yeah.
Because there's a guy and you can see the door closed, but the guy's like, you're on the lobby level, so we're just going to open it up. And I opened the doors myself.
What did I say?
Concrete.
Concrete.
I'm like, I pushed the button. We're not on the lobby.
Why didn't you tell us which floor is concrete in between it?
They cemented
Because
you.
if we are in the lobby, we got bigger problems than me sucking the
That's like being
cemented you in.
buried alive. That's like buried alive feeling.
It really was. It really was.
Yeah. All right. Enough about it. He doesn't want to hear about elevators.
Scary.
Because that's going to be the rest of my day. Is like,
Now,
are you okay?
Yeah.
Shits and pisses, though. Did you have to shit or piss in there?
I was getting pretty close.
Okay.
I was getting pretty close.
At
And
some point, you could have been like, well, fuck them. If they're not going to let me out, I'm going to pee in here.
But no, because in this day of TMZ, I know you got a camera up in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just waiting for that one.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
It would have been good, though. With
I
the
know
good
that's
PR.
happening.
Yeah.
It would have still been better than a Jay-Z Solange video.
That's the
Or the
best
football
elevator.
player.
Well, the football player.
Ray Rice.
Yeah, that one's
That's rough.
I would have loved to see Dave Navarro beat up his own dick in elevator.
Dragging it out.
But the Solange video is
I
great.
tell you
I know
again.
the Solange video. What's that?
Oh, the Jay-Z getting beat up by his sister-in-law?
Oh, no, I haven't seen that.
Beyonce's sister.
And then the
You've never
whole
seen? Oh my God!
never-
You didn't see that? And the whole thing just goes away.
Yeah.
The whole story just goes away. Yeah.
As you know, she was doing it for Beyonce. Beyonce was
yeah.
sitting quietly in the elevator, too.
Just get to the
Jay-Z's
actual...
too big for that to.
He was right. He did the right thing, though.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
She knew how to fuck it.
No, you can go here too.
See, that's right there. You see that video right there we're looking at? I did not want that bird's eye view of me urinating in a coffee cup.
As long as you're facing the right
corner. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
I hear you.
You just gotta
That guy
understand.
did a coffee cup covered in kisses.
kicks him right
You
in
gotta
the
understand the camera angles. You would have been all right. The worst would have been you just crying in the corner.
No, I would have to explain to everybody. No, it's not really not that small. It's the angle.
Yeah.
It's just the angle they're shooting me from.
All right, well, we got Dave Navarro here. This is awesome. I saw Morning Sun. Jesus.
Thank you.
I tweeted yesterday. It is really good, but it is really heavy.
It's heavy. It's heavy. But I appreciate that. Yeah, Morning Sun, it's my documentary about, well, not to make it a dark morning, but it's about the murder of my mother and the story that of me going through that and going through the trauma and capturing the killer and essentially going to face him in prison.
Yeah.
And it's
shared a lot.
It's a documentary that me and my partner Todd Newman we made and shot and funded ourselves. It's about as independent as you can get.
Yeah. No, shot beautifully though.
Thanks.
It's
Yeah,
real.
it was.
If you notice, it goes through different aspect ratios because it took so long to make.
Oh, okay.
So when we started the movie, it was, it was the square, I forget what it is.
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
You know
the-
what that shot,
yeah.
It was, it was like square TVs.
Oh,
and then,
okay.
and then it went to 16:9. So,
Wait, so how many years?
it took like 5 or 6 years.
5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
I think that adds to it, though, when you watching it. I think it adds to the documentary part
I
of
think
it.
so too, because then you have like a mixed medium and there's old, old black and white footage.
Why did it take 5 or 6 years? Did you feel like, all right, I got to shelve this for a while?
To be perfectly honest, we didn't have a management company, we didn't have a distribution company or a studio or a financer or anybody, and frankly, I had to go on tour, I had to go shoot Ink Master, like I was gone for months and months at a time.
Yeah.
So it just, unwanted breaks.
But doesn't it
because I
take
gotta
a long
work.
time to
And
make
it
a
takes a long
documentary?
time anyway. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Longer than a movie.
Yeah, I'll never do it again. My next film is going to be
It's going to be
scripted,
a lot,
for sure.
a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we heard the stories over the years, and you would get a piece here, a piece there, and then, I mean, was this freeing for you to finally get it all out there?
You know, the
whole
interesting
story?
thing was, I guess it was in a way. What was nice about it is how helpful it has been to other victims of domestic violence and interfamily abuse, and you know, we've spoken out and joined up with Safe Horizon, which is
I
a
know
really
Safe
great
Horizon.
organization.
I work with them with Malak Rock.
Yeah.
I did a bunch of shows for Safe Horizon throughout the years.
Great organization, nomore.org,
Iman, too.
which is Mariska Hargity's anti-domestic violence group. And so we've been able to reach out to a lot of people, and that has been pretty rewarding. But I think that telling the A to B to C story is kind of like, you know, it was cathartic in the sense that it was a creative process that was really great for me to do.
Yeah.
But I think the really rewarding part is having people say, you know what, man, this has really helped us and really helped me and helped me not feel alone. And, and that's been the
cool.
part that's been great about it.
The one part of the movie, the ending, I'm not going to give it away because people haven't seen it.
Sure.
But you keep kind of showing where the movie's going.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you're kind of going to that final shot. How do I explain it? It's like that final shot. I'm like, what is the fuck is going on here? Right? And then it all comes together. And you're like, oh, that's all right.
We wanted to make, you know, me and my partner wanted to make a film. And we talked about different ideas, scripted ideas, documentary ideas. Then I just said, you know what, man? The one story I know the best is this story. And that's how we embarked upon it. But we also, you know, we're artists, and we wanted to make an art film, but we wanted to make a documentary, and we wanted to tell something linear. So we kind of tried to merge them all together. And what you're talking about is part of that, like, artistic, left of center.
You kept cutting to what the ending's going to be.
That we wanted to bring into the film.
But you don't understand. It's not in full focus yet what he's going to show you. It was creepy at first.
At first, it looks like it's just pure shock value. And like, what the hell is this doing here?
Exactly.
And then in the end, you realize that it's metaphorical for making something beauty out of something painful. Beautiful out of painful.
Is it out now?
Yeah, it's on iTunes and it's on Amazon and Google Play. And in fact, April 19th at 7 o'clock at Apple Soho, there's a Meet the Filmmaker event that we're doing that's open to the public and Q&A. Right. And that's going to be curated and moderated by Katie Linendahl, who's a close friend. And it's going to be great. So I would really implore you guys to come down, just because it would be nice to see you and meet you.
That'd be awesome.
Talk to you.
To check that out.
Yeah.
Were you relieved they wouldn't allow cameras in when you went and saw your mom's killer?
They weren't. Yeah, I was, because, you know, you watch a lot of. I'm addicted to, like, investigation, discovery, and 48 hours, all that stuff. I mean, it's just murder porn is
First
like
48.
I love it. First 48 is great. Yeah. But you know, if you look at a lot of those programs, you know, they kind of focus on the killer and you know, there's a mystery and a mystique that comes along with that. And I just didn't want to take that approach. You know, I wanted to focus on the family and, you know, the ripple effect that is caused by, you know, violent offenses like this. Yeah. So I didn't want to turn this guy into a folk hero. Right. I didn't want to turn him into a mysterious character. So the fact that I couldn't bring a camera in there, because I would have. I know you would. You know what I mean? But, you know, California laws are you can't bring a camera into someone on death row, who was on death row at that point. And, you know, it worked out good, because I got to say what I wanted to say. I got to sit face to face with the guy. And to tell you the truth, man, there was something really empowering about walking out of there and leaving him in there. Right. You know what I mean? And just seeing, you know, because, like, there's this sense of justice that comes along when a verdict comes down, but until you go and see what the conditions are that this guy is living in, you don't really understand that, you know.
Punishment is, you
don't really understand what they're facing. Like, they just kind of go away, and then you go on with your life. But
and you start assuming they might have a pretty good life in there. And
well, you think, well, they're playing chess, and they're working out, and they're watching TV, and having some laughs, and, you know, maybe getting lucky in the shower room. Who knows? You know what I mean? Like, you can adjust. The human being can adjust. But let me tell you something, man. I don't care how great it is in there. There's nothing to adjust to. It is a fucking nightmare in there. And it was really great to see.
I will say this.
Freedom's more important.
It was kind of cool to see that, you know, this guy spent a lot of his adulthood, you know, where he was like a viable person, locked up.
And in the movie Morning Sun, that scene when it's obvious you can't take anyone else with you to go see him, and you're walking, you're walking into the, you know, and your guy's left behind, the camera guy.
Yeah.
And he's feeling it for you, like, man, I don't know how he's going to handle this.
Yeah.
Like, he really wanted to pretty much hold your hand.
Crazy.
And then you see Dave just walk into the distance to go talk to his mom's, you know, killer without the camera. I'm like, what? It was so powerful, that scene.
That was all real. I mean, we didn't, you know, listen, I want to implore people out there that are considering facing, you know, a perpetrator of a violent crime, like, set it up. I mean, there's organizations that do that for you. I literally just went up there
and showed up.
Didn't tell anybody. I didn't contact anybody.
Did he know you were coming?
No, nobody knew.
So he's like, I got a visitor.
Yeah.
Who is it?
And
that's crazy.
It was crazy. And
and what was his first reaction when he found that it was you?
He was stunned. He couldn't believe it was me.
And then he know you as like he knew of your fame and everything.
How long has he been in jail?
Oh man, since early '90s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
This is, I mean, the crime was in '83, and then he spent, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 years on the run, and then taken down by America's Most Wanted, John Walsh. Who, you know,
and there was a young Dave Navarro in the courtroom.
Oh yeah. And John Walsh, I got to tell you, man, I went and met with him to, you know, talk to him in the film, and he is just an absolute hero of mine.
I'm telling you, definitely.
But this guy, you know, when this happened, America's Most Wanted was like in its infancy, and they reached out to us to have our story be highlighted, and I was like, hey man, that's not cool, don't sensationalize my family's tragedy for your ratings, man, you know, that whole thing. But they ran it anyway because that's what they do. They're a television program, and it's public domain. And I got to tell you, man, I'm the first to say that I was wrong about it. I mean, those guys were pivotal in getting this guy and taking him down.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. How do you take that show off the air? You can't take the show like that off the air.
They took it off the air.
I know. I mean,
we caught them all.
That takes balls. Where you're like, all right, we're done with this. We got to move on to other shows because it really was helping people.
And it seems like now, like it actually would be pretty smart to bring it back because
I think CNN is playing around whether they have it like maybe once a week or once. They
got him on
series on. Yeah,
they grabbed him and
he's on the hunt, right? He's like the hunt,
and the website still exists too, so you always have that running. But the TV show needs to be.
What's crazy is that this culture, today's culture, has become so obsessed with murder and death and crime, and you know everything you watch is, you know, all the highest rated stuff is as dark as it can get, and maybe it's a good time to bring it back, you know, because it definitely does a service.
No question.
Did you forgive your mom's?
Fuck no.
All right, good.
Forgive him?
No, good.
Yeah.
No, because there's a lot of people that talk about, you know, it's healthy to actually forgive the person.
It may be healthy, but I got to forgive I got to start with the building that put this elevator system in place. You know what I mean? There's a few more immediate areas that I could put forgiveness towards.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Start with Otis.
I'm with Dave though, because a lot of times you hear, you know, you just forgive the person. And,
No.
What they're talking that closure thing. Come on, you gotta live.
There's no closure, and what they're talking about is not to forgive them because then they're let off the hook. What they're talking about with that is letting yourself off the hook for carrying around some burden. And I've definitely unloaded myself without forgiving him, because I think forgiveness is just it's a touchy-feely self-help word that gets bandied around when, like, you know, a girlfriend cheats on you. But this is like murder. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I'm not down.
How long did you visit him for?
I was in there for like a half an hour, maybe.
Was he remorseful?
No.
He wasn't.
Just a piece of shit.
No. Not even remotely.
What?
No.
Didn't that bother you?
What was the first thing he said, Dave, when he saw you come in?
Well, I'll tell you the truth, man. I didn't expect him to be. And I didn't expect, like I say in the film, if you, listen, I went, and this might play into your forgiveness angle, I went in there to unburden myself and walk through the fear of seeing this guy, of seeing where he's at, of, you know, getting some kind of awareness in terms of where things are now and the perspective and the reality. It wasn't necessarily to forgive him, but I knew full well going in, I'm not going to get an answer I want. I'm not going to get an apology. I'm certainly not going to get an explanation that makes sense. If you go into and this speaks to situations in all aspects of life, if you walk in with realistic expectations of the outcome,
you're
going to be cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
And realistically, like, I'm not going to expect a murderer to,
apologize or something.
Apologize, or even if he does, like, it's all cool, and we're going to pound it out now.
Of course.
Yeah. Pound it. Like, I don't think so.
It sounds like you got some power back, though.
For sure.
For
sure. And just through making the film and just having that be completed, I mean, there were so many different areas of hurdles that needed to be jumped in the process of this, and even releasing the thing. Like, it's all done, it's in the can, it's the day before it's coming out, and I'm like, do I really want to do this? I don't want to put this thing out. It's like, there's nothing you can do. And the ball is in motion, and like, thank God it worked out.
It really is an amazing film.
I can't wait to see it.
I thought it was great.
The one thing, I'm trying to talk about stuff that doesn't give,
I want to see it.
I don't want to give it away, but my mom dies in it.
It's like ruining the Titanic.
But that's how, I learned
His
about
mother's Kaiser Sose.
I learned about Dave Navarro. That's how he handles some of this dark shit, is through humor, though.
For sure. You got to, man. I'm not about to let this situation, or this guy, even if you want to put a face on it, rob me of one of the greatest things in life, which is humor.
Right.
There's no chance. I'm not going to let that happen. I tried drugs. I tried, weird sex addiction stuff. I tried all kinds of things.
Well, don't gloss over that, motherfucker.
Let's just
put a marker on that and then get back
He
to it.
even adds that to the movie.
Oh, yeah, that's in there. That's in there. But
the openness that he went with is pretty impressive.
One thing I've realized, it's a lot easier to be open about something you did 20 years ago than you did yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
I mean, so like laughter and humor and just that is something that's so vitally important to me in my life and my friends' lives and the people I connect with, that there's no way I'm going to let that be robbed. And I wanted to put that in the film and show that, you know what, man, like, if you can't have a sense of humor as you go through life, even as you move through tragedy, I don't think you're doing anything right.
I agree.
You gotta laugh, because laughing is a release valve. You know what I mean? It's an emotional release.
Now, has anybody who, like maybe his family or somebody stepped to you or say anything to you about the film? But
No.
Really?
No, I'm pretty certain that...
They all think he's an asshole, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we have court testimony of his family talking about the fact that he did, in fact, do this.
Right.
So, and the bottom line is, I could give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dave,
about what his family thinks.
You went through tough times after this, but was there a moment where you finally were like, all right, I'm good? Like, I'm at, I guess, do I say at peace? At peace with what happened?
I would say more at peace.
More at peace,
you know
right.
What I mean?
That's what I would think.
I think that as an artist, because I was well on my way to being an artist before all this happened, and I was well on my way, frankly, to being a drug addict before all this happened. I don't want to blame drug addiction on this, because that would do a disservice to millions of sufferers from violent crime that don't become drug addicts.
Sure.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, I was doing it, believe me, beforehand.
It was a perfect formula, though.
It was a formula for escape and for getting away with shit. You know what I mean? Because I could always point to it and go, "What do you mean? I got this thing, so I can do drugs."
Right.
What can you say? But I was going to do that anyway. But I think that I'm more at peace than ever. And frankly, the older I get and the more distance I get, and the more I'm able to learn to live in the moment, the more at peace I am. And I hate to say it, but it's like, if the 25, 27-year-old me could see the 48-year-old, 49-year-old me, I'd be very shocked at where I am. Which is good.
Which is a good place.
Amazing.
Absolutely. We're all Jane's Addiction fans. I fucking love Jane's Addiction. What's in the movie, too, this isn't that bad. I could say this, too.
Say whatever you want, man.
What freaked me the fuck out, so Jane's Addiction is becoming huge, and this guy's on the loose for 8 fucking years.
Yeah.
When you explain this in the film, now you're on these stages all over the world, basically. And you're like, this fucking guy, that must have played with your head. This fucking guy might be in this crowd right now.
Yeah, I mean, because you're talking about somebody who is clearly insane. I mean, let's think about it. What I really tried to pinpoint on something like this is like, the thinking is like, oh my God, this really maniacal killer is on the loose. But really, like, guys in a room talking, guy's a fucking pussy. Like, he couldn't take no for an answer. Like, everybody in this room has gone through heartbreak. Everybody in this room has lost something.
More than a few.
This is a guy who couldn't handle it. Right. We could all handle it. We're all men.
And move on, right.
You know
It's
what I mean?
cowardly.
And if you think about how cowardly that is and how infantile that is.
It's arrested development.
It really is. But at the time, that kind of clarity is very hard to grab onto. So we were in a lot of fear, and like, I'm out of town. Is he going to go after my existing family in LA? Is he coming after me? The reality is the guy's running away and doesn't want to be anywhere near us. Yeah. But I mean, it definitely.
Did you have
how old were you when
15?
This happened?
Did you have those moments on stage though, where you're looking around, really starting to get extremely paranoid? Like you're trying to. You're in a great spot as a rock star, and now you're like
not really. But those days were, frankly, very blurry. They were a long time ago. A lot of chemically filled nights, not all bad. Just because I don't do drugs anymore doesn't mean I didn't used to really love them. Right. But we had a good time back then. But yeah, just like that whole time of my life was just a psychotic, scary, exciting, intense blur. Right. And it speaks to the fact that now I'm very low key and slow moving, and to me, I like being still, and I think the older we get, the more we start to appreciate that stuff.
That whole being still thing.
Finally,
I finally get it.
But as a kid, like after it first happened, like the next summer or the summer after, did you go around looking for this motherfucker?
No.
Did you just put it out your head?
Well, I didn't put it out my head, but what am I going to do? Like, where am I going to go?
Were you like aware? Would you like peek and say?
If the FBI and law enforcement can't find him, what am I going to do? Get in my car?
Don't put your faith in the FBI, first of all.
Well, the FBI took him down, man. I have all faith in the world. Those guys.
That's true.
They put this guy. FBI put this guy in the top 10, which took some doing at that time, and made him a most wanted fugitive and took him down. So, things may have shifted since then, but in the early 90s, man, these guys, I owe so much to them.
Was he far away from you too? Like
they took him down in Texas, and the crime was in LA. So he was still in the States.
Yeah.
But he had like a number of aliases and different.
Yeah. He changed his look and everything.
Yeah, but here's They say that he changed his look, but if you really look at it, he grew a mustache. Really? That was it. He changed his look. He moved to another state. Well, not really. But he grew a mustache.
Yeah, you'd think you would change the look a little more.
He may as well have put on one of those glasses with the nose and the mustache on it.
Well, the helplessness of that in the film comes out clear, too, because everyone knew this guy was a problem after he broke up with your mom. Like, also she's at lunch, I think it was, and he's kind of in the distance with like pointing a fake gun at her and pulling the trigger.
God damn it.
And the helplessness you felt, because you're like, holy fuck, everyone knew this guy was a problem, and he was hanging around, and there's really, truly nothing that anyone could really do, it seemed like.
You're right, and I will tell you this, and you're right, I'm glad you brought that up. This was, back in 1983, and we didn't really have words like domestic violence, so we didn't really know about shelters, and certainly no internet, no outreach programs, and we didn't know.
Restraining orders wasn't the same either.
She had one, but it wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same. They didn't enforce them just like that.
So what I would say to people now is that I would love for this to be a cautionary tale in terms of, like, if you're seeing crazy behavior and you're seeing somebody become unglued, like, do something about it.
Get away
now.
from it,
Now is the time, and I can't tell you how many girlfriends I have that have abusive boyfriends or ex-boyfriends that stalk them, or internet stalkers, certainly with the way the social media is now. It's a scary environment. And now anybody in the world has access to anybody else.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I would just implore people, men and women, to take action when they can, because I know from experience that it can go as south as it can possibly go
real fast.
And you were supposed to be in the house that day.
I was.
This movie you got to see.
Yeah,
it's an incredible documentary. It's great.
Have you watched it with an audience?
I haven't sat in I can't watch it again.
Okay.
After making it, because I sat through every edit, we made it ourselves.
With it.
But we've had 2 public screenings, and I do Q&As afterwards.
Okay.
So I let it run, and then I come in at the end, and we actually have a good time. The Q&As are my favorite thing, because I'm talking with fans, I'm talking with other people going through similar situations. I'm talking to other documentary fans and filmmakers, and so it's a lot like this, where it's just like kind of loose and fun, and we come from a place of love and experience, but we like to have laughs too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's communal.
That's our show.
A communal good time.
Our fucking show.
Yeah. And I got to tell you that I really appreciate you tweeting about it months ago when you first saw it. I mean, that really
that's
meant a
nice
lot.
to know. Dave sees my tweets every once
Oh,
in
it
a
really
while.
helped us out, man.
I'm kidding.
It really helped us out.
But you were
That's
supposed to be
amazing.
in the house that day, but your dad switched his days.
Yes. Yeah.
You think he would have killed you?
For sure.
Fuck.
For sure.
That's crazy to think about.
Because my aunt was there, and he killed her, and he had no problem with her. She just happened to be there. So whoever was in the house was going to get it. Divine intervention, I'd like to think so. I have my own idea of what God and spirituality is, and all that connectedness. It's not necessarily religious, but I have it.
Yeah.
And I do believe that was at work.
Sometimes your father try to piss you off, and you go like this, "You motherfucker." You know what? It's all right.
Wait, say again?
Your father sometimes
My
piss you
dad?
off? Yeah.
Well, I'm a
And then you
grown
forgive
man.
him because you remember?
I'm a grown man.
I just thought you give him a pass because he got you out that day.
He gets a pass no matter what because, he's my
Look at
family
you.
and I love him.
Look at you writing lyrics.
Yeah, because songs about my dad are really going to take off.
I can dance to. Luther made it work.
Yeah.
Luther Vandross made it work.
Hell yeah.
He was dancing with him.
I don't think you explained in the movie about the time this guy ended up handcuffing you to the toilet and why no one
I
took
did
that.
explain that.
I'm trying to remember. Maybe I missed
I mean, I went to, about it because I explained it.
Well, no, you explained what happened that day, but why weren't the authorities involved after
Because
that?
I didn't tell anybody.
That's what it was. I was trying to remember. Okay. And why, you were just too scared to tell anybody?
I didn't want anybody I didn't want another confrontation to happen with somebody else in my family.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so if someone goes to it, you know what I mean?
You're protecting them.
I was protecting other members of my
Ain't
family.
that crazy?
But you went in the house and that guy was in there, and you surprised him basically. And he handcuffed you to a toilet. This movie, I got to say it again. You got to see this. This is only some of the stuff that we're bringing out.
I really appreciate it, man.
It's amazing.
It means a lot.
It's an amazing film.
Right. But what were you thinking? You thought he was going to...
I thought I was dead. For sure.
And
sure.
And he handcuffed you in there for a while, right?
Yeah.
And you were... How old were you then?
And that's probably why I was able to get through the elevator thing. I'm used to it. Dave's been like, this is nothing, ladies.
See the film. Dave's been through way worse. Some of this old footage of his sexual addictions.
Those weren't so bad. Those weren't so bad.
Did he just get hung up on the hooks? Did he do the hooks?
He's got some
hooks. I do that now. That wasn't in the movie, but I love that. You're talking about suspension.
There's a scene in there.
Yeah, people who do suspension
I get you see it a little
That's great.
bit.
It's part of Jane's show, too. Which is
Yeah, we have that during the Jane's Edition
Wait, you really
show.
love that?
Oh, yeah.
People who do it usually love it.
Why do you love it, though?
It's a release.
Does it hurt?
Yeah, oh, yeah, a lot.
What is
I'm
it?
one of
What
those
is it?
guys who's like, no, it doesn't hurt.
You get suspended from the ceiling with a hook. So your skin.
Hook? Yeah, you get pierced with hooks, and then you can hang from your different parts of your body and swing around.
Yeah.
And I guess the best way to put it in layman's terms is like, people used to walk on coals, or people used to lay on bed of nails, or whatever it is. That's it.
my
Right
God.
there. He's done that.
That's a sexual thing?
No.
No.
Yeah. It's a multitude of things. It can be really physical. It can be spiritual. It can be just an adrenaline rush. It can be just a challenge. It's different for so many people, and it's frankly different every time. If you can actually look, you can.
And it hurts.
Look me up doing it. I don't know who that is.
Pull up.
What the fuck? We're going to do it. Let's have
Way to
Dave.
go, man.
Look at the hooks. Look at the hooks they put in the motherfucker.
It's very a man called
It's all
horse.
skin.
You remember
The
a man called
yeah,
horse?
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what they did. The same thing. They hung him up.
Richard Harris.
Richard Harris. Richard Harris.
That's you? Yeah, you're the one in the queue.
Oh shit, Dave.
That.
Oh
my God.
How many?
Listen to the joy.
I love it. That's 10 hooks.
That's 10 hooks.
That's 2 in the back, 2 in the chest, 2 in the knees. Maybe it's 2, 3, 4.
2 in the knees,
and then 2 in the lower.
So
limbs.
what's this sound? I'm not trying to make fun of, but what's good about that? I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm sincerely asking.
It really is that that old adage: if you have to ask, you don't understand. Or unless you do it, you wouldn't understand. But like it's one of those things. Like if you're fascinated by it and you try it, then then you're going to find out the answer to that. But for me, it's different every time. You see, there's one where I'm from my back.
Yeah.
There's one.
Is it kind of like acupuncture type of
Look at that one.
release?
That one.
Whoa,
No. The
look
one
at
about
that one.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Wait, which one?
That's a girl hanging from her back, and then she's got hooks on her chest and
You're
stomach,
hanging-
and I'm hanging from her.
Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Wow.
check that out.
Wow.
Get the fuck out.
Oh, look at that.
But she is the hero in that one.
Yes,
because
she is.
I've got 10 hooks on her, she's got 20, and she's carrying me.
How does that not rip? Yeah, does it leave the
Your
scars?
body just doesn't, your skin doesn't rip like that. It doesn't.
Skin is
It
unbelievable.
doesn't tear like that. Yeah.
Waterproof.
We were
fucking-
saying before you got in here, everything you've been through, and you look way better than us. What
I
the
know.
fuck are we
Yeah,
doing wrong?
exactly.
What are we doing wrong?
I don't know, man. I don't. I'll tell you exactly what I do because I get asked all the time. I don't eat dairy. I don't eat sugar.
I stopped the dairy.
It's the best. Don't go in the sun ever.
Well, I'm going in the sun.
Well, then you're fine. Don't worry about it. But you know what I mean? Like, there's drink tons of water. Don't drink. Don't do drugs. I don't smoke anymore. You know. Yeah, I know.
No,
I know.
I started the dairy.
I go to museums. That's what I do.
The dairy sugar thing's a biggie. I feel like a completely different person
Yeah,
since I.
that's what I wanna
You can't
give up
totally
to
get rid of
dairy and
sugar
sugar.
because it's in everything, but drastically
cheese,
dropped it
though.
in dairy.
Yeah, right.
Cheese,
I just
though.
feel different.
So good.
But there's vegan options
Yeah.
that are
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah.
But the thing with sugar is like, yeah, you're right. Like, okay, it's in salad dressing, maybe it's in ketchup,
Right.
like, it's in everything. But like,
Just knock it down, and you'll
don't
feel
have
different.
a slice of cake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I will say that there are those days where I'm like,
Oh yeah, there's still a
fuck
cheap
it.
dairy
yeah.
in there,
Like,
right?
because
You
the
got it.
problem that I'm faced with is that I live in LA where we have In-N-Out.
I love In-N-Out.
And
First
that,
thing I go to as soon as I get off the
absolutely
plane.
right.
Land, you go to In-N-Out Burger.
Like, I'm thinking of moving to the East Coast permanently just to escape that. You guys don't have it.
You ever do the animal style?
Hell yes.
What's animal style?
Animal style is a secret In-N-Out thing. You have to ask
I'm not
for
a
it.
fan of the animal style. I
What do you get for protein
just,
double?
I
That's
just
what
don't
you wanna
fuck
do.
with
You
the
don't
regular
say double,
protein.
double.
Well, here's, oh, you go
Or
protein.
no, I don't go protein. Fuck that. I want the bun.
Yeah, you want the bun.
Yeah,
exactly.
I go
But
regular double.
Animal style is there's a whole secret off the menu.
Yeah.
God, I'm getting hungry now.
All right, so animal style is the special sauce and extra cheese and whatever the hell
So
they do
good.
on it. The key is to not do the animal style on the burger. You get the straight up burger like you're saying,
And then with the fries.
animal style on the fries.
Agree.
Animal style.
That is the key. That is the key.
He's right.
Because don't fuck with the burger. Kicking pearls of wisdom at
You know, since that elevator thing happened, you really.
Hey, did you have to
really
replace
gotta
your
get this out
addictions
there.
with something else? The drugs and the
Oh,
alcohol?
yeah. Well, I mean, for sure. But I mean, I've been clean a long time.
How long?
Coming up on 5 years.
Yeah.
And I've been clean a long time before that. I just had a back surgery opiate thing where I was like, oh, maybe it says take as needed, and I need 15.
As needed.
But so that was a little slip up. But
What's the definition of need?
Yeah, I need as many as I can take. But
My mouth can fill.
I switched it up with work because I'm a workaholic. You know, I work in television. I'm touring with the band. Did the film. I do a radio show on KBC in LA. That's more of a political talk show.
No, I hear it's really good.
I was driving down Sunset and I saw your thing, some billboard you were on. I was like, this guy fucking does everything.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say I'm a workaholic, you know, and
well, that's good.
I don't know really. And so that and exercise and eating well and, you know, dating girls I like a lot.
You don't miss it?
Girls?
No.
I would miss that.
Speaking of In-N-Out, how's the girl?
Do I miss the drugs? You know what? Yeah, of course I do.
You don't smoke pot?
No. Gateway, dude.
You seriously just said that.
Smoke it to get back out of the game.
Well, that's right.
For me it is. I'll tell you what. For me it is because the second I smoke a hit of weed or take a bongo, and I'm like, fuck it, let's call the guy. You know what I mean? Let's go. Because I don't know.
No middle ground.
Oh, sorry.
No middle ground.
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how to do the smoke some weed and watch Better Call Saul and chill. Like, that's not my thing. You know what I mean?
That's a really good thing to do, though, by
I
the
need
way.
to block out 3 weeks.
All
to party right.
0 to 100.
At least.
0 to 100.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's what I miss.
Yeah.
I miss the instant rush. I miss the euphoria, of course. But what I don't miss is it because the way I am, it affects every area of my life, and all the things I love and enjoy are gone. Yeah, and I don't miss losing those things.
Yeah, right.
You know, so if I play the tape through, if I think it through, it's like, all right, well then, if you're getting high the way you get high, because I get high gnarly, okay?
You get real gnarly.
It gets bad. Like, here's
3 weeks.
Here's a quick story of my last run.
Oh
so
my gosh.
Oh, Jesus.
This is gonna be good.
So I had
sit back.
I had a relapse with the opiates and the oxys, and I was kind of, then that just is like, fuck it, okay, I'm getting high. So then it's coke, then it's freebase, then it's crack, then it's ecstasy, it's all that stuff. Then I have a house party going, right? House party going. I'm in the bathroom with a freebase pipe, hitting, rock cocaine, and I look out in my living room. I had this white, like, faux fur rug. It was really gorgeous, big, elaborate rug. I look out, and there's 2, like, 20-year-old hottest girls you've ever seen, like completely naked, getting it on with each other. Right? And I'm looking out the door going, you guys okay? All right. I'll see you. Have fun. And I just closed the bathroom door, and I'm smoking ice. Like, that's...
it kept you away from life.
Kept me away from life.
The things he loves. That's what he's saying.
But didn't the drugs create more of those situations with those girls like that?
Yeah, but then you got people in your house that you don't really know.
Right.
Trust. I'm painting it in broad strokes, so you get a visual of wow, that sounds like every guy's dream. Yet you'd rather be locked in the bathroom by yourself.
That's the point.
No, I got you.
It comes to that or great sexual.
That's gonna make me laugh all day. I might as well call the guy.
That's a great line. It's music to my ears. Oh, you got that.
So, and basically, it gets in the way of my sex life. It gets in the way of my health. I start looking like hell. My friends, I'm not hanging out with my friends anymore. I'm not going to the gym anymore. I'm certainly not working. I'm spending a shitload of money and not making any. It's just like, it's not worth it.
But see, Dave, you're making that's all obvious. But for a lot of people, they can't get to that point. They'll never get to that point where they realize, holy fuck.
It took me a long time to get to that point.
Look at all the shit I'm missing by continuing.
Oh, man. I mean, I was in and out of rehab all throughout my 20s. Like, it took a long time. It took a lot of work. And, I'm not one of these guys who says recovered. I do say recovering because it is an everyday process. I wake up and I've got a meditation that I do, and I gotta stay in check.
Right.
Yeah.
But, man.
And also, it's just like you just become a shitty person. Lying to people, come saying shady stuff, doing shady stuff, hanging out with people that are, aren't there for your best interest, and they're there to take advantage of you, and you're taking advantage of them.
Enough about my family.
You know what I mean? It's like, if you're not going to get me high or have sex with me, why are we talking? And that's not the mindset I want to be in.
Right. Dave's changed his life.
Absolutely.
Do you have a question for Dave Navarro, Matt Pinfield?
No, Dave, I'm just so what's going on next with the live music stuff that's happening? I mean, the tour's going
Chains Addictions, we're celebrating 25th anniversary of
Ritual. And I've seen all the stuff. I posted it myself. I love it,
so we're going to go and do some shows and support that. We're playing the record in its entirety. We're doing a bunch in the States. We're doing it in Europe. And I'm actually, I'm working on that. And I'm doing the Ink Master show, which is
great,
which is happening still. So, lots and lots of stuff to do, and working on possibly putting together a new film.
How would Perry have reacted to getting stuck in the elevator?
I think he would have been totally cool.
He would have been zen, right?
He would have. No, Perry would have.
Yeah, one of the. You've done all these rock interviews over the years. We had Perry Farrell on the phone once talking about his. What did he want to do? One of those festivals.
Yeah.
Where everyone was going to camp out all night and wait for the aliens.
Yeah. Oh, God, that was a long time ago, huh?
Yeah. That's probably late '90s.
Oh yeah.
And he couldn't get it off the ground because he couldn't find a venue that was willing to let everyone camp out all night.
That's right.
And it had to go away. But how he explained it was like the most amazing thing. Where I started believing that we could possibly wait for the aliens to come out.
Yet another reason to not do drugs anymore.
What a trip. Between him and you guys must have had some times back in the day.
The funny thing is that he had his whole drug trip, and I had my whole drug trip, and we did it separately, which was very weird.
Maybe the smart way though.
Well,
I don't know.
It becomes isolating anyway.
Yeah, it was isolating, and then certainly if like for me, I was doing a lot of coke, so shooting a lot of coke, and I think he was too. I don't really know, but that makes you paranoid, it makes you isolated, and it makes you think that people are out to get you, and there's plotting and scheming. So you have two super creative, guys in different hotel rooms, paranoid about. There's not a whole lot of partying going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. I was saying to people, it's not being
awesome.
a party. It's not being a party.
No, it's not awesome.
Just every couple of minutes, you open the door looking outside.
The life of a rock star. I mean, as we sit on the sidelines, we're thinking they have this amazing life, and they're crawling around a hotel room trying to find a
majority of it,
nugget of
whatever you think
somewhere.
it is. Like if you watch that show Vinyl, it's not that.
Right.
It's spending the majority of your time looking out the blinds. They're coming. I'm sure you're waiting for the FBI.
The FBI's on its way.
The FBI is going to deploy helicopters to bust you with the gram of coke that you have.
It's true.
But we really think that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God! This movie, Morning Sun, now available on iTunes. I'm surprised that more people haven't seen this thing yet.
Yeah, documentary films don't get a lot of heat to begin with.
It's
a
slow
process.
It's my number one genre.
On Netflix,
We gotta
I
pump
just
it.
go through everything I can see. I go out to see.
I've seen everything on Netflix that there is.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Did you see the?
Yes.
You're going to say yes. Did you see the documentary of the old picture from New York from Rockefeller Center with the 11 guys on the steel? They did a documentary on that. On that picture.
They searched them down.
I heard about that one.
They found two descendants. They think they live in Ireland.
Did you see that? They were a little late putting that movie together.
Did you see that one?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
They didn't get that final scene together. It was like, we should have made this 20 years ago.
It was a quick hour.
I will tell you that I've seen everything that there is on Netflix, and the reason I know that is because I just finished watching all of Luther. And once you've done all of Luther,
what do you do next?
That means there's nothing left.
Idris Elba didn't do that.
There's nothing left.
It's called Men at Lunch. It was all right. It was a quick hour, whatever.
Yeah.
But what's your favorite documentary of
all time,
or recently?
Well, I loved Imposter.
I didn't see
That
that.
was amazing. I saw that in the theater.
Imposter was great.
I couldn't get through that.
What's Imposter about?
Is it the painting?
It's about this kid disappears, and then they think that they found this son.
It's about a kid who pretends to be this lost kid from a family, and he comes back from overseas and inserts himself into a family, and they don't know that it's not him, it's the whole.
But there's acting in that one, right?
Or there's slight recreation.
Yeah, I don't like when they do that.
No, it's really well done.
You know what the best documentary I've ever seen was The Act of Killing. You see that one?
I didn't care for it.
Really?
No.
Oh wow! I'd say that's the best movie I've ever seen.
What is that? What is it?
It's great. No, it's great, but I didn't. There it is. And there's another one that he's done after that.
Yeah,
I didn't see the Act of Killing.
It's the best, not just documentary, best movie I've ever seen.
Why?
What is it about?
It's about a guy who
It's so
arranged
weird.
mass murders and killings, and they take him back. There's the second one.
That's the second one, yeah.
They take him back to recreate the killings and the murders
through popular movies.
Yeah.
They act the killings through doing scenes in popular movies. So he'll be like playing John Wayne, but reenacting the killings that he did.
Yeah, it is great. I hate to say it, but I gravitate towards more fucked up stuff rather than healing stuff.
All right,
But it's very fucked up.
It's
So
fucked up
what do
for
you?
sure.
I got the one that fucked us all up.
Billy Gordon's on? Oh.
No, Dear Zachary.
Okay, I've never seen that.
Bro, you got to see
I
that.
didn't see that one either.
Man.
It's just so sad, right?
It's really, really sad.
He's a friend of ours. I hate Morgan Spurlock to this day for turning me on to that movie.
Spurlock.
That's one I'm like,
See,
I didn't need to see that.
I'm purposely avoiding that one because I feel like it'll break.
No, because if you got through through the other one, Active Killing.
Yeah,
It'll break your heart,
Yeah.
but you know.
Now, what's the story with this one? Now?
I don't want to give it away in case people haven't seen it.
Yeah. No, it's wonderful.
It's fucking.
All right, I'll watch
It's
it.
wonderful.
It's good. It's really well done.
I mean, it's
well done,
wonderful.
of course.
But it's done. It's what's really brilliant about it is not only is it an incredibly entertaining film and it's not a compelling story as well, but the majority of it is done with homemade footage.
Yeah.
So
That's
really, the
poignant.
the brilliance of it is the editing and the narration and the way it was put together as a filmmaker. Because it could have really ended up being a YouTube video.
Yeah.
And they really made it
Interesting.
into a really compelling.
They told the story.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing when they put that film
So when
together.
you say you gravitate more towards the fucked up, what do you mean by fucked up?
Like stuff that doesn't have, like, if you look at our film, I didn't really focus on the healing too much. Like, you got to do it, but I don't need the message. I think the message is inherent. You know what I mean? I think it's inherent by seeing what you're seeing. I don't think you need to.
Well, that's what I like about documentaries. Yeah.
I mean, the imposter leaves you wondering, well, what happened? Did one of the family members actually was involved in the kid's murder?
Right.
Like, was he just pretending?
So I feel, but even that is like a mystery at the end. I'm talking more like, I think if I'm seeing something that's obviously fucked up, the message is self-evident.
Got it.
Right.
And I don't want at the end, I don't want to go through the uphill roller coaster ride of watching this whole fucked up thing and then spend the next 30 minutes as they resolve it with like, and now we're great people. And here's all the good
no
people.
piano in the background, talking nonsense.
Well, I tell you though,
I will say we do that in our film. I have to because I'm trying to speak for other victims.
Right.
But it's really like,
you did it. No, you did it well.
I got it. I
didn't feel like you were shoving that down.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that
it was very subtle, but you were like, look,
here's what we do. Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say the last scene in the act of killing, which is with that guy where he's like reflecting on what he's done to all these families. To me, the most jaw-dropping thing I've ever seen.
I'm gonna check it out.
I'm gonna watch it again.
I gotta watch that.
It's a long one. It's a long one.
Did you see?
It's about 2.5, right?
Maybe more.
Did you see Vivian Meyer?
No.
Oh,
was that the photographer?
Yes.
I haven't seen it
I've
yet.
seen that.
I know what you're talking about.
That one's amazing. A nanny that turns out to be one of the greatest photographers of the last 100 years.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I just haven't had a chance.
Finding Vivian Meyer is an amazing movie. And this guy, he just bought all her shit at a sale. Because he was looking for photos for his book.
Do you know who Louis Theroux is?
That was okay.
Not offhand.
Oh my God, you don't know Louis Theroux?
I don't know.
Look
I don't
him
think
up.
so.
Look him up. He does these documentaries. There he is.
Maybe I know some of his shit. I don't know.
This guy's English guy is a documentary filmmaker. You would love this. Go to YouTube tonight. I implore you. Everything from Westboro Baptist Church to
I do know this
families of
dude.
Nazis to people who.
Guy.
I mean, he does, and he's got a new documentary coming out about Scientology.
Oh, really?
Where he's doing a documentary about Scientology, and in the film, he comes to learn that they're doing a film on him.
Oh, wow.
And that's coming out soon.
Wow.
And also, there's a new one, Joe Berlinger, who did the, the Paradise Lost series.
Yeah.
He's got a film that's either out or coming out about Tony Robbins.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
I bet that's
Self-help
good.
guy.
What is that?
Yeah.
I gotta see that.
Did you see Marjo?
No, I thought I'd seen a lot of films.
No, I've seen
I'm way
a lot.
behind.
I told you, I've seen every single one.
He's not lying. He's seen them all.
What's
Because with
Marjo?
the subsection
Marjo's
in,
about this little
Netflix.
kid evangelist preacher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That story's crazy.
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
Is it Marjo Gortner? Is it based on Marjo Gortner? He was an evangelist
little
as a
kid, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes out. He
That's
comes
Marjo
out.
Gortner, right?
Yeah, in
There
the
he
film,
is.
he basically comes out and talks about how it's all horseshit
Nice.
and entertainment.
Nice.
Dude, that's a great one.
I got a whole
That's
list of
it.
movies to see.
Oh, I
now.
gotta watch this. We gotta get the documentary show back.
Let's do it.
Dude, I would love to be a part of that.
For real?
Yes.
That's all I do.
I watched.
We have it on the network. We gotta bring it back.
I was doing it like once every 3-4 weeks, and we did this, just shoot the shit about documentaries and turn people onto new
and Billy
ones.
Cornyn, we looked at all his stuff.
Billy Corbin, the 30 for 30s, and
Oh, I love that.
Cocaine Cowboys.
Cocaine Cowboys is
But also, if
amazing.
you want to go 30 for 30, we could talk about Ken Burns is just
Yes.
like the
He
king.
did Jackie
right.
Robinson last. I was watching Jackie Robinson last night.
Robinson's
30 for
great.
30 are great, and all the Ken Burns stuff, like Lewis and
Well, the 30 for
Clark,
30s, even if you don't give a fuck about the topic,
Even
it's
if you
still
don't care
great.
about sports,
I don't
fucking
Yeah. I don't care about sports. All those things are fucking amazing.
Here's the question of the day: what's the best 30 for 30?
The U was up there.
I like Broke.
The U was amazing. Broke
But
was amazing.
Broke was amazing.
And Cocaine Cowboys.
And Cocaine Cowboys.
Cocaine Cowboys 1 and 2, and there was a third. Right?
There's a 30 for 30 Cocaine Cowboys?
I know.
Wasn't there one of
that was
Cocaine
just-
Cowboys.
No,
is a
documentary.
Yeah.
But that's
he's
still
talking-
Billy Corgan.
Wasn't there one of
Same guy,
Well,
sorry.
30 for 30 is they're directed by different directors.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Each one, yeah.
Billy did the U, and he did.
I like the OJ one. June 17th, 1994 was
Did
amazing.
you guys watch the OJ?
Of course.
Oh, yeah, we loved it.
Yeah.
I
course.
loved it.
Of
Loved
course.
it.
Was it
Loved
Crime
it.
Story?
Was
Loved
there a
it.
30 for 30 about the boss? Was that one of those?
What,
About the Steinbrenner?
No, the
What?
guy who played for the Bengals, right? No, am I telling the wrong boss?
Oh, Bosworth.
Brian Bosworth.
Brian
Yeah.
Bosworth.
Yeah, that was a 30 for 30.
Bosworth.
That one was good.
That one was great.
That one was great.
What about
Don't
the
you
one-
ever see him later with his son?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was
And
great.
he's like
Really
such an
cool.
ass. and
Why
like,
isn't there a Ted Williams 30 for 30?
I'm sure they're working on it.
Yeah.
The Bo Jackson one was good, where he makes his
that was
homemade
the
arrow.
best.
Yeah, that's a great
I haven't seen that.
Oh, that was so
And
good.
then what about the Boston College team and
Brian on
everything
the
else?
Bars,
that they all-
Oh, yeah, Boston
Yeah.
College was a good one, too.
One of the first ones I saw was the band played on. You see that 30 for 30? What sports?
Cal game?
Help me out. No, the sports team that left. Was it Baltimore? I think it was when
Oh,
Baltimore
it was
left.
when yeah.
The
when
band
the
would
Colts-
not fucking give up on the fact that they lost their football team.
Right.
And continue playing locally and stuff
Yeah,
because everyone was
and
so
Baltimore,
depressed.
yeah.
It's a great one. It's called The Band Played On. They refuse to believe that the team actually is gone forever.
What's the one about the basketball? There was like 4 dudes on a basketball.
Dreams?
No, that's the
that
shit.
was, that was the shit.
And there's a follow-up to that.
Yeah,
Have you
that's
seen
right.
that?
And
I have.
it's just as fucking.
It's
Oh,
crazy.
it's good storytelling, though.
I want to go
man.
home and watch documentaries. I gotta work after this.
Anderson
Fucking
Cooper. Anderson
bullshit.
Cooper is HBO. Anderson Cooper interviewing his mom, Gloria Vanderbilt.
pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah.
That
Did they
was
talk
on-
about his brother jumping off the.
Yep, in front of
Yes.
her. In
I
front
remember
of her.
that.
Really?
In front
Yes.
of her. On Madison Avenue.
He hung on for a second and then
Yes.
let go.
She
Yes.
she
In
begged
front of it.
She
Yeah, she-
begged him.
yes.
She's
Yeah.
like, "Don't do this."
Yes.
He
There's a
did it
film
right.
about that?
Yeah, it just debuted about a week or so on HBO.
I gotta see it.
It's called Nothing Left Unsaid.
If I go to HBO Go, I can check it out.
Yeah. Watch it right now. It's totally great.
It's
So
Anderson
into
Cooper
it. Yeah.
pretty much interviewing his mom,
Yes.
Gloria Vanderbilt.
That's so
They've
badass.
had. You want to talk about?
life.
They had a lot of tragedy in that family.
Yeah,
a
they
lot.
did.
Yeah.
A lot.
Secret shit.
She was amazing.
Secret
though.
shit. She's got a son she hasn't seen in 30 some odd years.
Really?
Another son. One killed himself. Fucked up shit.
Do you get into any of that Alex Jones stuff? Just because it's fun?
Oh yeah.
Not because
All
you
right.
believe it?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's what I've always thought: if there's a secret society trying to take over the world with this new world order thing, they better step to it. Like as far as I know,
It's time.
They've been working on it since I can remember. Right. 30 years. Like when's this big takeover going to happen?
Yeah, when are they going to
It's
have
just
the
not
press-
happening.
It's not ready yet. Where's the press conference? It's time. It's time to show us your plan. Yeah.
What do you think about? Oh, go ahead.
No, you do a political talk show?
I do.
So who's your guy?
I don't have a guy right now.
Thank you. I don't have a guy.
I don't have a guy.
Thank you.
No horse in this
Well,
race.
I'm also I'm a registered libertarian, so
Right.
which means I'm going to lean independent, which means I
I
don't
lean
know.
independent.
Are you? But
Yeah.
So usually you don't have a guy.
I usually don't. But
And me either.
this year has been so fascinating.
Great.
And I'm torn because
I'm going down to the Republican convention for my new show on A&E.
Are you really?
Just to cover it.
Really?
Yes. And
You
get
gotta do it.
hilarity.
We're sending him to Cleveland.
To Cleveland.
Gotta do it.
I mean,
We are sending him to Cleveland.
our
yes.
point here on this show is I love the fact that Trump has just fucked up the whole process. You got to love that part of it at least.
This is the thing: is that
Calling out everybody.
Kasich really just needs to take a seat.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Take a seat.
And no one, everyone's trying to figure out why he's still in this thing, and no one has the clear answer still.
Rubio has more delegates. At this moment, Rubio, who's not in the race, has more delegates than Kasich.
Kasich is officially in 4th place, even though Rubio's been out a month and a half
Yeah,
now.
it's crazy.
Yeah, people ain't
and
pulling
I
down.
will say that, I'm really torn because I see a lot of areas where it's questionable whether or not democracy is still at work.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you are a supporter of Trump or of Cruz or whatever you think, like the way some of these delegates have been handed out has been pretty shady,
Right.
But then again, you look at Colorado and it's like, okay, that whole thing's rigged and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But Colorado put those rules into effect months ago where
Yeah.
they were going to assign the delegates.
Right.
Okay? Someone should have spoke out then.
Of course.
Because that is not the voice of the people.
Right.
That's the problem.
But that's what I love about Trump, because it's been shady for a long time, and now he's finally telling the world this fucking whole thing is
Well, the
shady
problem with
shit.
that is that he's saying it's shady when he's losing.
Yeah,
he should have said it months ago when those rules went down.
You're 100% right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's shady in itself. And
You're
then,
100%
Then you
right.
look over at the other side, and Bernie is like, Hillary has got to be biting her nails at this point, even though she's got the super delegates.
Oh, yeah, she's getting nervous.
And she's probably
She's
locked.
definitely nervous.
She is not the popular vote right now.
No, they love Bernie.
Bernie is crushing it, and people are rallying behind him. Don't really. Most of the outspoken people right now don't really know what the policies are.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? They just like, a bird landed on his thing. I'm for Bernie, yay! You know what I mean?
That means I gotta vote for Bernie.
Oh, that's adorable. Like, nothing helped that guy more than a bird landing on the fucking thing. You know what I mean?
The dumb bird thought,
but I'll tell you,
it was a bird's nest on his head.
I'll tell you, when you
He
ask
had
me
breadcrumbs.
what my guy is, and I'm waiting to see who my two options are. I'm going to take part in the primary in LA or in California on June 7th. But I think that for me, as somewhat of an entertainer, you know, whatever, in a band, I think it's irresponsible for me to tout who my guy is, because I watch all these entertainers and musicians and actors talk about who their person is, and like their followers go, well, yeah, George Clooney's for Hillary, so I guess I'm for Hillary too.
Yeah.
But you know what? You're not living in the same tax bracket as George Clooney.
No, not at all.
You
Or the
don't
same
have-
pussy, for that matter.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You're not living in his tax bracket. You don't have his social issues. You don't have his reality. And it's kind of like unfair to mislead people and sway them based on popularity.
Right.
I think the responsible thing is to say, I am interested and engaged and taking part, and I think that you should do that too for
Sure.
yourselves.
Right.
Make your own
That's
decision.
my opinion about it.
But that said, I'm voting Perot. Am I off by a couple years?
That Perot is
Michael Dukakis.
Well, Trump is really doing what
Nader.
to the Republicans what Perot did back then. He's just separating votes.
Right.
Well, that's what Kasich is doing, the Nader thing, which is, you know.
Kasich
I mean-
is so, it's like just off of women's rights and abortion. I just can't even look him in
He's
the face.
just sitting tight because I think he thinks
He's
because the
disgusting.
convention's in Cleveland that something's going to happen.
Well,
He's
no,
going to go
right.
to
And it
Ohio.
might, and it might.
He's thinking some last minute Hail Mary weird Ohio
It's
thing.
going to be
I'm guessing.
contested in Cleveland, and he's going to stand up and say, look, both these guys are really divisive, and I've been the guy standing strong all the time, and I will never be vice president unless they ask me.
Dave's got this whole
I might consider it.
I was kind of screaming at the TV. I'm like, I don't think you've been asked. It's easy to say you're not going to be vice president.
He's trying to position
I don't think
himself,
anyone has
though.
asked you yet.
He's
Oh,
definitely
great.
positioning.
That's great, Dave. This was awesome, man.
Thanks for having me, guys. Am I cut? Are you cutting me
No,
loose?
we went 40 minutes late.
Oh, this is great.
Excellent.
That means we had a good show.
Oh,
That's a great
fantastic.
show.
What time do you go till?
10:30.
Oh, so you went longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it
it.
because I knew this. No, I knew this would be good.
That had to happen after.
This show had the elevator cut.
Dave
Yeah,
Navarro,
man.
who was stuck in an elevator
Can't believe it.
for an hour and how long?
I like an hour and a half, hour
That's
20
unbelievable.
Yeah.
in 2016.
That doesn't.
In Midtown Manhattan.
That's right.
In a
That
building
is
that
right.
looks brand new.
It looks brand new.
And we came out of the elevator. There was 15 firefighters in like the firefight in like the burn resistant garb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I might have been a little bit more harrowing than I thought.
You're a hero.
Are you upset? No, you look upset.
That's his resting face.
No, I think I said something to offend you.
No, are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding.
No, what?
I don't know. As soon as you start talking politics, and then the guy takes off his headphones, he's like,
No, I'm just an idiot. Whenever you talk about politics, I don't know what the fuck to say.
I don't think anyone in this room has a guy really. I don't know Chris that
Do you have
as
a guy?
well as the other guy.
No,
Do you have a
no,
guy?
no.
I don't. Sherrod
No.
I
doesn't.
mean, when you, it seems like I'm gonna have to go with Hillary. It seems that way. I know, but I mean, voting is like you're gonna have a foot in your ass, so you look for the smallest feet.
I know. Yeah, that's a good
Did you
point.
really?
I like it.
I like that.
I meant to ask you. You really spoiled Star Wars on TV?
3 weeks after it came out.
What happened? What do
That's
you
not
mean?
spoiling it.
No, we do live.
Oh, yeah, that's
our
right.
show's live, so we always try to like put in like things that are going on in the world currently, so people know it's live.
Live on NBC Live.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they said the day of, they're like, "Hey, tell everyone Han Solo dies." And I was like, okay, but it was part of the character. If it wasn't part of the character was supposed to be like, he's an asshole, and so I was like, okay, and it all made sense. So I screamed out in a fake movie theater. I was like, Han Solo dies, and it like online it like lit up.
The movie came out.
Yeah,
that's 3 weeks. Let me tell you something. Survivor tweets who the winner, who got eliminated.
Yeah,
the day it happens.
Yeah. Well, you mean before they air it?
No. Like as soon as it's
got
aired,
it.
It's too bad so-and-so.
Right.
I'm like,
and if you haven't watched that show yet.
But people were like,
on.
fuck you, can't believe you. I used to be a fan.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
No bullshit, yeah.
Speaking
so you got my message.
Going back to documentaries for a second, it goes to your point. I think we were on vacation. I think it was Christmas vacation. Everyone started tweeting like, hey, man, everyone knows I like docs. They're like, hey, have you seen this Making a Murderer thing yet?
Yeah.
I kept fucking quiet. Because I didn't want it to be spoiled for me.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, man, the buzz on this is so good if it's hitting my Twitter this hard. So I binge watched, and then finally, last episode, I'm like, hey, I'm checking out this Making a Believe. I just started.
You didn't want it to ruin it.
Because his asshole.
And I tried to ruin it.
Let me ask you,
But
what
as
did
soon
you
as
think?
I saw, I loved it at first, but then I realized how slanted the whole fucking
What do
thing
you
was.
think about the guy, Steven?
I think he's involved, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I just don't think that women end up burned behind your trailer.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Coincidentally.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you never dated Keisha.
Right.
But at first, I bought into it, and then you realize that the filmmakers had a bit of an angle
Did you
on this
happen
one.
to notice
Didn't it happen twice?
when they would do press conferences? There was a bunch of press conference scenes, and there was one reporter who was just smoking hot.
Yeah.
Where the hell is she?
My buddy Theo Vaughn. You know Theo? He tweeted at her, and she responded, and then they were having some sort of messages. It was funny, but I don't.
Amazing.
You got to ask Theo. I don't remember.
But know what the problem is with that a little bit?
What's that?
The footage you're looking at is like from
it's
10
very
years
old.
ago.
Yeah.
So you
That's
finally
true.
are like this hot babe that everyone's like, holy
But
shit.
she was very hot. It was,
I mean, she's held up. Don't get me wrong.
No. I know.
She held up?
She still looks good.
Let's Google her.
Yeah.
Can we Google her, please?
Can we please Google her real quick?
Hot reporter.
I can't remember what happened with Theo.
All you have to do is
For Making a Murderer.
hot reporter making a murder. I can't
It'll
be the
pop
only
up.
one.
Yeah, it pops up. It pops up.
She had the glasses. The one with the glasses, of
It's
course.
funny. It did take you out of the documentary a little bit, though.
She's like so.
Look, they even put her on the
you
cover of the
see-
I
episode
will
thing.
marry that woman.
She's like Russian or something, huh?
Did you see the...
Russian to the altar.
Hello. Oh, that was horrible.
She is sexy.
Oh my God, I'm.
There she is today. She's all right.
Oh, she is alright.
She's all right.
You sound like a slow flying plane.
And we can't see it on a big screen. You can throw it up there.
Yeah.
You sound like a crop duster.
Can you imagine? Like,
We just ruined Dave's day.
can you imagine leaning over and going, "Honey, put on the documentary again." Watching the documentary while you're having sex with her now.
Oh, she's got a gut now, too. Fuck.
Get out of here.
Cloud, what did you?
That's
come
a
on.
trucker's belly.
Come on, Opie.
She's hot.
She's still hot.
I don't care.
She's all right.
I don't
She's
care.
hot.
Did you see the website, the 10 hottest people for making a murderer?
No.
Oh, they did it as a goof. It's
Oh yeah,
cool.
that's
she
actually really
number
funny.
one?
I did see that. Yeah.
Oh,
She number
my
one?
God.
She's got to be
Yeah,
number one, right?
I think
gotta
she's
be
number one, but
I think
they throw in the girl that
So
just...
that's her right there in
Yeah.
the video?
Yeah.
Let me see her moving around. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And Jeanette Levy?
She'll still get at Local 12.
She's in Cincinnati?
God damn, you
Oh, I
think
think
making a
that's
murder
good.
would get her to a bigger market.
Nah, she's still in that little market.
Well, you know.
A little market
she's doing
honey.
She's doing it for the people.
Can you find the website real fast?
She doesn't want to turn her back on the people who put her where she is.
Yeah. 10 hottest people from making a murderer. It was well done. This
Who
thing.
else is hot, though?
There's
From
no one
that
hot.
was-
That's what makes
a
it
joke.
funny.
It was
That
like,
one dude
they had
reporter.
Steve Avery was like number
He was number 5.
Here, number 10, the smoking girl. Who just hung outside the courthouse.
Yeah.
And then Richard Mailer, he was the
He had a
juror that
mysterious,
got-
sexy thing going on.
He got the excuse.
Yeah,
Stephen Avery.
I like how he's number 8. That's
Unbelievable.
hilarious.
with his Captain Kangaroo haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else? Oh yeah, Brendan.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know about that. I don't know
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Then Jody. Jody's number 6.
Let's hear
Stephen
it.
Avery's girlfriend.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right?
This is a rough town.
Yeah.
And then Dean Strang.
Good God Almighty.
5.
And then Stephanie Van Grohl.
I'm not mad at Stephanie.
Stephanie's okay.
Ryan
must be a
Work.
This guy could have been involved though, for real.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There was some weird shit about him.
That's what made the documentary so good. There were a few
Yeah.
other people you felt
Oh,
like
look at him. He's
could've done
rugged.
something.
Could have did it.
He's rugged. He's
Yeah.
got his, you know. appreciation for nature. I
Yeah,
like
there's
that.
a deer.
That's the guy.
Oh, this guy was a good looking
How
guy
this
for
guy
sure.
didn't get number one, I'll never know.
That's him. That's what I thought.
This is a crime.
He should be on the news. He
That's the way he wrote. Wait,
should be on Castle or some shit.
He's the Silver Fox reporter.
He should be on Castle.
And then
Yes, Antoinette Levy.
I kind of
She had to be
remember.
number
I
one.
remember that being a little funnier.
Dope.
Whatever. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you
She's a
gonna do?
cutie.
Yeah.
Oh, I love her.
What about Brandon Dassey with the I don't know?
That shit is
That
so
drives me
weird.
nuts.
You know what that is? It's
Do you
just
think
fucking weird. It's just weird. There's no better word to describe that than weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, that
Fucking
picture right there.
thing.
That one on the way on the left. Print that out for me before I go.
Which one on the left?
Yeah, that one.
This
yeah.
one?
No, that one. That one, yeah.
Oh, look, some guy wrote a song about
not
her.
her. That's not her.
But
No,
Antoinette.
that's not her. That's
You
an
see it?
actress.
Hey,
That's not her?
Nah,
She used to be on Boston Legal.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not her.
I was going to ask you to print it out for me, but it's
See the guy who wrote a song about Antoinette? She's got fans that are actually writing songs, Dave.
That's her.
fantastic.
Yeah, it's amazing.
The only
Dave
problem with
Bjork.
making a murder, I just remembered too, they think the murder happened in the garage, and there's no way they cleaned up that garage, though.
There's no, they just, I don't, who
Oh,
knows?
there's a lot of stuff where it's like, how did that not happen? How did this not happen?
Yeah,
but
right.
There's so much weirdness
Well,
about it
let's
that
find that
something.
bullet
I thought they
case,
said
yeah,
it happened in the trailer and they cut her throat, but there was no blood.
Right,
blood
in the
there.
bedroom, right?
I still
right,
think he
right.
did it, but I don't think they got it all figured out how it happened.
No.
I think maybe he did it, but the cops kind of tried to like fast track it and
Push it
got in a
forward
little
a little
trouble
bit.
doing that
Well,
way.
here's the drag about all of that is that what all the stuff we're talking about is reasonable doubt.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's the drag.
Yeah.
So whether or not they did or didn't, these are all things that
Did something pop?
He should be
with-
free, huh?
The new lawyer for Stephen Avery they're following the pings of her cell phone now, and I think I didn't actually read it. Someone was telling me that they now think she was off the property.
Should we talk about
that she actually did leave?
Oh.
Yeah.
I will tell you that
I think I hit yesterday or
questions.
2 days ago.
I'm going through a grieving process that the OJ
Is
miniseries
over?
is
yeah.
over.
It was Tuesday. It was not going to be the
such a
same.
bummer.
So good.
John Travolta took me out at first, and then I ended up loving him.
I love it.
Loved him.
Yeah.
But
He was,
what's his name?
Poston was the best.
The
though.
one thing
Who
I
played,
will say
Marsha
about-
Clark.
Yeah,
The one
amazing.
thing I
She
will.
was great.
The one.
Nathan Lane took me out
The
because
one
he
thing-
started feeling like a SNL character.
But wait, hold on a
As
second. The
Definitely
one
Bailey.
thing about John Travolta is, and I understand you can take liberties about with it's all based on a thing, and not a lot of that stuff happened, and it's okay. But John Travolta is playing Robert Shapiro gay.
Yeah.
Right,
Gay.
And Robert Shapiro is not gay.
right.
No wonder I liked it so much.
No, but like but he's that's got to be a choice. That's got to be the choice he's making, right?
But
because
maybe
if I
he's not
knew
seeing
nothing
it as
about
gay.
it,
Maybe he's just seeing it as like timid or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe he's playing
if I
something
knew
different in his
nothing
head.
about this, seeing John Travolta, I'd be like, oh, he's playing a gay guy, but Robert Shapiro's not gay.
Shapiro's a weird dude
But
to
it's
begin
John
with.
Travolta.
I didn't realize that he was so incompetent when that whole thing.
I
I didn't either.
I didn't
The
either.
miniseries pulls that out where
Yeah.
Shapiro
Yeah.
was really
You know who?
incompetent for
But
the
you know
whole
who
thing.
was?
But is that real? I don't know, because
I
there's
don't
a
know.
lot of stuff.
It's based
that
on one book.
The
so-
guy who played, the guy who I think was the most spot on
Darden.
Darling.
he was
Judge
great.
Ito.
Oh, Ito.
Oh, he was good. Yeah, he was
That
really
guy,
good.
He was good.
that was him.
He was
That was amazing.
Now, who knew about all the Ito and his wife's that situation?
I didn't know anything about that.
Who knew that?
I only
They
saw
kept
5
that away
episodes.
from us.
All came out
And
of the fucking
did
book.
anybody live in L.A. when that was happening?
Yeah, I did.
No.
I did.
Me too. So you remember?
Yeah.
How old were you?
When was it?
94?
14.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I remember the chase. I mean, I was like,
I remember the chase.
I was
Yeah.
in the studio with the Chili Peppers, and everything stopped, and we were
Wow.
just glued to the TV. Like,
Yeah, I was
this
in
is
college watching
amazing.
it.
Yeah.
On my university. This is all black college, so it was just a lot of cheering.
Look at that. That's him, dude. I'm
Well,
sorry.
yeah,
Sure,
he
yeah.
really
In fact, I'll say
That's
this is
crazy.
I will go so far as to say the guy who plays Ito looks more like Ito than Ito.
Yeah.
He does.
He does.
Yeah.
Well, I feel racist saying that, but I agree.
Well, no, don't be. They're both Cantonese.
They all look alike. What the hell?
That might be one of the coolest. One of the coolest. Where were me when OJ happened ever, I was hanging with the Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
Well, how you going to top that?
No one's going to work on One Hot Minute at the time, right?
That's right.
Maybe Al Collins can top it.
I think we actually have to get out of here now. Why?
Okay, man.
Why is the computer? Travis, we got to go.
It's so much
You
fun.
had to go 20 minutes ago.
Oh well, we're gonna have to just cut some of this shit out of it.
Yeah, no, I'll take care of it.
We'll figure that shit out. That's fine though. They got to hear it live, and then we're not cutting this segment.
No,
out. I know that
we'll
much.
keep this. There's other stuff.
It's going to become the Dave Navarro show.
This is us just hanging out. This isn't even a
This is
radio
what we
show
try to
anymore.
do.
That's what we do.
Try to
It's
do.
cool.
Yeah. Try to do it this way.
It's all a hang.
Dave, you got to come back
Anytime.
You find yourself in New York a lot? Not really, right?
8 months out of the year.
Oh, you're
What?
here 8 months out
All
of
the
year.
time. Yeah. I mean, I'm bi-coastal.
So let's do this again.
Yeah, I live in Soho.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And a documentary show we're going to do.
Yeah.
Anytime. I love it.
All right, good. Dave Navarro, Morning Sun is just an amazing documentary. It's now available on iTunes. It's fucking heavy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's incredible.
It's
You have
heavy,
to
but
see
it's really fucking
It's a must
good.
see.
Yeah,
It's a
excellent.
must see.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to promote, Dave?
That's it.
Oh no, the special screening. No.
Oh, yeah. Apple Store,
Soho.
April 19th in Soho at 7 p.m. Go to, I wish it was an easy link to tell you, but if you go to, it's a Meet the Filmmaker, Apple Soho. If you go to, I don't know where to send you.
It's next. It's next Tuesday at the Apple
But I mean, the thing is, I looked this morning online. I got to it to try and be able to tell people how to get to it.
Right.
And I don't even know what I was looking at. But if you go,
Didn't you just post it on your Instagram? Didn't
yes,
you just look at it?
thank you. It's on my Instagram.
Yeah,
The
but your
link.
Instagram's not Dave Navarro. That fucked me
I
up.
know, that
Not
sucks,
Dave
right?
Navarro,
That fucked me up.
It's the spread group.
The spread group.
Because
Right.
I'll tell you why. Because one year for Christmas, when I was at Dave Navarro, I Instagrammed a picture of an old guy dressed as Santa Claus with a heart on, and I didn't realize that was unapproved.
Oh, and they took you off?
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
Quickly.
And you can't explain that shit to them. Like,
Quickly.
look, I didn't fucking know. Help me out. They took Dave Navarro's Instagram.
But don't they give you a grace period and then they could give you a chance to come back on after a while?
The good news is that I still had the picture in my phone, so I didn't.
All right, let's get Dave out here.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Who else needs plugs, Matt?
Oh, wait. There's my
Oh, I want to
publicist.
sing a pig.
How do I send people to this event? Yeah, she doesn't know. She has no idea. Okay.
We'll be there.
Well, her phone doesn't work, and she doesn't know where my event is.
Well, it's going to be packed no matter what.
Way to go.
It's
In the Apple Store in Soho.
Come on.
Yeah, just
It's next Tuesday at the Apple Store in Soho. Matt, thanks, buddy. Good luck to you in San Francisco at K-Fog.
Fantastic.
Vic Henley's at Magooby's
I'm at
next
Magooby's
weekend.
next weekend, yep.
And doing barbecue in
Come to Andy Nelson's barbecue in Cockyville.
Cockyville. Free ribs for Vic Henley. That's what I'm trying to get done today. If you pay for fucking ribs, you let me know.
I will.
I'm going to release these animals on the barbecue joint.
I got all three of us.
All right. We tweeted out the info.
Oh, you did? Thanks, guys.
All right. And
Excellent.
Gerard,
I appreciate that.
you're
Yes.
good. Chris, you got anything?
Oh,
buddy?
good.
Yeah, Wilbur, in Boston, May 12th and 13th.
All right.
Excellent.
This was fucking
Great day.
fun, man.
This is what I'm talking about.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you soon. Off tomorrow. We'll see you Monday.